What's up, MOTVPOD? We're back, week 29, with your host, John Surette, co-host, Andrew Krechmer, and our lovely guest, Thomas Kasanda. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Great. Good to be here. Thanks for having me, guys.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming on, Thomas.
All right, so...
Been waiting for this.
Me too. I've actually been... Since like week 4, I've been like wanting, since the online podcast, I've been wanting to come on.
Really?
I wanted to join the Discord call. I was trying to get on here for so long.
Yeah.
Every time I see James, it's like, yo, tell John, get me on the podcast, man. Get me on the podcast.
Yo, we were trying to set it up. We just wanted to be sophisticated for you. You know
it's
what I
good.
mean?
It's good.
We were waiting, and now like it's perfect time.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah, man. Like, how have you been? How's been the past semester at Banff?
So I got there in October.
Nice.
Late. We got there like mid-October, and it was like 30-degree weather, like beautiful, amazing. So I got like a little.
Like in September?
No, like in October.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's actually
man.
lovely.
It was
yeah.
October.
That's such a lovely time
like
to be there.
I think we got there on the 16th, or no, the 13th. I got there, and then my course started on the 15th. So our course started. So I was with Timberline Academy.
And you had a long summer as well, so that's blessed.
Yes. So it started. So Timberline Outdoor Academy is what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
It's this like outdoor guiding school. So you get a bunch of like guiding certifications, whatnot. And you can go deeper into it and actually like just like live there and be a guide in the mountains. But
For skiing? Or just like
whatever.
Oh, a
hiking,
guide
like
in the
guide in the
mountains.
mountains. You can be like,
Oh,
there's so
shit.
many, like a raft guide, which I am currently.
Oh, that's what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
You're practicing at
Yeah.
on Britannia.
Yeah.
Is it whitewater rafting?
Yeah, whitewater rafting.
That's sick.
Okay, so we got there. It was downtown Calgary, and I had so many fucking boxes with me, like so many boxes.
Boxes of what?
Just like shit.
How do you
I
get
brought-
there,
Oh,
by the
like
way?
just
like,
moving.
like one box had my piano, one box had my clothes, one box had
Oh,
my.
shit.
Like I
Did
brought, like,
you
a little
bring it in
keyboard.
like a trailer or what?
No. We flew Air Canada cargo. So my mom used to
Okay.
work for Air Canada.
Okay.
For
Oh,
20
she knows the
years.
ways.
So I
Wow.
have like she gets like a 90% discount
No
That's
way.
legit. That's
for
legit.
cargo. So it would have been like $1,000, but
Yeah,
it
I
was
can
like
imagine.
$100 to ship it. All of my stuff.
Wow, that's
What?
crazy. Is it the discounts for life?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Cause so she worked for Canadian Airlines,
Mm-hmm.
and then it turned to Air Canada, so she took a severance package,
Oh.
and that's like
Oh,
so
it's like
I
that.
so I have
Okay,
me
shit.
personally and all of like my siblings, we have like Air Canada passes where we can fly standby anywhere Air Canada goes for like $30 to $50.
What the fuck?
Yes,
That's
but
so
it runs
sick.
out when I'm 25 and I have to be in school.
Yo, so
But
you
I'm
can
in
travel
school,
there
like,
right
yes,
now.
I can go
So
anywhere
during the
Air
prime
Canada
travel
goes.
years, you're traveling, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the thing is like there has to be like open seats. Like I only get on if there's open seats.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
or else I have
course.
to wait for the next one.
But
So
that's
you
sick.
kind of have to travel light. You can't like check your luggage.
Have you been using it? Like,
Yeah, that's how I got to Banff. I came home and visited for Christmas.
yeah, that's sick.
But like I didn't have a car there, so it was tricky getting to the airport because Banff is actually like. Okay, let me tell you about my first day
Yeah,
there.
let's hear it.
So
Thomas, hold the mic up to your.
so we get there. We're downtown Calgary. We're meeting at the Fairmont Hotel.
Oh,
The
nice.
nicest fucking hotel I've ever been in. The elevators, it's like 150 floor hotel. Like
What, it's like the one right by the airport?
no, it's like probably like 20 minutes from the airport.
Oh, like it's a standalone hotel.
It's like it's in downtown Calgary. Like
Oh,
the
okay, I
biggest
see.
building in Calgary is it's this old, beautiful hotel.
Shit.
And the rooms were sick. We got to so we met everybody. They had like to greet us, and I'm meeting everybody in my program, and it's just a bunch of British people.
All
It's
in
a
the, all in
bunch
the
of fucking-
hotel?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
shit.
all staying at the hotel for the first night. It's like the first night of our.
That's so sick.
And so we all got to the hotel. The hotel like crazy pool, crazy like this. We all stole like bathrobes from the hotel. Like it was so sick. And all these UK boys, like weed isn't legal for them, so they're like, boys, let's go to the dispensaries, innit? Let's go to the dispensaries. So all these UK guys never had like good weed. And they just go to the dispensaries. They all bought like dab pens and like a bunch of joints. And they just, because like for them, dispo prices, even though it's like kind of expensive for us, for them, it's like way cheaper than what they get their stuff for.
So they were going crazy.
So they were going crazy. They're like, man, this is so cheap. This is so cheap. And they're just buying like
The impressions are so good.
so much weed. And they all just got super fucking baked. We went to the And obviously, like we outsmoked. Like, he was one of my roommates.
Experienced
Yeah,
stoners.
league is like semi-legal in Chicago.
Really? That's crazy.
I think it is legal actually.
I mean, like for all the shit that goes
Actually,
down in
no,
Chicago.
not in Chicago, but in Michigan, and it's like super close. I think.
Oh, he just goes across.
So
the border.
yeah, he goes
That's
because in Michigan it's legal. I think that's what he was saying. Michigan,
Yeah.
he goes to Michigan to get his weed, and Michigan has good weed.
Oh,
apparently.
apparently. Back in Detroit, man.
Yeah, can't have shit in Detroit, man. Can't have shit in Detroit. Next thing you know, your porch is gone.
Yo, I seen those memes, bro. It's so fucking funny. Those are real too, bro. That's
The table's gone. No table.
yeah, bro. We were in
can't have
Detroit right
shit
now.
in Detroit. But yes, then we got to the hotel. We all went out for drinks. We went to this just this like random bar. There was hella like tweakers on the street. There's
Fuck.
it was so fucked. And then one of them starts overdosing. We're
No
outside,
way. Like
drunk as
homeless
fuck.
guy.
This homeless guy. This
Second
is like
day.
the first day.
First day.
First day. This is like the
Wow.
main street. This is like Spark Street of Calgary.
Oh shit.
Basically, it's like downtown.
Okay.
Main street of Calgary.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a pedestrian. It's like
Yeah,
Spark
yeah.
Street, and there's just tweakers everywhere. Fucking like they have a big drug problem in Calgary.
Damn.
Yeah.
And BC, Alberta, they just have a big drug problem.
It's all like the same there. Is it like decriminalized?
Yeah, I don't know about Alberta, but in BC, yes, it's decriminalized. But yeah, so we had to call an ambulance because there was someone fucking overdosing like right next to us.
How did you know he was overdosing?
It was like pretty obvious. He was like shaking on the floor. Like,
Oh fuck.
with like foam out of his mouth. Like,
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
how
like
you
that.
know.
Then you know, yeah.
it was bad. Like it was
That's
the
terrible.
first thing first night.
Yeah.
That's sick as fuck, bro. The
That's
British guys
crazy
must have been
first
going
impression.
crazy.
Oh, like they were going crazy.
What the fuck
Yeah,
is
yeah.
happening?
Mate, this is mad.
This
is
is
mad.
bloody wild.
No, but there was some really but the British are fucked, man. They love ket. They love ketamine.
You could get
Dude, Banff is like drug central.
fuck.
Banff.
learned that British people love tracksuits. Like, I went shopping. I went shopping with my friends the other day at Rito. Let me try on a tracksuit. They're like,
Were they British?
British, bro. Yeah, because apparently British people like tracksuits.
Not like
Yo, what were they wearing? What was their? Did they have like the
they
the
just
UK
wore like they were
like soccer jerseys and shit?
actually yeah, but they were like pretty posh English people. Not
Okay.
the suit. Arizona on this, but they were pretty posh British people because this was an expensive program,
Sounds like it,
and a lot of them were pretty rich. Well, like they have to be
Where were they from? Like in the UK?
all over the UK. A lot.
Like South London.
There's only like one or two from London. A lot were from Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Birmingham. My
Did they have the London look?
yeah.
Really?
No, not with the
What's
tooth.
the
Not with the
That
tooth. Not with the tooth. But they have like the other London. They just look like British. Like they look like rich and British.
Oh,
But some of them were
that's it.
really hot. Like
Oh.
it was,
Like what? Like the gals?
yeah.
No, the
Shit,
guys.
I mean, like,
Well, I don't know. I didn't even know there was girls that were taking this program. Bro.
oh yeah,
How big was your class? Like.
about 40 people.
Oh shit.
Maybe 50.
Were you guys,
almost.
like,
It was
tight?
40, pretty tight. Most of us.
That's dope.
Most of us. There were some people that left early.
Really?
Okay, but so we are at the hotel. We get baked. Go to the bar. Get back. We're like, fuck. Let's get some food. We get some Dons. There was a Dons right next to the bar we were at. And bro, we spent so much money on the first night just on like drinks. And we all got so drunk. And then
Is the drinking age 18 there?
in Calgary, it's
Oh,
18.
that's so blessed.
In Alberta, it's 18.
Ontario's weird for that, man.
Yeah.
Like what the
It's,
fuck?
yeah. What the fuck? But like, I come back here and I'm 19, so it's great.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so then in the morning, hotel, wake up. We have breakfast at the hotel. It was nice. Okay, so in our rooms, just lying on the bed is just this Arc'teryx jacket that says like Timberline Academy.
Oh shit! Wait,
Um,
it's for everyone?
Yeah, everybody got the same like Arc'teryx jacket that says
Fuck.
Timberline. It was sick as fuck.
That's so
And then
sick.
we got like hats, stickers, water bottles. Were sick. We got some little merch
What
drop.
the fuck,
on
bro?
the
They
first
treat
day.
you so nicely, man. I didn't get shit when it came to Uado, bro. They just gave me my syllabus, and they're like, "Fuck off."
Yeah.
man.
Well, this is more like a personal program. Like
Yeah.
we're like with the owner of the program like every day. James McCutcheon. Shout out to real quick. That guy's a fucking homie. Like
Oh, was he like the only guy that was the one teaching you guys?
No. He was just the organizer. He's the one who like
Okay.
started the company. There was like a few. We had lots of resources. We had like a person to talk to if we needed like help. Like she's kind of like a therapist. A little.
Did
bit.
you ever use her?
Yeah, she was hot as fuck. Hot. She was so hot, man. We went on a few little like.
Oh,
dates.
you must
We
have
went
had
on
you
a
must
few
had a
little
lot of
dates.
lot of
No way.
psychological
Yeah,
issues
she would
there,
always
huh?
like. She would always give me this cheeky little smile.
Okay.
This-
I was on
Cheeky
hugging
little
basis
smile.
with all of the MILFs in Banff, man.
Hugging basis. with
Okay.
all the bills
So how did you build up that? Cause like second day you're meeting them. What you're like
Okay.
shaking their hand. I'm guessing.
So
right?
yeah, well we don't.
Or are you
really
just going
know
straight
them very
forward?
well. So then our first week was just okay. So we're living like straight up downtown Banff. Like
Yeah.
this is Banff Street with the big like mountain and all the shops.
Yeah.
One street. That's where our houses were, and there was
Okay.
another like complex of houses like on the other side of town, kind of. But really, it's only like an 8-minute walk. Is the
No,
other side of town.
That
Oh,
sounds
is that
super
like
legit.
is
like,
Banff just that small?
Banff is like 10-minute walk to either side, and then there's like
Shit.
outskirts kind of that you can get to. But main part of town, like Banff Street, to get from one end to the other, is like a 10-minute walk.
Okay, so you're basically like in a ski village.
Yes,
That's
just
sick.
yes, and the
That's so
buses
sick.
like come pick you up
No
to go to the
way.
ski hills. There's 3 different ski
Okay.
hills. There's Norquay, Sunshine Village, and Lake Louise. And there's different bus times. There's bus stops. It's all the same bus stop, and it's all the same bus. It's just different times. Like
There's like only one bus.
no. There's like there's like a bunch of buses.
No, I mean like okay, I see what you mean. I
But
see
there's
what
like stops at every like hotel. So like if you're staying in Banff, you just go to the hotel, and there's like a website that tells you what time for each hill, and they're like pretty reliable.
Shit. I've never been to Banff, so I've always wanted to go, man.
It's so great.
I
dude.
see your posts with the like looking at the auroras, man, and I'm like, wow,
Yeah,
that's
man.
sick as fuck.
So the first night we went out like aurora watching, because I didn't know you could see them in Banff, and then one of the dudes in our profile in our program named Juan, sickest motherfucker I've ever met. This guy, he's from Toronto. He's like 28. He's a film student. He got like
No
a
way.
scholarship to do Timberline, so long as he like films a bunch of videos for them throughout
Oh
the year.
shit.
And dude, wait, what was I talking about?
About the
No,
auroras.
yeah. So he posted. I blanked. I was just thinking about Juan.
What a legend.
But yeah, so
man.
he posted like in our group chat like the auroras. I was like, holy shit, like where is that? He's like, dude, just go somewhere where there's no light pollution. I was like, okay, awesome. So like we got this app, like me and my friends. It's called the Aurora app, and it would tell you like what nights have what chance of auroras, and like
Oh shit.
it'll be like, yo, like go outside right now. There's auroras. Like you have a 90% chance of seeing one if you go outside this instant. And so I had that, and every time I'd get that notification, I'd go outside. So we lived here.
Mhm.
There was just this little walkway to this bridge that went like
Yeah,
over,
I see the bridge.
and it was literally a 3-minute walk, not even like a 2-minute walk from our house. You could see the auroras in full. So the first night we
Yeah,
went out,
wow.
we were looking for. I missed them. I missed the first like show because I went back inside to
Damn.
go like, I don't know, make some food or something, and
Cook
then
some steaks.
and my friend was like, yo, you fucking missed it. They were full on like glowing everywhere and I was like, no, I was pissed.
Is it like really bright? Like, does it make the land green and shit?
No, it's like too far away to do that.
Oh, okay.
And it's like it shows a lot better in pictures. Like you see it way better in
Yeah.
pictures. And in Banff, it's like mediocre Northern Lights.
Really?
If you go up to like Yellowknife and like Nunavut,
Right.
and like the Yukon and all that shit, it's like every other night they have them like insane, like
Wow,
lights up the
really?
whole sky, like. But like we saw them.
Have you been there? Did you go to Yellowknife?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but I just know because there was a lot of people from like there that were living in Banff.
Yeah, I figured.
But yeah, I think I saw them like 6 times. This one time on my friend's birthday, we were just walking. We were all pretty drunk. We had a little barbecue because they just have like little fire pits you can use around Banff. And we had a little barbecue, cooked up some saucies, some burgers. And then on the walk back, we were on the bridge. We'd be like, yo, what is that? It's like, oh shit, it's the Northern Lights. Like, fuck,
Shit.
like out of nowhere.
Like, how did you like? Was it faint that you didn't even notice, or was like you could tell it was the Northern Lights when you?
Oh no, it's like so obvious. It's like
Oh,
big
shit.
green lights in the sky. Like it's like you actually see it. Like you actually
That's
see it.
sick.
It's just in the like you actually see it, but in photos it's just a bit more vibrant. But you can actually like see it.
That yeah, because I seen your photos, and I thought like it lit up the whole snow and everything, and made it green and shit.
Like No, that's just like the gamma kind of.
Yeah,
On
that's
the
what I
camera,
figured.
there's a lot. It's like it picks up way more on cameras, but you can see it full on, like
Yeah.
with your eyes. It's sick.
That sounds sick, bro. I've always wanted to go, man. I heard when they were coming down here, bro, and I went outside and there's nothing, bro, because like there's so much light.
If you
They
went
were
to,
here?
like, if you went to Gatineau Park, you could see them. Like not like 20 minutes up the road. Like,
Oh shit.
but like if you went to Duluth Hill, you could probably see them. if they're
Duluth Hill.
here, like
They're here very rarely. Like they were here actually,
very
like
rare.
yo,
it happens
this
like
year?
once every like 2 years, or
Really?
like once a year maybe.
Yo, this year like they had like 3 events, whereas like
Here.
coming, yeah.
Really?
Well, like
yeah,
this like
no,
stretch.
this year it was way lower than it usually
Yeah.
is. Like they hit you could see them from California, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
see
they
them
were
in
saying that
California
shit.
and
like in San
Wisconsin.
Francisco. They were
Yeah.
like, "Yo, we can see the Northern Lights."
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even get to fucking see them, man. Sucks, bro.
I'll tell you what. It's called Aurora. It's like insane. It'll tell you when it's out.
Yeah, I'll check it out, bro. So, yo, you're just. Are you planning on living in Banff after you're done your program?
No, honestly,
Really?
I wouldn't recommend living there.
Really?
No, I really didn't enjoy it. I really fucking love it. I really enjoyed Banff, spending time there, but living there was not good. There's this little town called Canmore, because Banff is like a tourist spot. It's like there's not really much to do other than go out to bars and like go to clubs and shit and go skiing. Like yeah, that's fun, but not for 9 months.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I was just getting bored, like, cause and then the
Damn.
winter's long. It limits your hikes. Like you can go, like I went backcountry skiing a bunch. A bunch is like 5-6 times.
Like a day or the whole time?
No, like the whole time. Backcountry skiing. You know what backcountry skiing is?
No idea.
Okay, so we took an AST course, avalanche safety training. There was week 1 and week 2. So we just went up. Like so, you put on like this. It's when you like walk up the hill on like not a trail, like just like some random part of the
Oh.
like mountain.
Just like
So you have
uncharted territory.
skins under your skis that are like, there's no resistance when you're walking up, and then resistance when you like push. You know what I get? You know
Yeah,
what
I
mean?
know
It's
what
kind of
you're
like a
saying.
carpet that has like
Yeah,
think
yeah,
of like porky.
yeah. Just
like,
make sure it doesn't like so you don't go back.
yeah, like dog fur. Think of like it's like
Yeah.
smooth one way and like resistance the other way.
Yeah.
And then you walk up the hill that way, and the heels like lift up, and then you have to like transition your skis into like ski mode and walk mode.
Oh shit.
And we learned about like snowpack and like what causes avalanches, how to like tell like, oh, like if I went there, an avalanche would probably happen and it would not be good. And like think of like overhead hazards, like say like, oh, like this is a pretty flat part, there's no risk of avalanche. But if there's like a huge like mountain right above me with like a big slope, that could you're like in the run out zone. So we just learned a lot about avalanches and how, and because this year was actually like the worst snowpack year in 20 years in Banff, which means it was high risk of avalanche, not much snowfall. So basically, on the lowest layer of the snowpack, which is all the snow from the year built up, there was one. So it snowed a bunch, and then went to like -40, and then heated up. So it snowed a bunch, heated up, and then went to -40. So on the bottom of the snowpack, there was a bunch of like granulated, like salty snow. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, yeah.
consistency of like
Yeah, yeah.
salt. And so that just made the rest of the snowpack just like super easy to avalanche. 12 people died this year.
Shit.
In the like
Did anybody
Alberta.
from your program run into issues?
No, but so we went to Panorama. Sorry, we went to Kicking Horse. We also went to Panorama, which is in BC. It's like an hour to
Oh,
an hour and a half
those are
drive.
just ski
They're
hills.
Other ski
As
hills.
a group.
As a group, like with our whole
Yeah.
class, we organized like a bus, and like it was just part of our program. And they went and skied this hill called T2, which is Terminator 2, which was closed at
That
the
sounds
time.
scary, bro. That's a scary name.
Did you,
There was like two, maybe 3 feet deep of powder on that run.
Jeez.
is that like good or bad?
That's like insane. That's like great. But so they went on it when it was closed because it was like avalanche risk, and they were fine.
Were they allowed there?
No.
Oh.
If someone saw you there, they'd take your pass. But you have to do like a 30-minute boot pack to get there. So you have to take your skis off, put them on your like shoulders, put them on your shoulders, and then walk
Okay.
through the like. It's a bit sketchy. You have to walk across like a bridge that's held up by like I don't know. It's a bit fucked. I saw like where it was when I was skiing down, but no, it was sick. So they went down T2 and they were fine. But literally the next day, literally the next morning, a group of skiers went and 4 of them died in the same exact
Fuck.
spot.
Yeah.
An avalanche, and they died.
Fuck,
So they were
bro.
like so lucky.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Like, what causes an avalanche? Like, why did it happen in the morning compared to when they went?
It's just that they got really lucky that it didn't avalanche. Because
Fuck.
what causes an avalanche is when a ski like cuts. They can happen naturally, just from like wind or like build
Yeah.
up and whatnot.
But like the layer breaks and then it all
But like,
rolls down.
so like there's like a carve. Like if you do it's when you're in like deeper snow, it's like you want to make longer turns, like not as sharp, because it's less likely. But really, like the main cause of avalanche is humans, just like walking, skiing, whatever.
And like what? Like it just like breaks it up.
It
and
breaks
then-
off, and then I've seen some fucked avalanche videos, man. Like for our AST, they showed us like a bunch of avalanche. Avalanches can be like insane. Like the biggest avalanche in the world took out an entire like 100,000 population town.
Where was
What?
that?
Like were they all gone? All of them?
It was some town in
Like in the
Upper
Himalayas?
Canada, kind of.
Oh,
Oh,
in
it was in
Canada.
Canada.
In Canada.
Holy
Wow,
shit!
I didn't know that. Yeah.
I heard like of like an earthquake causing an avalanche, and like I think it was in the
Yeah,
Himalayas.
those
It-
are bad. Those
it
are the
took
ones
out-
caused by earthquakes are bad.
Yeah, I could imagine.
But that only happened like once. That only happened
Yeah.
like once ever. It was the biggest one ever, and it took out like a whole town. But they like evacuated because
Okay, that's good.
They knew it was gonna happen. I think.
That's so fucked.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm glad nobody from your group.
Yeah, nobody
went out
died.
that year.
Luckily.
Well, how do you
Yeah.
like what like? I don't have the sense of the scale here. Like, how do you die from it? Like, it just suffocates you. You get
Yes,
buried.
you just get buried. Like you don't understand how hard it is to get out of snow once you're like a meter deep in snow.
Fuck.
Like literally
I mean, you're done. Like,
2 meters of snow can kill you on top of you. With
but it's
your
also
skis
going
on,
down the whole hill.
Because
right?
yeah, the whole hill is moving. But when you die is when you're in the run out. When you're in the snow settles. But so what you carry on you is a beacon, right? So that other people can it has like a 50 foot
shit.
range, kind of maybe 50 meters. And it beeps, and like we got trained to like how to find people in the
Okay,
snow. And
I was wondering if that's like a
Only
thing where
50
you have a
meters.
tracker.
yeah, so you have to like ski down kind of and like wait for a beep and like and then
Shit.
but everybody does it. But yeah, we spent like a week learning how to use
Right.
but that's why you only go the backcountry skiing with a full kit. You need your shovel, you need a beacon, you need
Yeah.
everything else.
Fuck. Did you did they find the people like the four
Yeah,
guys?
they find the bodies. They find it.
How long can you survive under the avalanche?
15 minutes.
I mean, yeah, they go out in a black
Like,
bag.
how do they get out? Like, how do they
you
die?
have to get dug out.
But the-
Suffocation.
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 Okay.
Yeah, you can't breathe in snow. It's
okay.
like
Fuck.
Yeah, I mean,
because this one, like, so I didn't have powder skis when I went to Banff, and after the day at Kicking Horse, I was like, Mom, I need powder skis. Like,
so scared.
I was skiing on like, well, not like for avalanche risk, just because like I was skiing with 167 centimeter tall skis, which is like to my chest, kind of not very tall. And they were thin as fuck racing skis, and they were like 4 years old, and they were just way too small. I was like, Mom, I need powder skis. Like, the powder here is too good not to have powder skis. So then, literally the next day, I went and bought powder skis. I bought K2 Reckoners, great skis.
yeah, we
I
have
put
no
some-
no clue what that means.
Yeah.
No, I'll just
they're
buy them.
They're really well. They wouldn't be good for here because
Why?
there's not as much powder.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But they're 192 centimeter tall skis, and they're 112
Oh.
centimeters
Yeah, I
wide.
can imagine that. Those are
Um,
thick skis.
And then there was this one snow day in Banff where there was like, Avon?
yeah,
Avon moved to Banff while I was
we
there.
fully
Is
moved.
he in the
He
program?
moved to Banff. No, it was separate. Like,
He just
works
moved.
at a cafe, and
Really?
I think he's not in Banff anymore. I think he went to this music festival, this big like hippie music
Like
festival.
forever? Or
No. He was just working there, volunteering there
okay,
for like
okay.
a few weeks.
okay.
Yeah,
living in a
I heard
tent.
like Avon was like going on. He was going on an adventure, man. He said he was going to the West Coast.
I think he's moving down to Boston soon.
really?
He's got some family there he wants to visit for a little bit.
That's
But yeah, so me and him went skiing at Norquay, and on the drive up, the car had like 4 inches of snow on it.
fuck. On the
so-
drive up, like it was snowing on you.
So it's like Banff to Norquay is like a 10-minute drive, and like Banff to Sunshine is like 30 minutes, and then Banff to Lake Louise is like 45 minutes. So we went to Norquay because it was super close. And on like a 10-minute drive, the car got like this much snow on it, just like
Fuck.
on the road up. And
Just 'cause,
then
like the snow was like blowing onto you.
no, just because it was snowing fuck ton.
Oh,
like
shit.
up to the hill, it was snowing so
you mean
much.
on the you mean like on the roof of the car?
Like on that like windshield. There was like
Okay.
the wipers were going full
Oh, I
force.
can imagine. Yeah.
And then on the chairlift, from the bottom of the chairlift to the top of the chairlift, we'd have this much snow on us.
That's
What
legit.
It was
fuck?
crazy.
That's legit. Yeah.
I've snow.
Could
I've
you
ever
could you even
seen in my
see
life.
in front of you?
Maybe I have it. Let me show you guys.
Oh shit, the photos, bro.
Let me show you guys.
I wish you got it hooked up, man.
The most snow I've ever seen in my life. I was just going down the hill screaming in joy. It was like,
Oh,
and
it
I
was
had
good.
the powder skis out, and it was
Oh,
just like I was
that's nice.
floating in clouds of untouched, like, oh my god.
That's insane, man. That's insane.
That actually sounds like so sick, like so beautiful.
Dude,
But
when
you
I-
have to be
The
good at
scenery.
skiing.
Oh,
for it.
That's what I was
It's
about to
hard
say.
to
When I
ski.
went
can
skiing,
imagine.
we were on like the mushy ass ice kind of snow, and like that shit was fun for me, but like apparently it was like really bad for everybody else.
Alright.
I couldn't even tell though.
I went too far.
Yo, while you look, so you say you don't want to live in Banff, but like this actually sounds like such a almost like simulation experience. You're just like plopped in there
Yeah.
on like
Okay, wait. This
October 13th.
This is when I went. This is like
Oh shit.
this is all like fresh snow that had snowed within like the hour.
That's,
And all these
that's so
tracks are me.
beautiful.
This run was closed. We just like snuck.
Oh, that's
under.
all you.
This is all these tracks are me and Avon.
Oh,
Oh
it's
my
just.
God.
Are you guys the only people up here?
Look, I'm on like the back third of my skis. I'm like floating.
Oh, I can see that.
Oh, that is
It was sick. It was so much fun.
that is
And
so
then-
sick.
I know. There's some photos, but I'm in the video.
Are you guys just allowed to go on ski hills on your own? Like you don't need any like there's no like park rangers. There's no guy just chilling around.
Well, what do you mean? There's ski patrol.
Oh, that's it though. Like you can just go wherever you want. Like at Camp Fortune, there's a lot of supervisors like just chilling around. Is what I'm
Right.
saying.
The hills are bigger here, so you can get away with a little more. But like you need a ski pass, obviously.
Oh, no, I mean like you just go on. Like nobody's like supervising you.
No, we're adults.
Oh, I don't
We're
know,
just
bro.
we just live in town and like go.
No, you just go on because it's like so large.
Like
that
the
you just go
program.
on,
So
yeah.
we had the first week, the first like 2 months was like actual school. Like we go
Yeah.
to class like every other day, and we'd have like we had a photography class, we had an Indigenous studies class. So I know like actually a lot about the history of Banff.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
I would go into it if you guys want, but it's pretty boring. Like, it's like,
I mean, if you want to, but
but
yeah, keep going.
yeah, and then
We'll skip over the history.
after that, yeah. After that, we had kind of just like we were just living there. We didn't really have any like
Yeah.
school or anything. And I was gonna train to get my level 3, but I just
Level
didn't.
3, what is
This would
level-
allow
so-
you.
Level okay, so skiing there's like level 1, level 2, level
Mhm.
3, level 4. Level 4 is like impossible to get. Don't even try. And it's like level 3 is like pretty hard to get, but it's like doable. And level 1 is like
what's the
baby
pass
food
for what?
for like ski instructor.
Oh, you have. It's like based on how good you are as a
Yeah,
skier.
yeah. You have to take your different levels. So I went out there with my level 2. And a big part of this course was like getting your level 1 and your level 2, but I already had that. So I was supposed to work towards my level 3. But I kind of just didn't cuz like the training was like so early in the morning.
Is that it?
And it was like I'd rather just go out ski and have fun.
Yo, I
than go
don't
to the
blame you. Like if
training.
you're in
Yeah.
that situation, like
Yeah, if you're
that
at
looks
Banff,
like
bro,
that looks like just a party. Like that looks like a dream. So I was gonna ask you, in terms of like month by month, like when did it start to like become more chill or more boring?
Okay, so it was really fucked. To start out, we lived and our house was, this is a lot of like the people in my house's first time living alone, including myself. So in the first month, I was pretty messy. I wouldn't do my dishes. I was just like, it was a messy house.
you were like living alone for the first time.
And then, like we would clean, like,
Oh, I imagine.
but one of the dudes was like a bit older. He was like 22. He was like out of university, and he was like, "Fuck, boys, I can't live here. Like, you guys are fucked."
Oh, what, he was like,
and,
was he like
um,
depressed or like?
No, it's not that. It's just like the house was messy and he didn't want to deal with it. And he just told James like, "Look, these people are just like too young."
He
for
just
me,"
couldn't
or
room with
just,
you,
like,
basically.
He just didn't want to live with us, basically. But
Mhm.
it's like if he stayed, the house would have got better within like 3 weeks for sure.
Yeah,
if he
he
would have
had the
just said
influence. Okay, so
anything, but he didn't say anything. He kind of just left.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he
But
But
sold
he was
that
a
about
chill
time.
guy. I'm still friends with him. He just lived in another house and it's chill. But like fair enough because the house he lived in was way sicker than our house. He lived in like a full house with like a washing machine and like everything. We had to pay $7 for a load of laundry.
Oh shit.
in
Was he
our,
like
like,
with a new set of people or just on his own?
No, he was like other people in the program just
Oh,
had
okay.
different houses. There's a bunch of houses that the guy owns in Banff.
You told me you had like a crazy roommate that was super messy.
So I'm getting into.
Oh.
So this guy, he lived in the base. So he switched out. with this other guy that his roommates were having problem with. He was like,
No.
so he was sleeping in this guy named Torgay, so sick. He was from Norway, I think. His name's Torgay. A really fucked guy. And he would just like smoke J's in his room without asking. Torgay was like super like he didn't really drink and he didn't smoke. But his dad came and super strict, and he like took one look, saw all his like weed shit out, and he was like, "No, you're not staying here." He took him back home, took him out of the program.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And then
Rip Torgay.
this other guy was like threatening to like, he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy. Get him out of my house. Like this guy's fucked." He sent him to our house. They sent him to our house to live in the basement. And his parents were loaded. His dad owns a spinal implant company. So he's like just like some rich kid that his dad was like trying to get rid of him. Like
That's hilarious.
because he's like so fucked, man.
I'd send my kids to that program. If
This
I wanted to
guy,
live with them. Yeah.
His room, he had no sheets on his bed the entire time he lived there.
Okay.
The mattress was stained brown. There was blood stains
You
on the
showed me,
walls.
bro.
There was miscellaneous powders all over the room. This guy was big into drugs. He was doing like he got my roommate to do Xans.
No
And my roommate,
way.
yes.
Yo, the dad probably just hoped that he would like go back country
Yeah,
skiing
fuck
and
off.
not be found one day.
Oh shit.
I would hope.
Right? Well, I mean,
He is such a fucking retard. Like I've never. Oh my god, he's just so dumb. Like he would just sit on the couch, smoke weed all day, do dabs all day. He'd be like
Dabs, bro. That's crazy.
he would just and he'd just be sitting there still, like not having a clue what's going on. He
How do you
ate
do that?
two 25 boxes of Cliff Bars of mine that my mom sent me for Christmas. I didn't like look at them for like 2 months
They were
because I
yours.
just like forgot about them, to be honest. They were in the pantry. I go to grab one, both boxes are empty.
And they're still.
And I
in
hadn't
there,
had a
bro.
single one. I hadn't had a single one. He just left the boxes in the pantry
That's
empty.
so.
did you ever
fucked.
fuck with him like when he was high?
I would not talk to him.
That's good.
I like alienated him.
Fuck, man.
That must have been really.
It was
fucked
probably
in
not
your
good
room.
for his mental health, but I didn't give a fuck.
Bro, he was crazy. I saw the photos. You showed me that shit.
And he
man.
turned the living room. He wouldn't want to go in his room anymore, so he would just like turn the living room into his living space. His like jackets, sweaters, everything. There was like a 2 centimeter like layer of just like shit on the table that was like, and then like, so we had like a house. I convinced James to have like a house inspection because this guy's fucked. We need him out. And he was gonna vacuum the table, like to clean it. He was trying to clean the house. He was gonna like vacuum the table.
Wait, who?
The guy,
The table's all his
he
shit
was
on
trying
it.
to clean it. He was trying to clean it. I was like, dude, just
Like-
like wipe it down with some like
The fucked guy?
paper towel and some like spray. He was like, no man, I'll vacuum it. It'll be fine. Like,
What the
like,
fuck?
who vacuums like who vacuums
Who
the
vacuums
kitchen
liquid?
table,
Yeah,
man? Like
that's-
vacuums are dirty. You don't
Smile, yeah.
The fuck, bro.
It was it was disgusting.
Yeah.
And he would just, my roommate who I slept with was like best friends with him for some reason. He has such like an awful judge of character. It was so like, and then he was like, yeah, like, okay, like I'll do Xan. Like he had no idea what the fuck Xans were. He just like, he's this guy from Scotland.
He's just like, trying to learn about.
Yo,
Canada.
some
Just,
people
like,
pull up and they're
he
just like
didn't know what it was.
not
And this guy
thinking.
like told him, he just told him to take him. And he was like, okay. So they both did cat. And I had taken some edibles earlier on in the day. So this was the date. So Ethan Bell was like cut from the program. He couldn't come to Kicking Horse because he was like,
because of like
'cause
the
he didn't do any
behavior?
of his actual
Oh.
schoolwork or homework because we had homework and like assignments to do. And he submitted his homework with like, he got like Chat GPT to write him an essay about like our Indigenous Studies class, which was like, all you had to do was write like, oh, like what happened in today's class and what did you take away? And he got like Chat GPT to write it.
The fuck?
It was just like Chat
bro
GPT.
failed the contribution question.
I know, it was just like
Didn't
Chat
get the participation.
Yeah.
check.
it was Chat GPT wrote like a 600-word essay about random Indigenous people facts. Like
Well, you know, I know what you mean. Like
it was just like
yeah.
so like it was like obviously like
Yeah, not it. He's
not what
cheating.
the assignment was supposed
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be.
yeah.
And he was like, yeah, it's like really good, like good grammar and everything. I was like, okay, man, and submit it, I guess. Like, and it takes 10 minutes. And yo, I just talked to my teacher. I was like, I don't really like writing law. Can I just like have meetings with you and talk about what we did in class? And she was like, yeah. So I would have like 15-minute meetings with her with a coffee house. No chance. No chance. But hey, I miss you. No, but she was really great. We would meet at the coffee house. She was so sweet. Always give me great big hugs, and she would also give us like yoga. They rented out like a yoga studio every Wednesday at
Shit.
4 p.m. Every Wednesday at 4 p.m. All the boys we get baked, go to yoga. Get baked,
All the
to
boys would
yoga.
go.
Yeah.
That's a good
And
routine.
it lasted like 2 months. We'd go like every single Wednesday.
Damn.
And it was really awesome. And then people kind of stopped going, so it kind of just like, that's like at least like 4 months, from like October to like 4
Okay.
months later.
Aw. Why did they stop going? Did she still do them?
Yeah, she would do them, but then eventually it just got like people just like forgot about it. To be honest, we were just like kind of, I don't know. We just
You're not getting picked up right now.
one time I went, and like the last session I went it was just me and her. So it was a solo session. It was actually really sick. She came in. She gave me a few little back massages at the yoga parlor.
Are you serious?
Yeah. She gave me a little back massage while I was sleeping and took a nap. It was great.
And you never came back.
Cause there's
And then you had a
no,
happy
and then
ending.
she was like, "I'm gonna have to cancel it next week," and I was like, "No, like it can just, yeah." But
Oh my God, you're the Rizzler, bro.
unfortunately,
You had to change the location.
because it cost them money to like rent out the yoga
right.
place.
So if not enough people were coming, then
Right.
yeah, they meet the quota.
But it was a good. We had a good, nice
That's-
couple intimate sessions there. But she's this like 40-year-old woman, 35 maybe. But she's like super she's a firefighter.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Is she like for like wildfire?
Yeah,
firefighter?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
Dope. That's
Yeah.
dope as fuck.
She lives in Banff, like
Yeah.
full time.
And she was like built for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yo,
Like we only started being real people like 6 years ago, if you think about it.
no, yeah, that's so true. That's not, bro. I'd say even like 2 years ago. For most people, not even yet. Like, still
Yeah.
people are not people
Yeah.
yet.
No, like think about it. When you're a kid, you're just like an attachment of your parents. Like
Yeah.
you everything is controlled by them. Like,
No, I
Mom,
know
can
exactly
I
what you
have a-"
mean. Like I agree. I only became a real person when I was 12. I always say that. So
Yeah.
the fact that you say 6
Yeah.
years ago, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably like
Like 13, 14.
13, 14 is when I became like a real person. When
Yeah,
I
same.
started like leaving the house on my own. Like,
Yeah, same. Like when I was like, fuck you guys, I'm out.
yeah.
Like,
When you start getting your own like friend groups and you hang out with people outside of
Yeah.
school, like consistently every day,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
when
yeah.
you're like a real person.
yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, we started fucking around, had like drama and shit, bro.
Yeah.
It started when we were children, man. It's not. It's not. It's not even to hit. It's not even to hit the.
All right,
the
yo, Hadi,
video.
get us back on stream.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. And we're back.
Wait, yo, yeah, like this. You're gonna still. You have to be on the ready, Hadi. By the way, like I'm still gonna talk about. I'm about to talk about it still.
5 seconds. So.
Yeah.
Yo, so like our secretary, man, like
The secretary.
dude, every day.
It's always the secretary. Man.
Yo, it actually is. It's crazy, man.
Always the secretary.
Everywhere, bro. Like literally, it's Harvey Specter type shit, man. Like this is Donna.
The thing is, we
Donna's
really
so bad.
Yo,
Oh my
she's
god,
so
she's my wife.
bad. Dude, gingers, man, they make me go crazy, bro.
Yes.
Don't
No,
talk
but
about.
I swear,
Don't talk about the
Gingers are either like so hot or so ugly. There's no in
Yeah.
between. It's
Yo,
like
I think it's the
10
same
out
for
of 10
blondes.
or 5 out of 10.
I think it's the same for blondes, bro. It's like level scaling, like.
Yo, the level scale is so inaccurate. A 5 is like a 0, a 7 is like a 5, and a 10 is like a 10.
Yeah, that's actually so facts. When you get called a 5, it's like yo,
It's
no
like
one's talking.
that's
to you.
not like like 5 would be average, but it's like not.
Yeah.
It's like so not. Everybody like has to be like
Yeah.
Yo, you ever just
Everyone
been
wants to
straight up
hurt
with the
your
girl?
even
feelings.
7's like.
Have you ever been just like straight up with the girl? Just like included the whole array of numbers?
Yo, I'm always honest. If someone gives me a
Like
a
you
1 to 10
ever-
rating, I always just tell the truth.
like.
I'm pretty honest usually.
Like, yeah,
they get so
Unless I'm
mad.
drunk.
Try to be nicer. Yo, I'm the same way. I feel like I like I just like get more sociable when I'm drunk. But like I'm actually cold blooded.
Yo, but yeah, dude, Blues Fest was a bit
It's too
crazy.
funny.
Did you go to Pitbull?
Yes,
Yo, we were there
Pitbull
too.
was insane.
Dude, where were you? We were at the front.
We were at like probably like 90 meters from the stage.
Oh, okay. We were like
I
4
think you're
meters.
around there.
4 meters.
Yeah, like from the fence to
From
the,
the
stage.
fence. Yeah.
Yeah, we shoved through people, man. Like every time people would start jumping.
It was just me and Wyland. We lost everybody we went with. It was just me and
Really?
Wyland.
You
Yeah,
lost
It
your-
was chill though.
These guys couldn't keep up.
Yeah, me and everybody wanted to go to the washroom, and we were with a bunch of girls.
Mm.
And it's like there was like that's gonna take forever. Like that's gonna take
Yeah.
forever.
That
'Cause,
line
like,
was
we had
big.
the urinals. They had the That's what I mean. Like they had to wait in line. There was
Oh,
just a bunch of
yeah.
open urinals, and we were with a bunch of girls, and they got in line. Me and my mom were like, "Urinals, get out of here!" Like, do you see the urinals they had?
No,
like
this guy went to the wait. What?
the
Yeah.
urinals. Like,
No,
it was,
I went like at
porta
the
potty
start.
urinals.
Like they're porta
They had, like,
potties.
4. It was like one tank had like 4 urinals on it. and,
Really?
Like, little
Is that what that
dividers.
was when you were trying to wash your hands?
No.
Hey!
What the fuck are you
No, there
talking?
was like this, was it black? It was like
No,
this,
no, no. It was
Bro, what
great.
the fuck are you talking about?
there was like this pole, and he was like walking around it.
Just to be clear, you
couldn't tell
cannot
what the
pee
fuck it
into a
was.
fucking 2-meter tall like little sink, bro.
I have no idea what it was, but I just saw this guy walking around like a bunch of these sinks. And he's trying to wash his hands. He's like, "What the fuck is happening?" Like he's like, "There's no water." There's
Yo,
No,
but
porta
I was
potties have
so-
sinks. That's like a proper porta potty.
No, I
sink.
know,
Like,
but like
They also have like a
you weren't in the
The
porta potty,
urinals
though.
did not have sinks. Like it was just a urinal.
no,
Yeah.
like I pissed in the porta.
I needed to piss the whole time, but like I saw the line. I was like, "Fuck that."
Yeah, but there was no lineup for the urinals. Always open.
Shit, I
Because
didn't
it was
see
just
you.
quick,
Oh,
quick,
okay.
quick. Piss, piss, piss.
They could have just
but-
cut the line, to be honest. Like
Yeah,
that line
that's
was
what he did.
It was like pretty light, but
Yeah.
That's what we did. The
I
whole
wonder if
time.
anybody like fucked in those porta potties.
Dude,
What?
I was thinking that, bro. I was thinking
Bro,
people
what
were
would you
fucking
have to
the
be
side.
on
Have to be.
Yo,
well, like
people were
anything.
getting fucked on a lot of shit, man.
in the porta?
I saw
potties?
someone get like dragged out of the crowd, like passed out.
That's different though. That's stampede, right? I mean,
What? No, that's definitely not. They were like, it's not like they were knocked out, bro. They're probably like,
They were,
they're
like,
probably
actually
off
knocked out.
of
probably Molly.
Yeah, people are definitely, bro. Festivals get fucked. People
Yeah.
take the most fucked shit, like Molly. Actually, Molly's.
Have you ever
definitely-
done Molly?
They don't even check your
No.
shit. You just walk in.
Me neither.
I would. I don't know if I'd ever do Molly.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
no.
There was so much security.
No, but I'm saying you can walk in with
Yo,
no
there was
oils and shit.
30K people at Pitbull.
Yeah, it was huge. It
I
was
remember
fucking
seeing
sick.
the post afterwards where you actually saw like, and I'm
All
like,
the people?
wow, yeah, because I remember I would always I actually I always turn around and look back and I'm like, wow, this is so beautiful. There's so many people here, and I
like
look back and it's
couldn't
like,
see. Yo, but being tall is such a blessing. in
Bro,
the crowd.
yo, you must
It's
have
like
been
I was
so
the only
blessed.
one getting fresh air. Like,
Dude, yeah, bro. There's like a fucking gust of wind on the floor. It
know.
was so hot.
yeah.
It was so hot on my.
Did you feel that or
ankles,
no?
man.
Like
I-
literally like just like
I don't
here
think
to
I
here?
was like as
It's
up
just, like-
as you guys. So
Okay,
maybe.
okay.
Oh
not.
no! When we were up there, it was like
Did
a
you
gust
get
of
any
wind from
water?
the back, and it was warm air
Oh
coming
my
that
God,
way.
That's crazy.
It was so hot.
Thomas,
That's
did you
weird.
get any water bottles? This is how we know like how close you are. Okay, okay. If
Oh.
you didn't get the water,
Yeah,
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
front
yeah.
they like would the security guard would like throw water bottles, like just full open
Yo,
water
I
bottles.
asked this like girl, this like So this girl just started randomly like screaming
Yo, we had the same thing. Keep
at
going,
this
keep
like
going.
guy. She was like, "You're such a fucking loser. You have no life. You're not
Okay.
going anywhere." Like just like out of nowhere. It was this. Okay, so me and Wyland kind of just met these guys in the crowd. They were super chill. This guy had a bee hat on, and he was like, "I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing." Like, it was so
That's
funny.
so much.
And he was like, this girl was like, "Can we get by? Like my boyfriend's ahead of you." He's like, "Fuck off. I'm buzzing." He's like, she's like, she was such a Karen. She's like, "You're such a fucking loser. You have no life. Like, you're going nowhere. Like, look at you." And I was like, we're just like,
Bro
"Yo,
said,
like,
"Fuck off, I'm buzzing."
What
That's too
the
funny.
Like, it was just so annoying. Like,
And then
so
did you let her get
uncalled for.
through?
Well, I don't know. She kind of just stayed behind us the whole time. And
That's what I was about to say. She just stood there the whole time with
and then
you guys in
I
front
was
of
like,
you.
I was heaving. I needed water so bad.
Mm.
I was like, like, please, can I just like waterfall like a smidge of water? She had like a full water bottle. She's like, no.
Wow,
I
man.
was like, really? Like, okay. Like, fuck. Like, if I had a water bottle, someone was begging me for something, I would give them some.
Yeah, of course. Like they could be actually dying.
Look out for your homies, man.
Of course.
Like,
That's weird as fuck, man. I don't get that.
anyways, but there was these.
I gave a homeless man an entire water bottle one time.
You a real one, G.
You're the
You are real
hero
one.
here.
They're like, "Can I have water?" I'm like, "Just take the bottle."
Yo, Hadi, were you at Pitbull? Were you backstage?
No.
Really?
You weren't the producer.
You're more a Mumford kind of guy.
Yo, the girls at Pibble were shaking ass on stage.
Yo, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, that one girl, bro. Gamora, bro. You know the one that was always on Pitbull, bro?
Yeah, man. She
Yo,
was,
she
they
was
definitely fucked.
What do you mean the one, bro? This guy
No,
had
bro.
3 on him at all
Did you
times.
see Ludacris? Yo, I swear to God,
Mm.
Pitbull was with Ludacris. Like they came there together because Ludacris, bro, kept saying like, "Yo, come on the private jet. Any young like white girls, bro, we're trying to put you on here." And then
Ludacris is being horny, bro.
yeah, and then
Ludacris-
Pitbull was like, "Yo, you guys can try to come home with me and Ludacris at like one time, bro." And he's definitely talking to the dancers as well, bro.
He never said that.
Yo, wallahi, bro, this guy said like me and Ludacris came here, They pulled
He was
up, bro.
congratulating Ludacris.
dude. But like, yo, they were trying to ship all these women back home with them,
Bro, it's his dance troupe. Like, it's professional. You know what I'm saying?
but they were so bad.
They were so. There
They
was
were
like
so
not
bad.
one. Like they were all so like
No, they were
perfect
all, like,
bodies. Like.
It was they had dude. I saw, bro. Like
Nobody was reacting that way too. Every time they started going off, me and John were like, "Oh, hell!" we were like, "Fireball, dude!" Oh,
Yo, we actually were our jaws just dropped. We were looking.
I was
at
actually
that
like,
shit, bro, it was actually insane, man. It was so insane. And poor Gennady was focused on some trish, man. Me, I couldn't get my eyes, bro. There was like these group of like people who
Oh
came,
my
like
God.
these girls came all the way from like the middle of Quebec just to come. I don't know, like it's crazy. And they were like trying to talk to us, bro. And this one girl, like, yo, they were like, we were getting the water bottles from the front, and every time we get the water, her and all her friends would like fully put their mouth on the water bottle, and you like pass it back on. So people from the front already drank from it, and they would just go like, and then put it back to the next person, man. It was so
disgusting.
gross. And then our boy
No, it's
Gennady
not
was too
disgusting.
focused rizzing on this girl, and he couldn't see.
for the ticket.
Yo,
Yeah,
I
shout out to
couldn't like
Gennady.
tell if the girls were hot, like that were beside me. They were like in the crowd in the darkness. I couldn't see them.
Yo, honestly, I didn't even know there were that many young women in Ottawa. Like, I didn't even know there was that many like young girls here.
Yeah. Yo,
Like,
but
you go on Tinder, bro.
in
There's
the
no
crowd,
one.
in the crowd, there was this one girl that was just like, she was like begging to get on my shoulders. Yo, so many girls asked to get on my shoulders. It's
You
insane.
got the height on you.
Did you not choose? Were you not like, yeah, this one, this
Yeah,
one?
but I did.
You're like, "Ah, you first, you
I
first."
got a few people up there for sure.
Okay.
But this one girl I got on. She was a bit heavier, to be honest. But she was like,
She's a bit heavy set.
she's had big boobs. I don't know.
Did you only realize how heavy she was after she's on you?
I don't even know. I was pretty drunk.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't. But yeah, so I picked her up on the shoulders. I was like, "Hey, I gotta put you down after like one song." She stayed up for like one song.
That's a good amount of time though. Yeah.
Yeah. I had her for a while, and then I put her down, and she was just grinding on me the whole night. It's fucked.
That's sick though. That's that's.
But
fun,
it was.
bro.
I didn't like want it. She was just like kept backing up onto me, and I was like, "Yo, chill." Yeah, like.
That's
And then her friend, she was like, "Kiss her." I was like,
Bro,
like,
that's
no, like it's okay.
Yo,
please,"
because
like-
you don't know where they've been, man.
Well,
If they're
yeah.
that easy to
And
do
I was
that.
I didn't even like. I just didn't want to like.
Yeah, you're there for a pitbull, man.
Yeah.
You're there to buzz.
And then I was.
you
like,
wanted the
I
you wanted
had
the
to pull
dancer on the stage, not
girlfriend
her.
card on her. She wouldn't get. I was like, I have a girlfriend. I'm sorry. Like 30
Oh,
minutes in, like I
shit.
was like,
I have a girlfriend.
I had to pull the girlfriend card on her.
That's a good card. That's a good card to play, bro. Was she bad though? Like,
I couldn't tell. I don't know. I
Oh, you
have
couldn't
no
even see
clue.
her, bro.
She
was
tried to
just on
like
you.
give me her Snapchat, but there were so many phones that data wasn't working.
Oh shit.
But I didn't like really want her Snapchat.
Yeah.
She was like, "Give me your phone, let me put my Snapchat." And I was like, "Okay." Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yo, fuck, man. I didn't like, bro. Like, they were so bad though. Like, so many girls I didn't even know. Well, not even so bad. It's just like, from what we're exposed to, especially in Ottawa, there's like no one. There's
We
actually
were
no-
there during the light though, like, cause like Pitbull, it was dark.
Yeah, we went before
We- 'cause
we
we
went
were
before
there during-
Ludacris came.
Yeah,
Um,
we got there at like 9 o'clock.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, it was.
No, we got
blackout.
to see like.
No, the thing is also we like, cause we got there when it was light, and then we went through the whole crowd, so we basically
Yeah.
saw like everybody that was there.
Yeah,
and then
true.
and we also got a good look at them, cause we're all like, hey, excuse me,
Yeah.
oh, bye. Oh.
Yo, yeah, I
We're
swear
like,
to God,
excuse me.
as we
Come
moved,
on,
I
join
looked
the
back.
train. Join the train.
Yo, that's what we did. We
Yeah,
were like,
that's
yo,
exactly
we have
what
a
we
we
did,
have a
actually, yeah,
fucking
good.
join a conga line so we can get through, man. And bro, they were like such bitches. Like it was
Nobody
always
was
the
doing it, yeah.
45-year-old like
Moms,
women.
like,
yeah, they're always saying
Such
no.
bitches.
And we would just we plow through them, bro. We didn't give a shit, man. We would just
Yeah,
shove
they're
right
like-
through them.
It's like I'm asking to be polite, like not because I actually can't get by you. Like
Yeah, like exactly.
That's so true. I'm so glad
Yo,
you said that. Actually, you're so
bad.
true because it's like these guys like, no, you can't go. I'm like, I'm informing you that I will be going through you in 1 second. So it's like either
Yeah.
move or you're gonna get like,
Yeah.
or I'm gonna move you. Like,
Yo, that's
Move
so
or get
facts, man.
moved.
these
Exactly.
motherfuckers are like this short too.
Yo, and they
Like,
would fight
there's
back every
so
time.
so many girls would come up behind me. She's like, "My boyfriend and friends are over there. I need to go find them." And I'd be like,
You dumb bitch.
"Fuck off!" Like, no.
You dumb
I was
bitch.
like,
Why did your
can-
boyfriend
if
leave
you?
you?
Can
Like,
get by, like go, like, but it's like
Yeah.
I have no room in front of me. Like I'm not moving. Like,
Yeah, yo, yeah, that's what I'm
because
saying,
the
bro.
first few I was like, sure, and then they would like move up and then just like stop right in front of
Yeah,
us, and
because
then I was like,
no one would, because no one would be able to let them in after that, and they wouldn't be like strong enough to shove right.
we
through
ran
them,
into the
man.
same problem too. Like there was a lot of
Yeah.
people where we just like go right in front of them. We're like, shit.
They just like fill in our tiny space, and it'd be so annoying. Like every time, like when you get in the front, like any space gets filled immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's just like fucking diffusion, man.
Yeah.
And every time we like would push through, bro. Also, fuck these bitches, man. The Karens would always push back.
I know.
They would always try to shove
I
you.
know,
And like,
it's
bro,
so
I just give them the stiff
annoying.
arm, man. I just shove right.
Because like
past
I don't
them, bro.
want to like touch other
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, like I don't actually want to be mean.
Yeah.
But like I want to get to the front. And it's also like, bro, you're 45 and like the front is packed as fuck. Like, why are you here? Like you're actually gonna get shoved around.
It's because they
man.
pull up 6 hours and they
Bro,
think that spot's there for the rest of
Have
the
you
night.
guys
Like,
seen?
yo,
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the fucking Rolling Loud outfits?
What?
No.
No.
Let's see them.
Rolling Loud.
Yeah, I know
like
Rolling Loud.
I just see like a few girls. They'd be going to Rolling Loud.
oh,
and
you
they'll
mean
just
the
have,
outfits
like,
that they wear to Rolling Loud?
They'll just have like beads on their like.
Oh, they ain't wearing
nipples,
nothing
like,
for Rolling Loud, bro. Rolling Loud definitely posts those specific photos on their IG to get more guys to come.
No,
like
but
it's
not even
crazy.
that. It's not even that. It's like on girls' stories. Like they'll be posting their main story. They'll just
Just
be
like nip
walking.
covers, bro.
Nip covers. That's it. Like nipple tape and
Dude.
like a.
Honestly, free the nipple. I'm all for that.
Oh,
I'm all for that.
Of course.
Like I don't know why that even started, bro. You know they do it in Calypso as well. It's like you can be topless in
Really?
Calypso. Yeah. At my pool you can, like my outdoor pool. I remember when I was a
Yeah,
kid one
All
time.
places.
This
yeah,
was
yeah.
crazy because like I was just walking around. I've like never seen anything. I was like 8 years old, and then like my buddy, he's like 4 years older than me, so he's like 12. My buddy Max, who used to live there, he was standing at the pool just like this. And I was walking by the pool. I'm like, what is this guy looking at? What is this guy looking at?
Oh!
Yeah. Yo, I walked by. It was actually comedic, bro. This guy's staring like this. I walk by. I'm like, what are you looking at? I look. I'm like, it's just this, yo, it's actually this baddie. She must have been like 23.
Oh.
And she was just
What is she
chilling,
doing?
sunbathing with her sunglasses.
Bro, what
on.
is she doing tits out at a fucking child's pool though? Like I don't get these
Hey,
people.
bro,
Like,
child's pool.
like who are you trying to impress?
There's like kids in the
I
pool.
remember when I
man.
went to like Italy as a kid, there was a lot of naked people in there.
Oh yeah, I mean Europe is.
In, like, Cannes, France.
Yeah, yeah.
Can yeah.
Saw so many topless women at the beach. Unfortunately, most of them were old.
Yo, Europe beaches is different though. Like this is like a children's
Yeah,
pool in
North
Canada.
America.
Like
And I was also 8. Like I walked up and I was like, I don't even I don't even know if I should be looking at it. Like I was like blocking my eyes, and then Max, bro, just laser focus. He was just
yo, I like that he's got that dog in him though. Like that's how you gotta be. Like
Yeah.
he had no. He's like I don't care, man. Like
Yo, he was so dope. He would always fix our like Nerf guns and shit, and we'd do Nerf wars.
right.
This guy worked at like West 49 when it was hip to go to West 49. So he always gave us
Oh,
this.
it was
guy.
never hip to go to
Yeah,
West
yeah,
49,
yeah.
bro.
He'd always
West
give us
49 was
trash.
Okay,
second
okay,
grade,
yeah.
eh?
It was sick. They had like
Elementary school.
I remember I
legit.
bought this like shitty little fucking like ripped like
Yeah.
red tie.
Bro, yo, I had the ripped shirts. Oh,
Dude, it was
I never
so
went for the
bad.
ripped shirts.
I didn't even
So
know.
bad.
I
Like,
would just
what
get the
style
sweat. I
was.
was a big sweater guy in like early high school.
Yeah, you
and
give that
middle
to the
school.
girls, bro.
That was like my style. I just would wear sweaters.
Sweaters are where it's at, bro.
I had like 30 sweaters.
Yo, cause you could just give them the
30.
shirts. The
Yes.
girls always
They
ask for
love
that.
sweaters.
Like, yo, can I have your sweater?
Can I have your sweater?
I like the smell. Spray your
Yeah.
cologne on it.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. High school is so weird.
I would always get the scrunchies.
Oh, same, bro.
Girls would always give me their scrunchies.
Scrunchies
and
on
they-
my wrist and shit.
Bro, back in the day.
You know, I still have like somewhere in my house, bro, from like that
Nice.
one summer, bro. Nice.
Wait, from what one summer?
Yeah, I
like
was
grade
gonna ask.
11. Grade 11. That was like that's when we met. Like that's the only time I partied, man. Like that's when I partied like crazy, and then afterwards I was like,
I
fuck it,
miss those
man.
days.
How
It was
did you?
actually
How
sick.
did you
But
and Thomas meet?
how did you acquire the scrunchie?
I don't even remember, man. I was just so drunk that summer, man. Like every day, like I was fucked up.
Did that happen?
I don't remember that, bro. Maybe on Canada Day. Actually, it,
It
was
was
on
on
Canada
Canada
Day.
Day.
We were just going crazy. Yeah. I thought one time, bro. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say any of this, bro. I'm actually gonna keep it. I'm just gonna no, it's not me. It's not about me. It's about
Oh, yeah,
something
yeah,
else. Yeah. This is about.
No.
Yo, we said on like a dare night one time. That's like.
Really?
I don't know. That's what I heard.
I don't think.
We could confirm it.
Oh, okay.
I've like talked to him about that. I don't think he has.
That would have been crazy, bro.
I'll
Like-
like.
Yo, cause okay, this is a separate thing. You actually have to censor this. This is what I. This is just like some stories that I heard from across the way. Like you guys remember? Fuck, I'm not even. This is so fucked up. Like you know. I'm so sorry, dude.
Did they know? Did they get caught?
I don't know.
They just we're like
No, I don't think they.
back
do.
upstairs. Like.
Yeah, I think that's what they did. Bro.
I heard that. I from what I heard, all I heard was that.
What the fuck?
Do you know any people that we could ask that like did that?
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah,
what
actually
did
a lot, yeah.
you said it?
Me.
Oh, it was
me.
you.
I took a huge. It was like, dude. I took a picture.
This
of
guy's
it, but
so
I
shook, he
won't
went
show
like-
you.
Oh, you got excited.
I like, cause like
I want to see
Dude,
it, dude.
it's on my iPad. I didn't have my phone at the
You
time.
took it on your
I took it on my
iPad. man.
iPad.
Did you like
'Cause it-
walk out and
No,
take
because
it?
I have my iPad in the bathroom
Oh,
coincidentally
okay.
because I was like watching YouTube and I was like, I gotta take a picture of this before I like put toilet paper on it. So like, I had grabbed the iPad, took
Pants
a picture
down,
quick.
bro. Like
Yeah, pants
cheeks
down.
out.
I had my ass out because like
mad.
if you clench, then that's
Yeah.
like shit everywhere. But like, so I had like spread eagle like.
Right.
Oh, bro.
It was like this and then curled underneath, and it was all one solid piece.
Dude, it like mashed the shape of your intestines, man.
It was like well no,
fuck?
because it like curled in the toilet but didn't break. It was like curled.
You're just impressed that it's like
It was
like it's one
insane.
piece.
I've never seen this
actually
shit
wanna see
in
it
one
so
snake
bad. Yeah.
that
You
big.
better send it to me when you get home.
Yeah.
not
Remind
send it to
me.
me.
I actually will. Dude, I remember you send me videos of that. Is it gay to show your homies your massive shits?
yes, I
How's it
hate that
gay?
shit, bro.
Bro, it's like fossils.
bro,
man.
every like
It's like a fall.
Yeah,
50%
it's like
time I
a
open the group
fossil,
chat, bro.
But
It's like-
this, you walk into the washroom, someone forgot to flush the toilet.
That's not gay though.
How is that gay? That
Like
shit
if I
is
saw
shit.
fat shit in the public toilet, I would been like, that's fast fire shit.
That's funny. Like
Yeah, that's like wow, that's crazy.
But I'd be like, okay, that's gross. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
you
not gonna
could've
shit in
flushed.
this one. I'm gonna shit in the other one. But that's,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna flush it.
Bro,
Like,
Yeah,
in Waterloo?
leave it there for the
Like,
next
it's like-
person. I've never flushed it, bro. Like especially, dude, at school, man, people took the worst
Oh my God,
diarrhea
yo,
shits
I
in the
saw
bathroom.
One time there was like shit smeared all over the toilet seat.
How does that
It
happen,
was
bro?
so
I don't
fucked.
get what the fuck these guys are doing. I swear it's all the underclassmen. It's like the grade.
No,
9s,
you
the
know
grade
what it
10s.
is actually. You know what it actually is
What?
in the
Sped.
downs. Yes, and we had a whole
What is
unit. Yo, that like you know what happened? Like who was on the downstairs floor and the bathroom's right next to it, like in the square. Bro, the autism unit.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude, I would always go down there,
Fuck.
man.
The
And
autism unit.
that's what it's called, bro. It's like the A team. It's like a fucking elite squadron, bro.
Okay, we had
Wait,
this-
is that just like not what it's called?
That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's like it's
A lot
called.
of times I'm just like pissing in the sink. Walking in, I'm like, what are you doing? Get out.
Dude, I seen
These
so
guys like
much
the
shit
equivalent
fucked
of
up.
like
Okay,
fucked
so
up people
we
at,
had
like,
this
3
guy
a.m. in a
named-
club.
He was like
Will.
7 feet tall, and he was like 300 pounds, like huge, massive black dude. And he had
Holy
like
shit.
something, I don't know what but he was like autistic as fuck. And he would just like make noise. He'd be like, "Arr." And he was like in grade 9, 7 feet tall, like massive.
in grade 9.
And he would always walk around with people, and like he would just like chase people.
Yo, how
Bro,
do you?
that's-
Are
that
you
guy's
this-
big. That's
at
scary. What's
lunchtime,
up,
at lunchtime, he'd just be like,
No, don't censor the full thing. Don't censor the full thing.
The right parts.
Don't
No.
censor the full. Are you censoring the full thing or just parts?
I'm trying to censor the name.
Yo,
I
just
don't- okay,
delete,
perfect.
delete
Thank you so much.
context.
Thank you.
Delete
That's good.
context.
yeah, Big Will. Like,
Big Will.
Big
That's
Will was
crazy.
what we
No, you don't have
called
to censor Big Will though. That's funny as fuck.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Big Will. Big Will is what his name was. And he would just like,
Dude.
he would just chase people in the like field. He'd be like, he was like a game. If you like didn't run, he wouldn't like run in.
Yeah.
But like if you like
Oh,
ran
okay.
and got scared, he would like chase.
That's
He'd be like,
so
"Arr."
sick. Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god.
That's like he must have had fun with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it gives like
playing it
Bowser
safe.
vibes. Yeah.
And then okay,
Bowser.
and then the second year, like before we went into COVID, we would have bare secure schools. Every like period, we'd have a
Because
secure
of him?
school because Big Will would just be chucking kids into lockers. Like, there was a dent. There was a dent in the locker. And he was,
No.
like, I was in the hall when this happened. He just like threw a kid.
You
into
guys
a
actually
locker.
had Hulk.
Was he like dead?
He like smacked him, and the kid like
Oh.
flew into the locker, and there was like a dent in the locker, and I was like,
Bro,
Was he
that-
I
like
just
what?
turned around, walked.
Do you
Yo,
know the
imagine
kid? Like,
pulling
was he
up in
good?
grade 9. You
No,
come
it's just
in.
some fucker, like I don't know, some
Yeah,
kid,
some
like
kid.
some grade 9 kid.
Yeah.
That's so
Imagine just
funny.
coming into school like
And
not
then
expecting
they
that.
were like secure school, like Big Will's on a rampage. Like,
Big Will's on a ramp.
they
Lock
wouldn't-
your
they
fucking
wouldn't-
doors.
They wouldn't say that, but every time they would say it, we would just know it was Big Will.
Big
on a
Will.
rampage.
Yo, was he in
Look
your,
at each
was
other,
he in
bro.
your graduating
Big
class?
Will, bro.
No, I think he like after it went to COVID, he stopped going to like
Oh,
high school.
okay.
He didn't because he wasn't there in grade 12.
Because
Shit.
graduating with him would have been so sick. Because when he walks on the stage, everybody would have been like,
Locks.
yeah,
Teacher, bro.
bro, it cracked.
Holy shit, man.
The teacher's just like, take your nipple, take your nipple, please, please.
Yo, it's like with his 10-foot pole, bro, just like pointing it at him.
He
Take
was
that
like
shit.
fine with the teachers. He would just
Oh,
like,
okay.
It was the kids.
Oh, he's just a menace. He just hated them fucking kids, bro. I hate them too. Bro, yo,
Yeah.
we had like man, like we had it.
Yeah, we had them all. We had like all the different
There was
personalities.
like
Yeah.
one kid that would like pretend he was a raptor. He'd walk around the class like.
Really?
On the halls, like, he'd
Was
make
he like
raptor
in your
noises.
class?
No.
Okay,
no,
okay.
He would just be in like the
Yeah, yeah.
halls, like,
Bro, this
like
Bro, that's-
walking, like it was fucked. He just like we called him.
Yo, that's some like real like high school lore though. Like you went to Nepean, right?
No,
Yeah.
no, Woodruff.
Woodruff. Okay, yeah. That's like, cause like every high school has like their own lore that
Yeah.
like nobody
Yeah.
else knows,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But like, I had
what was
no-
our
I had
lore,
no
bro?
idea.
Like, what's like the most SRB?
We didn't have
shit to
anything like
happen?
that. We
You
didn't
guys
have
had a
anything like
sick
that
like
for
front
sure.
area though with the mic. You guys would like do stuff, right?
Yo, yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I never knew that wasn't a thing in others. I did not know that
No.
that was not a thing in
Yeah,
other
the
schools
foyer
until later,
games,
yeah.
man. That was
I
just
thought it was
dope
like
for
yeah,
us.
but it's because we have that little pit at the front.
It was just
which is,
really
like,
big.
Cause the office is upstairs.
We
yeah.
stopped doing those. We would do those in like grade 9 and 10. We'd have like meetings in the auditorium and have like fun like spirit days and
That's
shit.
sick.
But it just kind of fell off after COVID.
After COVID,
Wow.
yeah.
No, we like during COVID years.
Been such a way nicer place.
Nah, but like the auditorium
Oh,
was
we were
really
doing stuff in the
packed. Like it
auditorium,
was
bro.
really tight. Like we couldn't do anything. The foyer was perfect, but like after COVID, man, like they went all in spirit because they know like I think like our studco was very aware that after COVID, like everything would die down, and they didn't want that experience to happen. Like to
I mean, those his words verbatim before the year.
is that actually what he's? That's actually what he
Yeah,
said.
he like talked to you and I. He said, like everything's gonna die down. So
With
it's-
Josh,
oh
who?
yeah.
our
Josh Griswold.
student council co-president.
And our valedictorian. He's a legend, bro.
He's
that
a,
guy.
But Josh
a
who?
very smart guy.
Pardon?
What's his last?
Wolf.
Did you go to the student union? They like all like know each other apparently. Anyway.
No, I was not at the student.
Yeah, I
What
know
is the
about
student union? Yeah.
Yo, but like we would have the foyer games, and like this one time, bro, it was so funny. There's a video. Our friend was saying like "Hot" by Bobby Shmurda,
yeah.
and
Wait, wait.
dude, there's a video. I swear,
Yo,
Shamar has
was
it,
that the
bro.
day that? Because I wasn't here for this one day.
That
and,
was
like,
the day you weren't there,
what-
bro.
And then didn't like a
Yeah.
fight break out? I swear, it's always the one day you're not at school that some shit breaks out.
yeah. It was,
Yeah.
dude,
with, like,
yeah. It was. And like,
oh, she went to SRB.
yeah.
I see her stories all the time. It's so I just.
Yeah, everybody's saying that, man.
Yeah,
But yeah, they had like, didn't there like cars like, didn't they just like?
Yeah.
Drive? It wasn't Jada. No. Yo, it was some other chick.
No. It
Like one photo. We will never find this photo, but there's just like one photo in our lockers,
yeah.
and it's so funny because you can literally see like basically like 50% of our grade there, and you can see everybody's facial reaction, and it like perfectly describes them because you just see like these two chicks like
I
beefing
know
each
what
other,
the photo you're talking
and everybody
about.
else around is either like
Yeah, we were mosh pitting because they were about
And
a
it's like-
box, and there was like actually like in the locker bay, bro. We were all surrounding them, and she's like, "I fuck you up, ho! I beat your shot, put your head."
but
That was like the first like content we've ever seen.
yeah, like
yeah.
yeah.
No,
yeah,
that day
like,
was
that
crazy because the
content.
same day, like they were singing.
Oh my god, this is content.
Yeah.
No, but like the same day
Yeah.
was crazy. We were doing foyer games. We already had, I think, like we already had like a big beef with the principal or some shit.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
like,
Oh, we yeah.
yo, it's because I think this was the first day they brought. I think this was the first day they brought tables back.
Is that the day?
I think that was the same day because we were doing freedom table the week before. Yo, because for COVID they removed the tables. We had nowhere to eat lunch. So Andrew and I we bought like this foldable table and we were like freedom table, bring back the fucking tables.
Yeah, we
and
just,
we
like,
ate lunch
put-
in the middle of the
And
foyer.
then afterwards, like Jordan got like a key from the custodian. I don't know how she like finessed it, but like she like finessed the key from the custodian, and then she just like opened up one lunch, and they just like brought back
Yeah,
all the
they
tables.
took all the
Did-
tables back.
Did
So-
Graham ever tell you guys what me?
Jordan Burgess?
Yeah.
No, he never
Okay,
told us.
me, Graham, went to Bruce Pitt and cooked. We took 300 milligrams, 200 milligrams of edibles each
Mm-hmm.
because I just had them.
Yeah.
We were like, okay, like
It's
let's
fucked
go
up.
It was night. So we went to have
Last
them
night in
in Canada or not in like
in Ottawa?
Like
before he left?
Before he left for
Was this
uni.
like was this after
This was
the
last summer?
was this after Ryan before?
after?
Oh shit.
And
Must
so
have been the day after.
just like
He's fucked.
scooped me. And then I don't think it was like the actual day, but it was like no, it was like pretty sure it was like the day before he left.
Yeah, because he was the night before he was at Ryan's and he was fucked. He was fucked up. Do you remember that?
I can't remember if it was before or after the party. I'm pretty sure it was like a few weeks after.
Really?
Wait, how?
Yo, shit, did you censor that, Hadi? Fuck, censor. Oh my fucking.
I was censoring. I was trying to censor it.
Okay, good. Go.
It's a little scuffed, but I'm getting the hang of it.
Do you know how many people are watching?
We have a rock solid 3 viewers.
Let's go. What's up?
Isala ZX, my boy John looking icy holy.
Disala? Oh shit. Yo, okay, anyways, continue. That's
What was I saying? What was I saying?
You're talking about how you guys were fucked.
Oh, okay. So we took the edibles and then we go get firewood from the thing. You know Bruce Pitt? Have you ever been there?
Yeah,
We
of
get
course.
firewood from the forest and then brought it to like the main dock area with the benches. And then we just start a fire. We start a huge fire. Get the pan on there. Get some butter. We get the green beans going. We get the potatoes going. We get the steaks going.
No
we cooked up a
way.
steak dinner and Bruce Pitt while we were
That's
high as fuck.
legit.
And then
That's
the edibles
fucking
started
legit.
kicking in and I was like,
Yo, that must have been the
we were
nicest
all
like
so fucked
eat
up.
of your life,
Yo,
though. Must have been
Jordan was zooked. I gotta show you guys a video. I gotta show you guys a video.
I'm waiting for it, bro.
This was insane. I'd never been. This is probably close to the highest I've ever been.
That's crazy. The highest I've ever been was that summer, and it was when I don't know I don't know if it was you who gave me a bong rip, but it was me and this
Probably.
other.
I know Sean Bassable.
You know him?
Yeah,
Really? From what?
he used to date one of my friends.
What's her name?
I don't remember.
Safi?
Remember which one?
Safi Klotz?
No.
He was dating her for a. I know this other girl he was dating. I forgot though. She was like a alt girl.
The highest I've ever been was
That could be her. Who?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember her name, but she was like alt girl. She had like pink blonde hair. She had like a fucking bangs and shit.
Maybe.
Bro. But he dated this one girl like Safi, and she was like like
Okay, here it is.
oh let's
Okay,
see it,
this
let's
is-
see it.
So this is the green beans and potatoes.
So sick.
The
You can hear the
potatoes were
sizzle,
not
bro.
cooked, by the way, but we were so high. And then we had this. Hold up, where's the steaks?
Oh!
that looks so
we had
good.
the steaks up all season.
God damn.
Holy shit!
Oh,
You got
that's
a where,
legit.
is that a fucking
Oh.
cutting board, bro?
Yes,
What is
bro, we
that?
had
Oh my god,
supplies.
that's legit.
Holy shit! I've been meaning to eat some steaks.
Look at his
soon, bro.
eyes. He was so big. Okay, and then wait, where's him? This is
done.
Okay, up next, podcast at a steakhouse.
Real. Bruce
where is
Pitts.
this? Oh, this is the Uber back with Jordan. We got an Uber back. I don't even remember that.
This makes me consider being an Uber driver must make you see some of the most like fucked up ass shit.
I don't
Yo,
remember, but
yeah.
There's this one video of me panning over Graham, and he's just like pencil board straight on the bench, just like, and then he opens his eyes, he like wakes up. Like, it's so fucked.
Fuck.
Yeah, Graham is such a.
Graham slept in the back of his car because he was too big to drive home, so he slept in the trunk of his like sedan.
In the trunk?
He slept
In Bruce Pitt?
in Bruce.
Wait,
Pitt.
he
He slept
hopped
in the trunk?
In the
car.
trunk.
How do you get the airflow in that?
He like put.
Oh,
the
he put the
seats
seats
down.
down.
He put the seats down and slept in the
That's
trunk
actually
with
pretty
like a
blessed, yeah.
blanket.
That's kind
That's
of
legit,
smart.
that's
That's
legit,
kind of
yeah.
sick.
And then he says he doesn't remember how he got home, but he got home in the morning. Like, but he was like so like
That's
he was
fucked,
like
bro.
baked when he woke up.
Yeah, those mornings after when you just like
Or
walk
no,
home
he's
are so
saying he
nice.
doesn't remember like falling asleep. That's what he didn't remember.
Oh, bro.
And then me and got an Uber home, and then I don't know. It was really
that's
really high.
fucked,
It
bro.
was great. I went for like a walk. I was like, guys, I'm too baked. I gotta go on a walk. So we went on like a good like.
Yo, Bruce Pitt's such
Walk
a nice
around
place
Bruce
to do
Pitt.
that shit, man. Man, like I done crazy shit in Bruce Pitt. We used to have like bush parties there. So much, man. We get so fucked up.
Those were fucking ass parties, bro.
No, bro. Like there was some shit that we went to. It was like there was like a couple that like random people pulled up there. We're not talking about the one with Jacob. Were you there? What?
Maybe I was like yawning a bit.
Think
My
you
bad.
yawned,
I was
Not
like,
Jacob. But
I
we
was
went
dead.
we went there like so many different times. And also been there with
just moaned. Who was it? Who was it?
Yeah, Heidi, you should know. You got the lines and everything. You can literally check. By the way.
what?
It's okay.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember I went with yo,
I
fuck.
f-
I love
John is
John so
so
much.
great.
I've actually I miss him, man. I
You haven't
wanna
seen
talk
him
to
much recently?
Nah, I see him in universities, but like,
Okay.
yo, like honestly, when I was at uni, I was so antisocial. Like I didn't talk to anybody.
Probably just says you so much shit to do.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like busy working. Actually, most of the time I was just being fucking lazy. I was being like
Bro,
actually.
Okay, let me tell you about rafting in Banff.
Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear
Okay,
it.
so after my program was done, we had like a big graduation lunch in like April. The program ended in April, but I stayed till the end of May where I did a rafting program that was like on top of my program. So we did 3 weeks of training. The first week was our swift water rescue training, which is you learn how to swim through rapids and you learn how to rescue people and like all the gear you need. And the water's like 2 degrees Celsius, so you need a dry suit.
Thomas, give yourself more mic.
You need like a dry suit because it's like
Yeah.
so cold. And
Oh,
we
it's
had like
cold.
it's 2 degrees Celsius the water.
Oh shit.
So like just about freezing,
because coming from the mountains, eh?
coming from the glaciers.
Yeah. That's
And it's cold all year round. Like summer gets at like 3 degrees warmer, but it's like 3 degrees from
No,
2 degrees
yeah.
is not like.
Yo, I remember I went to to Graham's cottage and the water was 14 degrees Celsius, still so fucking cold. Like that was frigid, man.
But it was like you jump in and you have like 10 seconds before you're like have to get out.
what, like you get hyperthermia or some shit?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, not that. It's just like, yo, it hurts your balls so bad. You jump. Okay, so there was this river right outside of our house that it was like a 2-minute walk. And we'd go on like really sunny days. There was this little beach area. We'd bring towels, beers, just bring speaker, crack
Classic.
'em, just chill. We only did like 3 times, sadly, because it only started getting really warm like right before I left.
Nice.
Spending the summer there would have been sick, to be honest. But I would rather be here, honestly, because I have more friends here.
Yeah.
And Banff is just too small. It's too small. You know, like everybody that lives there, pretty much. You see everybody at the clubs. You just know people at the clubs.
Oh, you like run into them all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Because there's nothing else to do there.
And then
That's
it's like 30% tourists, like 40% like people who live there, and then like 10% like random fuckers.
Yeah.
Yo, some dude, you might want to censor. Some dude approached me in the club, and he was like trying to like convince me to like get paid for like.
Like he offered
He
a.
wanted me to like.
Did you do it?
No, no.
For a
How much was he
McFlurry?
offering you?
He just said I didn't even want to ask. Like,
How much would it take?
for me to?
Think
I
about
wouldn't
that.
want to do that. He was ugly. Like,
If he was hot, would it be any different?
maybe I don't know.
If it was like Brad Pitt, I don't even know. Like if it was
I'd
like
probably do it for like $100,000.
yo, you should have asked. Like those people are weird as fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
why
those-
are the Crips out?
Dude, if that guy offered me 100K, I'd be like, e-transfer me, I'll do it right now.
But there's no there's no way to validate it because like
sketchy.
yeah, like it's a scam. Like
He like
because
I'll just send him my e-transfer. I'd
if
be like,
they
do it right
e-transfer
now.
you, then you would just run away. He'd probably do it
That's
gradually.
that's the play.
I
Yeah,
didn't
but
want
probably,
to
like-
get like fucking kidnapped. Like,
He'd
I
probably
didn't know
gradually
what,
do it. Like,
Yeah, of course, especially that part. I just don't want to.
So I didn't want to get like taken advantage of. Like, also it's just like scary. Like I don't know this guy. I don't want.
yeah, no, we're completely joking by the way. Like,
No,
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 yeah,
no.
we wouldn't want to
Like-
fucking, we wouldn't want to fucking guy a random Indian guy in the ass.
It was weird. He like barely spoke English too.
What? This guy was just like.
He like barely spoke.
Have
English.
you, Hadi? Have
He
you
was
been
like-
kidnapped?
He's like, I want you to fuck. I want fuck for money. Like it was fucked.
What the fuck? He's gonna pay you, bro.
I was like, dude, like fuck off. I was like,
you look at him like, no siree, no siree, man.
because like he said it and I was like, what? Like what did you just say to me? I was like, what? Like, it caught me so.
Why is he? What is he doing in a Banff club, man?
There is some weirdos at the club, man.
That's crazy, bro.
But anyways, back to the rafting.
Yeah, let's get back to rafting. Enough
We
with the gay
were-
guys.
Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. But yeah, so we did 1 week of that swift water. You want me to show? So for our final test, we had to swim through 7 sets of rapids, like just us, and our like life jacket and dry suit, but because you have to break. So you know what an eddy is? No. Okay, so on a river, there's like rocks and obstacles and like on the side and shit, and those create an eddy. It's like where there's no current. It's like where the water. I gotta use both hands here. Okay, so the water is flowing this way. There's a rock here, and the water like pushes back upstream, kind of.
Oh,
You get that?
yeah.
So it's like a pool where the water goes like upstream and it goes in a circle, kind of. And it's called an
I
eddy.
can visualize like I've seen.
Yeah.
what
Is
you're
it
talking
is it
about.
like stagnant or is it just flowing in a
It's
circle?
stagnant.
Oh,
Stagnant.
sure,
It's like a
okay.
little section of stagnant water behind a rock or a log or
Yeah.
something. Sometimes they're in the middle of the river. Sometimes most of the time they're on the side of the river. And they're
Right.
more common in like thinner rivers,
Mm-hmm.
with more water flow.
Yeah.
And so we were doing our training on the Kootenai River, which is like kind of like semi-man built. It's like a natural river, but they added like a bunch of obstacles and shit to make it like.
Added.
So it's like run by it's like a dam,
Mm-hmm.
and they control the water flow, how much goes through. So there can be like literally no water at all, or there can be like 2 meters of water.
Okay, that's good.
And it like changes rapidly. And on our first day over there, some of the like idiots just like went over like because it was like low, like this, like it was like you could walk through it. So they walked to the other side of the river, and then they were like climbing some shit, and then they came back, and literally 5 minutes later, their water went up like a meter, and they would not have been able to like come back.
Oh, wow.
And there was like a sign saying that like sudden water changes. And they're like, no, like it probably can't change like that suddenly. And like the second they go back, it just goes like.
But they cross beforehand. Well,
Yeah,
What
they
happened
cross-
what happened if it doesn't? Like, what do? You just wait.
They would have been fucked.
Like what? You just stand there.
Well,
for,
they were
like-
in their clothes. They would have had to like swim across in the freezing cold water. There was like no other way across.
But like, how long would it change for? Like, how long would it stay? Like 2 meters.
Till the next day, like.
Oh,
Because
it's the next
they
day.
turn it on for so earlier in the season they turn it on at like lunchtime.
Mhm.
But then later in the season they just leave it running 24/7.
Oh.
And you can't like call them to stop it. It's just like on a like
Yeah. It's on a
clock.
cycle. That's fucked.
But yeah, they would have been. It was like really close to being fucked. But anyway, so then do you want to see the video? Of,
Yeah,
like,
we'll see it. We'll see it.
it's actually pretty sick. It's a bit of a flex, honestly.
You gotta send the videos so we can add it in post production.
Yeah, I
show the
will, I
mates.
will.
That's sick though. Let's see it.
I have to find them. Oh.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did hear that, man.
Mic was on it, bro. Get ASMR in this.
Okay, wait. So this is like. Wait, I'll show you this. After.
My neck was getting tired.
Yeah. So this is like, we'd have to swim through 7 of these. Like.
Are you just chilling in the water?
And then you have to break through the eddy line, and it's hard. You have to like swim through the current into the eddy,
Oh, that's the eddy right there.
and then this was like another one.
Did
This
you get
was
through?
the last one. This was the 7th one. Yeah, I did.
Oh, you have to do it multiple times?
Yeah, this was the 7th one. So I was gassed. Like,
Yeah. What happens if you like get fucked? Are you just gone? Like if you fuck up?
yeah, kind of. Like, well, there's like more eddies downstream you can catch, but that like the part of river right after that last eddy is like pretty sketch. But
There's like no, you're just gone forever.
no, I
Would
would have
you
been.
die?
I would have been fine because I'm like trained and I know how to like maneuver myself through a rapid.
But if you like you couldn't get out of the water, like
But there's
What
tons
would
of eddies down. Like I would have been fine.
yeah. But like if you couldn't get out of the water, like would you die if you stayed in the river?
Probably not.
You
I would get hurt. Probably. I'd get my like ass hit by some rocks.
Okay. You could get like lacerations or some shit.
Probably not.
It's not
What
that
about the
dangerous.
temperature?
Well, not that specific part of the river. Like different rivers are different, but like
Yeah, people told me like white
people-
water
like,
rafting is
if
like
there's like class like 4, like you were probably dead if you fall in.
what is a class for? Like what's
Okay, so there's class 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is like the highest, and there's 6, which is like 6 is like you can't even go in a raft. So there's on the Ottawa River where I do my right next to Britannia is the Deschênes Rapids. If you go all the way, so facing the river left means left of the river facing downstream. So river left all the way is some old ruins where there used to be like a really sick surfing wave. There was like a world-class surfing wave.
in Ottawa?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And they'd have like surfing competitions every year. And then like in 2018 or 19, there was a big flood and it just kind of like washed them all out. And now it's like super, super fucked in there now. It's like if you go in there, fire and rescue will not come get you. You are dead.
Oh shit.
If you go in there, you're dead.
Like it's just like
100% chance of death.
It's like tough rapids.
It is just like insane. Like you can see it from the bottom. If you ever come rafting with me, by the way,
I'd be so down.
I can like grab a group of like 10 people, go down rafting, $40 a head.
Yo, shit, that'd be
man.
sick. We could
I've
put on
always wanted to go
GoPros,
rafting.
bro. We could go rafting.
My boss said we could bring beers too on the raft.
What the
Shit.
We
Perfect.
could go on a nice little sunset rafting trip, and there's like a cliff
Oh.
jumping spot. I can take you guys.
Yo, that'd be
Beautiful,
sick.
yeah.
Yo, is that a Motive Live thing? Is that a Motive Live
Oh,
thing?
we could definitely
What we
live
do is
stream it,
Motive
yeah.
Live, like where we have it in person. It's like basic like sidemen or regular YouTube videos, and we
Right, right,
record
right.
that shit. Like we did that in Montreal.
That would be sick.
That would
But
be
this-
sick.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Put on GoPros
Just, like,
on us.
put on,
But
like,
you
20
need like a
GoPros
lot
and
of like
shit.
data.
Yeah, we just get a. What do you mean?
It's like a 5. Yeah, well, like we're waiting like 1.5Gs
Oh,
more.
no, we could just get a GoPros.
No, but saying to live stream it.
Oh no, we don't. Do we really live stream that? Could you even live stream that from your GoPro?
No, I'm saying when 5G is
Oh, when
more
5G.
penetrated. Yeah. But anyways.
Yeah, cop 5G, bro. Dude, that would be sick though. I'd
You
be
can
so
buy
down.
like little Wi-Fi boxes though. That'll
Yeah.
have like 20.
It would survive
gigabytes
the
of, like-
raft.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like I could put it in a dry bag.
But like, what happens on the raft? Like, it's like what? You just
Okay, so these
Floating?
rapids aren't like the first one's like pretty sick. It's pretty big, and it's one of the longest rapids in all of Canada. It takes about 1:45 to get through, and
Is it just like a roller coaster, but like on the water?
pretty
That's how
much,
it feels
pretty
like?
much.
Okay.
It's like a roller coaster on the water. Honestly, it's a lot of fun at the front, and it's a lot of fun for me at the back. It's a lot of fun for the people on the side, but you don't get splashed as much at the back.
Oh, okay. I see. That's
But-
like where the fun comes from. It's like you're getting bumped and shit. You're floating. On
And I like to go through. I like to deflate my raft a little bit before I go through,
Oh,
because like then they're a little more like wavy.
That's
Would it not
sneaky,
pop
bro.
like that? You never worried for that?
No,
Like
I
every
know
time?
I know where the rocks are. I know what not to hit. I know the
okay.
river so well. I do it like every day, basically.
That's sick. Are you trying to? So you said you're not gonna go back to Banff. Like, isn't the program for you to be a guide at Banff, or just a guide at any?
No, that was just for fun. Like that was just a gap year for fun.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
just want to do something fun. I don't want
I
to go live
see,
in
I
Banff.
see.
And this was the thing in Banff is it's really hard to get housing. It's insanely hard to get housing, and this program provided housing, which is like a huge thing.
Yeah.
So that's like what was the deal breaker.
That's a
really.
sick gap year though. That sounds like a.
It was so
fire
much
gap
fun.
year.
It was so much fun. I was a little bit depressed for a little bit because of the guy living in our house. Just like for like 3 months straight, our house was like disgusting, and I wouldn't leave my room.
Why didn't you just like beef it, man? I'd been like, yo, you gotta get your shit together.
We did
or-
so many times. He'd be
Really?
like, I'm sorry, like, and then he would just get back to his shit. He'd be like, man, I want to quit weed. I was like, okay, give me all your weed right now. I'm gonna hide it. He's like, maybe I'll give it to you tomorrow morning. And I'd be like, okay, fuck off. Like, don't come to me for help if you are actually serious about this. Like, I will help you if you want help.
Yeah, that's
If
respectable.
you don't want, like, if you're not actually gonna take this seriously, like, I'm not gonna waste my time.
I
on
mean, he
you.
was a fucking degenerate. Like, I wouldn't want to.
Degenerate.
I wouldn't even want to fuck with him either.
No,
man.
I hated him. He was I genuinely hated him.
Dude, I wish
gave
yo,
him
could you show him
mad
the?
dirty
Do
look.
you still have the photos?
I
Show him the
have
photos. It
video.
was actually disgusting as fuck, man.
I don't even know, like,
There was like
how
a
that
cum
happens.
sock on the
Like,
floor
how
or
do
some
you-
shit. There's like some cum rags. There's
but, like,
stains.
there's
you
like
don't-
blood and shit. Like, how do you
You
get
don't
that?
understand.
yeah, how are you like,
Like, okay,
bleeding?
so
Like,
Like, that's
Okay.
act-
So he'd get nosebleeds and just wipe on the
Oh,
wall
it's from
'cause
his
he didn't have,
nose.
like,
Yeah,
Kleenexes
okay,
or
okay.
whatever.
wipe it on the fucking wall, man,
Yeah,
bro.
man. He was
Oh, get that away.
unreal.
That's fucked. No, like I can imagine it, man. I'd be so pissed. Like I'd actually like I wouldn't have it. I'd actually beat him. I'd beef him, bro. Like also like
Bro, but he left. It was sick. He left a sick Arc'teryx like sweater and a sick Patagonia bag. I yoinked them.
yeah, it's
yoink
all
them.
yours, bro.
Yeah, I'll
How
just
can
add
bro?
money
That's
put
actually
into
like the
that.
most stereotypical like rich dad.
Okay, this is like the first video. He took my speaker into his room and just like took it.
Is that cornflakes? Look at the socks.
Unrefrigerated turkey packets.
I love that you actually picked that part up. That's the best part.
That's my lighter. Those are both my dab pens. I just didn't know that at the time. And look, it's
That's so
and
disgusting.
it only gets worse. I'll show you like the 2 months later video.
Oh, it got worse. This is November. So this is 2 months into the program. Or 1 month. Fuck. That's 1 month in, man. That's crazy.
The fucking chicken though.
Yo, the
So
unrefrigerated
bro,
turkey
eating that shit,
packs.
like-
Look at this though.
Oh yeah, that's refrigerated turkey packs, man. That's
Oh
a
my
beef.
God. This was a banger.
Yo, cooking in college is so fun.
Are you? Is that what you want to do after? You want to be a chef? Is that what you're taking?
I
culinary
think
school?
so. I think it would be
That's
so
sick.
sick.
That would be so sick. Be Gordon
Yo, look
Ramsay
at this
type shit.
sweater I snagged from work. I worked there for like 2 weeks. Okay, I'll tell you guys about my working history after I show you guys.
Yeah, we'll see it. We'll see it. Yo, your Snapchat
This
must be the
guy's
funniest
Hector,
shit.
man. Hector is one of the funniest.
Was that
guys
he?
I've
Was that
ever
he
met.
your friend?
The
Was he your
Pride
friend?
America flag.
Was he the roommate?
No, he lived in a different house.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but we're-
Yo, if it was me, I would just spend time with someone else's res like the whole time, man.
That's kind of what I did.
That's sick.
This is the chicken wings.
Ooh. Okay, I know that guy. That guy's not good.
Okay, wait. I don't even know. I don't remember when it was, but it was like I'll find it eventually.
When did he leave?
Okay, so he got kicked. I got him kicked out eventually.
Fire.
So that when we had the house investigation, he got kicked out because it was his room was just disgusting, blood on the walls. Like,
I can't believe there's another video, bro. Holy shit.
where is it? Where am I? February? Okay, it's still maybe not yet.
Who's a Kial right
No, I can't say. You know them. Like.
What?
Okay, this is Well, this is after he left. This is the Arc'teryx jacket he left.
Nice,
It's
bro.
actually clean as hell. Okay, so that means it was before this. Fuck. Looking for like a 1-minute video. It's like way worse than the first one.
I actually can't even imagine, bro.
Hold up.
You're in like December almost. You're about to be like,
I know.
was it before or after the break?
I don't know.
Bro, my camera roll, my snap history from school is just empty, bro. I had like nothing.
Mine is so. I've never had more like Snapchat memories than here.
Yo, now you're getting back to where it was though.
What is it here?
Is that it?
No, this is something else.
Now you're
But
getting
yeah,
back.
this is like what he would leave on the couch.
He's so bro. How does he have like a trail?
Public couch?
Yeah, this is our
Why-
couch at our house.
Why does he have a trail of crumbs like following him around, bro?
It's disgusting. Oh, okay, here it is.
Oh, is this when you came back?
So we've got some plates missing, and we have a theory that they might be in the dungeon.
Dude, the light flickered is
The
actually
light flickered.
uncanny,
Still
bro.
no sheet 2 months later. Just powder on the floor.
Is that? Oh fuck.
We don't know what that was. Turkey on the floor.
Fuck. Did it
Smelled
smell?
so bad.
How did it smell?
Awful.
Like just bo.
Chicken wings. Like, look, wait. Boom, razor.
What the fuck? Boom, razor.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that guy's gonna be on the street.
in there. That's his laundry. Just laundry.
Oh
pile,
my
like-
god. Do I do it? Holy shit. That is so gross, bro.
So gross.
Yo, I
Look
didn't
at
even think that
this,
shit's
though.
real.
You got it. That actually looks.
nice,
oh
bro.
my god, you gotta cook for me, man. One time.
What's
please.
your favorite
That looks
thing to
so
cook?
Good.
What's
What
your
the
favorite
fuck?
thing?
Currently, steak and udon noodles.
Steak and udon noodles. Yeah, you're telling us about that on the way up, man. Did you like? Have you
How
been
did you
just? Is
discover
that your
that
go-to?
combo?
It's like, okay, so it's these like Costco udon noodles that are just like they just have like their noodles, and they just have like packets for like sauce and like freeze-dried veggies, and then I'll cook up a steak, and then add some garlic, slice some onions. I'll put some onions in it, and then I'll put then I'll let the steak rest, cook the onions and garlic more, add maple syrup to the onions.
Maple
So it
syrup.
caramelizes them.
Yeah. Oh.
And then I throw in chogochujang sauce, lemon juice,
yeah.
sesame oil, and soy sauce to the
Oh,
noodles.
sesame was
Then I
fire.
throw in the onions, and then after I've sliced up the steak, nice, and I cook it like very rare, because then it cooks more once it's inside the pot with the noodles, and I let that sit for like 5 minutes on low, and I just stir it, and then
Dang.
the steaks suck up all the
Yeah.
sauce juices, and it's like
That sounds.
Yo,
that's
seems like-
that sounds good, man. What the fuck? Like
Seems
I
like
n-
you
I
gotta
did
go
not
on a
expect you to go
Costco
in
run,
like that.
man. Teach us the ways, bro.
bro, I have all the ingredients at my house currently.
Already ready, bro.
Yes.
We can bring the camcorder. Record it, man.
Yeah.
Yo, that's sick as fuck, man. Do you like have you like what can you tell like exactly when the steak is gonna be like perfect? Like do you know exactly by the time?
No, I don't have enough like experience.
I was
be
just
honest.
wondering.
But like I'm pretty good at cooking steaks.
Yeah. No, cause I've been looking for like good steaks.
Like, what you
man.
do is you just like sear it. You sear it on high and then cook it on low with a bunch of butter and garlic.
Yeah, so like
and then
the
just,
edge is like crispy.
Yeah,
That's fucking
it's crispy, and then like depending on how like cooked you want it.
Do you like it rare?
I like pretty rare steaks.
I like blue, man. I like it moving. I
Okay,
like the
then you would
flesh.
like the steaks I make. Man.
Yo, I've been waiting for them. I've been craving steak, man. I've been telling my boys like, let's go out just to buy steak.
Yo, man,
I've been wanting to go see.
come over for some steak sometime.
Yo, I'd be
Oh,
so
you love
down,
it.
man. We could go rafting, go cliff jumping. I'm actually scared of heights. I'm so scared of heights.
Great.
Would you ever go? Great. Would you ever go skydiving?
Sure, trying to go skydiving, but I don't know if I want to go this year. I don't think I have the funds for it this year.
It's like $400.
Yeah, it's like 400.
I don't want to drop. Like we were gonna do that last summer with some boys, but like
But it's like
that's like crazy.
I'll do that when I actually have like consistent like money
Yeah.
and like I'm not just like working like a semi full time rafting job.
Yeah.
Like
Nah,
it's more
nah,
just for
right,
fun.
right.
Like I'm not making a bunch of money from rafting. It's just for fun. Like,
No, yeah, I could imagine, bro. I've seen your stories, man. You just like chilling it up.
chilling. I
man.
bring my speaker on the raft. I
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
like, bump AC/DC down the rapids.
Yeah.
It
Do you
feels-
like just go like loop around every single time?
No, so it's like a 3-hour trip all the way down.
A 3-hour trip all the way. Do you like pick people up like on the way? Like it's a
No,
bus?
no. No, we pick people up at the
Oh,
Britannia
shit.
Beach. They get in the rafts, and we have little motors. On we have a little Torpedo.
So you drive upstream or?
No.
Where-
we
where are the
we pull out-
rapids?
we pull out the rafts. It's downstream. Everything's downstream. The trip is all downstream. The rapids are right outside Britannia.
Oh, like it's just like there.
Right there.
Where does it end? Like in Orleans or some shit?
No. There's a dam before there. Okay, so the rapid is like a minute 45 seconds long, and then there's like 30 minutes of flat water. Then we get to the Champlain Bridge, and then there's the Remick Rapids where we let guests body surf. So you jump in the rapids and can swim through because it's like really deep there. And then there's a little bit more flat, and then there's our last rapid called Desert Wave, where it's just one really big wave. People go there to surf all the time. It's pretty sick.
That's sick.
And
I didn't know there was
then-
surfing in Ottawa.
Yeah.
That's- have you
there
been- have you been
is. No,
surfing?
I have no idea how to surf.
I've
I
actually
can
always wanted
wake
to
surf. I've never surfed on like
What
Like
about
wakeboard?
sailing?
no on a wake surf.
What is that?
So it's like a surfboard kind of. You start in the water, you get up on the boat, and then you like slowly pull yourself closer to the front, and then you can surf on the wake.
Yeah.
And you throw
Yeah.
the rope back in, and you just like
Yeah, like the waves getting created by the boat, and you just like
Mhm.
fall on it. Yeah. Those are sick, man. Those are so sick. We did that at Gribb's cottage. Like, it was
Yo, what's up
it
with
was
Graham? Is
tubing.
he in Ottawa?
Yeah, he's been here the whole time, man.
Bro, I gotta see him.
I know,
I haven't
man.
seen him all summer.
Yo, I rock climb with him. You should come rock climbing
I
with
would
us, bro.
I love rock climbing.
Yo, Tuesday we're going rock climbing, and the Gatineau. It's
When?
so
When?
fucking nice. Probably in the
like
afternoon.
in natural rocks or like
Mm,
indoor.
Oh, it's indoor.
Okay, okay.
Natural rocks be crazy, man.
Banff, there's so much bouldering. There's so much
Really?
bouldering, rock climbing, everything.
Have you gone?
No.
It's fucked, bro. Free soloing or like even just bare.
I'm
like,
not that
it's-
good, to be honest.
No, bro, me neither, man. Like,
But
I
it's
couldn't
fun
do
to
it.
just like it's fun like it's you versus a wall, and
Yeah.
your physical strength is the limit.
Yo, yeah, literally, bro. It's actually most of it's technique, man. Like
Mm.
if you have really good technique, actually no, you gotta have figure strength. That's the thing. I learned.
I have crazy grip strength from rafting, man.
Yo, bro, you probably do good.
I'll
there.
smash you at mercy.
What's mercy?
You know, with like the hands, and then you try to like.
Oh, fuck, you probably would, bro. Your arms probably weigh twice as mine
What's that?
anyway.
Mercy?
Yeah, what is that?
Try
It's
it
like-
right now. Do it on him right now.
Let's go. Wow, I want show him. He's never done it.
No, you show it on him, bro.
No,
You
no,
do
no,
it.
come.
Okay, you want me to? What, you just like, it's just like,
You go like this, and you just like try
Yeah,
to make
you
the other
just
person
grip,
give up.
and then
You
you
ready?
Oh fuck! You try to like, oh fuck! Yeah, you just do that, bro. Fuck.
What? How does this work?
So bad.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I want to try this.
This guy-
And then John and I are gonna go against it, which actually interesting.
Okay, well, you know what's gonna happen there.
You know I beat James in an arm wrestle? Yo, take your ring off.
James is not that strong.
He's just short. Just kidding, James. Love you.
Yo, I just like shitting on James.
Oh, interesting. You have to say if you give up, you say like mercy.
Yeah, you're supposed to like twist his wrist. Yo, we didn't play it like that. We were just like trying to break each other's wrist. Yeah, I didn't know the twisting technique. I was like, oh shit. Okay, you wanna go, Andrew? You wanna go?
Yeah, let's go.
Hold on.
See, now I know the strats. Okay, give us a countdown.
1, 2, 3. Watch the iced tea.
Once I'm an adapter, bro. Once I learn the technique.
Man, if you want this smoke and mercy, then run up and see what you got.
What is James saying? The timestamp. James is texting me right now. He said.
Is it because are you listening?
You're like, bro, you're like, what is the timestamp?
This guy said,
Like, I
call
don't
after
even know.
pod. I'm watching right now. 141:14 timestamp. He wants us to censor. He probably wants you to censor. He wants you to censor probably that he's not big. He's not strong. Yeah, James. Beat me to arm wrestle right now. Come all the way
Listen,
to you.
we just stood up in front of Thomas, like right beside Thomas in front of the camera. Like everybody knows the height ratio.
calling me weak.
He's actually mad.
Terrible. Yo, come prove it on the pod. You should. James hasn't been on the pod yet.
Really?
What? I know. I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
The
James.
order
is pretty
of
on the-
people that we
He's
brought
like
has
your
been
twin
really.
brother.
I know.
Why would you not have your twin brother on the podcast?
Bro, there was a chance for so many people to be on, and they were just all high as fuck. And
That's
they,
true. We
We should
literally did
have
one
like
with
a
everybody.
baked podcast.
that would be actually dope. That would be so dope.
A what?
You know who we should have on the Baked podcast?
What's the
baked-
mighty? You guys know what the mighty is?
No,
Oh my goodness.
the Mighty.
Okay, so this Australian guy named Boothie,
Uh-huh.
he made a bunch of money from crypto. He made like 20K off crypto, and so he was just like loaded this year. He was just dropping cash.
Oh, you know him?
Yeah, he was in my program.
Oh shit. His
And-
name is the Mighty.
No, his name's Boothie. His name's Boothie. That's
Oh,
his nickname. We call him
okay.
Boothie. And he bought this thing called the Mighty.
Oh, the
It's a-
Mighty. Okay,
it's-
yeah, yeah.
It's a herborizer. You know what a herborizer is? You know what a Pax is?
What like it just like
So you put
Incinerates
raw,
it?
weed in it, not dabs, not like whatever. You put like raw weed in it, and it heats it up, and it boils the THC.
Yeah, oh, I know
and
exactly what
you-
you're talking about.
you
Yeah,
get
yeah,
that,
yeah.
And it's like way better for your lungs. There's no combustion.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And there's just like way less tar. There's like almost no tar.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen this.
And it's just like really efficient way of smoking weed. And it's like a $600 like herbalizer.
Yeah.
It's like this big.
I've seen it. I've
and
seen
it's
it.
like has a little straw on it, and you just like chief it.
Oh fuck! Like a
you have to,
shisha?
you have to clean it
Like
off.
like shisha, bro?
Like kind of, but it's like not as big. There's
Yeah,
like a
yeah, yeah.
volcano version. Of
I
it.
know exactly what
There's
you're talking about though. I've seen one. I've seen one.
You probably see it on my private story all the time.
Oh, you have one?
Yes, he gave it to me.
Oh no way!
Couldn't take it back to Australia, and he was like, "Yo, man, do you want it? I'll sell it to you for $100." I was like, "Listen, man, I'm pretty broke. Like, I haven't been working for like 2 weeks. Like, I can't. Like, or I haven't been working for like a month because I didn't work during the last month because of rafting."
Did you ask him?
No, I was like, "Nah, man, I can't take it." He's like, "You want to just like take it for free?" Like,
Oh shit.
so like when I was saying I went to go say goodbye to him because he was leaving, he's like, "Hey, man, I got a present for you." Pulls out the Mighty of his back pocket and then hands me a tube of infused joints because he couldn't take those with him either. He just bought them.
Where is he from? Like,
Australia.
oh, it's not legal
And
there.
he couldn't bring it back.
Fuck.
And I was
Can't
like,
bring it across the border.
fuck
for sure.
yeah. It's like, and he gave it to me, and then so
Wow.
me and my friends cleaned it because it was disgusting.
rid
It was
of it, bro.
disgusting. He hadn't cleaned it in like 8 months,
Oh, that's.
and it was gross as fuck. But we fully like we soaked each individual part of it in like isopropyl alcohol. And it was, like,
That's good,
clean.
that's
It
good,
was
that's a good-
so,
okay,
so
that's
clean.
good idea.
And
Yo.
then Aiden cleans it like for me. I let him use it, and he.
Of
cleans
course,
it.
yeah. That's the trade-off. That's sick.
And
Yo, the thing is, weed like fucks me up now.
yeah.
Like I haven't done it maybe in like a year.
But that's
bro.
what's nice about the Mighty is it's really chill. Like it doesn't get you super fucked up. It just gives you like a nice chill, and you barely even feel it when you're hitting it. Like when you hit it, it tastes like you're unless you're like doing a whole bowl like to yourself.
Yeah.
Then like you'll start to cough a bit, but you'll just like hit it, and you thought you just like breathed in air that kind of smells like popcorn a bit.
Oh, I mean that sounds nice.
It's like super chill.
The thing is, bro, like every time I do it, man, like I just get like this is actually with any substance now. Like if I take any substance, like
Even drinking?
yeah, even drinking, like I just get put in like a state where it's like, oh, I should be grinding right now. Like I shouldn't be even fucked up right now.
Okay.
Like every time, like I think like when this really hit me was when this was like maybe 2 years ago, when we went tobogganing with John and Logan. When Logan came back, that was so fucking sick. But we were like tobogganing down, and we were like we were trying to have fun. We were trying to feel like we were kids again. And I remember like we were going down the hill, and I was so excited. I'm like, yo, I feel like just a kid again, man. And then like when I hit the bottom of the hill, it like hit me like as I was going down, like I felt my high coming like to like a stressful point. I was at the bottom, I was looking up the hill, and I'm like, bro, like I'm actually rock bottom right now. I was like thinking like, fuck, I'm like rock bottom right now. I'm like, fuck, like I'm actually above right now. I just like the entire time I was so anxious. I couldn't stop thinking. I'm like, yo, I'm being like a degenerate. I need to start working harder, man. And every time I do it now, like I just feel like that again. Like I just
Really?
feel like I was at the bottom of the hill.
Really?
Yeah, it fucks me up, man. Drinking's not like that. Like I'm not
Mhm.
depressed, but
Right.
like I still think like I'm like I shouldn't be fucked up.
What
right
about
now.
shrooms?
Those are crazy, bro.
Shrooms are crazy.
Those are crazy. You know, like
Unreal, man. Like
I
I've had some
actually-
unreal experience. Doing
Oh,
shrooms
same,
in Banff
same.
was crazy.
I actually like I could imagine, bro. I actually like really try not to talk about it because like people like stigmatize it so much, but bro, like shrooms are great, bro.
I feel like they've helped me it's helped me mature mentally
No,
so
like
much.
I definitely see the health benefits about them. Like of course,
Same.
absolutely.
But
like-
you just can't do them like every fucking week.
Okay,
like-
those people are crazy. People who are like addicted to the feeling like that.
I only ever do them like once every 6 months. Like
Dude, like like only on special occasions, man. Like it's otherwise, bro. Like it actually is dangerous. Like I can see why it's super.
yeah,
dangerous.
you just get like psychosis one day.
Yo, yeah. But also, it's more like when people get dependent on like the feeling that they get when they're there.
I can never be but like shrooms is crazy. Like it's like a whole day activity. It's
Yeah,
like a whole
yeah,
day
you have to
activity,
do
and
it.
it takes it out of you. When you're done shrooms, you've got like a
Yeah.
bit of a headache. You're just like, oh, like that was what a day.
Really,
Like,
I always go right to sleep after because I usually
Really?
like it's usually like that.
I can't fall
evening.
asleep after like for a while.
Really,
But last we can talk about this, right?
yeah.
Okay, but
If you wait, what do you mean?
like I just meant like, do you have to censor it or no?
Well, no, unless you want it to be
No,
not
no, it's
public.
Okay, but we and we made tea. We made
Mhm.
tea and we grinded up all the steeped it and then like added like lemon juice, and it was like I had eaten like a bowl of pasta before I because I know you don't like you don't get hungry, like food is like repulsive.
Because you can feel it, bro. In your
Yeah.
intestines.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Anyway, so then I took them, and then like literally 20 minutes in, 30 minutes in, I'm tripping balls. Like the tea kind of like breaks them down, breaks
Yeah.
a little bit faster.
Yeah.
So it just hit me right on. I had insane visuals. His backyard was like breathing up and down, and then I started vomiting. It was fucked.
You vomited.
I vomited 3 times.
Did you feel like terrible when you were doing it?
Yeah, it felt pretty. It was okay. So when I vomited, it's like all of my body's energy like converged into like I just felt a wave of energy just go like like my whole body.
shit.
And then my eyes like closed, and you know the little Demogorgon from like
Yeah,
Stranger
yeah,
Things, like with the weird face.
Yeah,
I went
like-
like that, and I just saw that when I like threw up. It
Like
was-
you pictured yourself looking like that?
No, I pictured that. Like
Oh.
when I closed my eyes, I just saw that.
Oh shit!
was
Like it
weird.
amplified like the negative experience.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird, man.
Really, really weird. Like sometimes I get like crazy visuals from shrooms. I don't know if it's just a me thing, but this time it was most visuals I've ever had. After throwing up, it was like a little bit more chill. But his backyard, the patio stones were like moving, breathing, and I saw like trails of ants just like in spirals that weren't actually there.
That's fucking weird.
And then we
man.
were in his living room, and the light was reflecting off his like ceiling, and he has this cool like ceiling pattern. It's like a bunch of like
I know what you mean. Yeah. There's like the old school like staccato patterns on the paint.
it was like
Yeah, like it's like painting like this, like layered.
kind of but it was like sticking out a bit.
I know what you mean. I know
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
what you mean.
Anyways,
I've been
and
to his house.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right. And then it looked like a school of fish was like swimming and living in the ceiling, and the ceiling was like drooping down like fully, and like when someone would move their arm, I'd have like delayed vision, so their arm would move and then like 8 more would like follow.
That's
So like
fucked,
the hand would move and then like more hands would like go after. It was like so crazy.
That's fucked.
That's a mad experience,
Dude,
yeah.
like it's really interesting how like for one it's quite weird that any sort of like organism would evolve to have that kind of reaction with us, man.
I know.
Like have you heard like
it's
the
so insane.
have you heard like the stoned ape theory that Joe Rogan spews about?
Yeah, that like what if like monkeys did shrooms and that's what like caused human
Do
evolution?
you think
Is that what
that
you're-
could be?
I think that could be very plausible.
I agree actually. Like
I
that-
think it's very plausible.
What's this theory?
it's that so like well I mean like I
Obviously,
don't
it didn't
think
happen in one trip, but like
yeah, I agree.
eventually. So think and like a prehistoric like monkey man, who like all they know how to do is like make fire and like kill things.
Like an ape.
Yeah, they eat these psychedelic mushrooms, and he's like, wait, I could like build a hammer, and that could like help me break stuff.
Oh, you mean like that's how they?
It just
The-
like
the
Yeah, it
logic
makes
gives
sense,
you
actually.
different like when you're on shrooms, your perspective changes. You're on
Yeah,
you're in
yeah.
you're basically
Yeah, I
living
mean,
a
even in the
different-
modern world, a lot of innovations have been advanced by people on shrooms.
Yeah,
so-
like psychedelics.
or on
like-
psychedelics rather.
Yeah,
but
yeah. No, like
Yeah,
like
so it makes
Steve
sense.
Jobs, Bill Gates as well. They've been like.
yeah, these guys were all doing that shit in their 20s.
But it's
yeah,
because
so-
there's there's research about it having neurogenerative
yeah, that,
generative.
the way I think
properties.
about it just connects more pathways. To be honest,
Yeah,
that's
so-
like
yeah,
my
yeah.
smooth brainwave.
I agree.
It just like opens stuff you wouldn't think about. Like
Yeah.
for like
Yeah.
when I'm on shrooms, my phone is so weird to me. Like I don't want to be on my phone. I don't want to look at it. It's such a like foreign concept to me. Like I can't scroll through Instagram on my if I'm on shrooms. Like it doesn't make sense to me. Like
Like,
I
what-
can't
what do you
like
mean?
text anyone. Like I just can't use my phone.
Why? Like why? Like, do you think it's like too?
It's just so
abnormal.
Like, one, it's like confusing, and two, it's just like weird. It's like this first time I did shrooms, I had this like thought in my head. Like obviously, I don't think that now, but when I was on shrooms, I was like, oh my god, our phones are like completely separate people from us. It's like an extension of us, and our phones are just communicating with each other's phones. And I was like, but like it was great. I
Yeah, no,
thought
that's-
phones
that's-
were like. I thought I had to like throw my phone away. It was fucked.
Oh, you wanted to get rid of it. That was your conclusion.
Well, just like only when I was on shrooms. I just
Oh, I see. I
don't
see,
like
I
being
see.
on my phone.
Yeah, no, bro, like, I think it's quite interesting because, well, I don't know, I find that often, like, I don't know if it's credible that from the research where they talk about like neurogenerative properties, but what I find is that unlike any other drug, which is why I like I mean we've talked about this before where I really hate I really actually like dislike being surrounded by that a lot, and we've mentioned it before where it's like weed and alcohol and other like sort of they sort of suppress a lot of your senses where
Yeah.
like you get put in a state where it's not really the person that's there. And we were talking about basically saying like if someone's like in that state around us all the time, it's like they don't respect us to be around them like that. And it's kind of like a completely I think psychedelics are a completely different experience.
Right. Yeah. It opens your senses.
I agree.
Instead of like don't.
Yeah.
But I think the argument can be made that depending on how you use it, weed can definitely.
Oh,
open
I
up
agree.
senses
I
a
agree.
lot.
Absolutely. And like sometimes like even weed's classified as
People we're
psychedelic.
talking about do not use weed in that way.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
Like for the most part,
Like,
it's
they're
an
not on
abuse
smoke shit.
thing. But the thing is, what
But,
I find
yeah.
with psychedelics is that I think a really stark difference between those states is that I don't know, I can't speak for everybody, but for me, the things that I think and the processes that I conjure up in that state, I still have when I out of it.
Oh yeah.
Like when I'm fucked up, like when I can barely remember, but I just know that like every time I'm drunk or like high from like parties back in the day, I remember I'd come home and I would just feel like completely different. I'd also act completely different, man. Like I'd say weird shit, like bro, especially when I was high, bro. Like you get like, bro, sometimes you get like, so horny, you say some weird ass
Yeah.
shit, like not like weird shit, but
Right,
it's
but
like.
Look at that.
Yeah,
just
it's like that,
Just give
bro.
it a little to 100.
Yeah,
Like a
exactly. It's not even like you would want it, bro. Like there's sometimes where like I don't know, man. Just weird shit happens, man. Like luckily when I'm drunk, I'm just a happy guy, bro. But like I don't remember. I don't even have control over those states. I don't feel it. But like when
Yeah.
I'm
I feel like I have much more control over myself if I'm high. If I'm drunk, I don't like. If I'm really, really drunk, I don't have a lot of control. Especially if I'm at like the club. I've no like.
really,
I'm just like dancing. Like,
I
I'm
feel
just, like-
different when I feel like I have like predisposition to alcoholism because like I feel really good when I'm drunk, and that's why like I kind of stay away from it because like I can feel like the brain power slimming down, but like I also feel way too nice. Like
Yeah.
like I'm like.
Oh, getting nice and wavy.
Yeah,
great.
no, even wavier, bro. Like,
wavy.
bro, I'm buzzing right now. I'm
I'm
buzzing.
buzzing, I'm
I'm buzzing. No, but like, yo, with psychedelics, it's like I, especially like I don't know, like back then, and that's why I think it was so like valuable
I think it
when I was
just gives
younger.
you such an advantage because.
I agree.
Being on shrooms, the beginning for me personally, this is my personal experience. The first like hour, 2 hours is really scary because it starts to set in. Like, I'm on shrooms, I have to be here for
You're
the next
scared.
like, 6 hours. Yes, it always creeps up on me,
Wow.
like, and I get anxious. And then I'm like, oh my god, this is really scary. And then it's like, well, you're in this situation.
We are of age, by the way.
Yeah. It's like, well, you're in this situation. what are you gonna do? Are you gonna like be scared about it and complain, or are you just gonna go with the flow?
Yeah, it's
And
really a journey.
It
really is.
forces you to like you have no choice.
Yeah,
like once
have
you
no
take the
choice.
shrooms, you have to go through the whole trip.
Yeah.
And you have to kind of learn the trip. You have to get the flow of things, and like I don't know, you know.
No, I know exactly
Yeah,
what you mean. I know exactly what you mean, bro. Like, yo, for me, like, it depends on the people I'm with. Like, the thing is, like, it really has to be someone who I'm, like, really close with, or it's like I'm alone. Like, genuinely, it's like I'm alone. Like, it's like someone I can really enjoy a time with
Yes.
to be in an experience. Otherwise, I'm so detached.
Yeah.
And not, like, in the sense of, like, depersonalization. It's like I don't even give a shit.
Right.
Like, I just genuinely, like, I get so cooped up and, like, what I'm thinking about that I just forget completely about what's going on. And that's why I say, like, I feel those thought processes because, like, initially, like, the first time I ever took them, and I'm so glad I did, honestly, because I would have been actually such a horrible person now that I am. Because, like, what it opened me up to was that I was lying to myself and, like, everybody around me. Like, I was just, like pathologically lying. And I was convincing myself.
But, like, what? If you...
Just, like, I mean, like, I can't even, like, anything, everything.
Okay.
Like, just think about, like, anything that could make me appear like a better figure, but in an egotistical sense. And then also, like, to, like, I don't know. It's, like, it's quite... It was just, like, really... And I'd also
Right, I
convince
get what you're
myself that
saying.
things just weren't happening.
Right.
You know, I'd be in, like, such denial about these things.
Right.
And, like, the first time I did it, woke up like that. And I was just crying.
Yeah.
I was fucking crying because I was like, holy shit, I've been, like, I didn't even know who I was. I was thinking, like, man, like, I've been just so clueless and cooped up about impressing people that, like, this is tearing
Right.
me
You
up.
have to live, like, your life, you know? It
Yeah,
doesn't matter what
exactly.
other people think.
I was,
It's like-
exactly. I was too focused on, like, trying to
Exactly.
impress everybody
I
else.
feel like that happened to me. It's not, like, ego death, but you just, like, you
Yeah.
have a little bit more, like...
You just have mindfulness.
One
You're just
thing
aware.
I've learned, I think, like, honest, it's a mix of weed and shrooms has taught me this. It's just, like...
I could tell you about a mix of weed. I had a weird experience, but keep going.
You can't, like, worry about everybody's problems. Like,
Yeah.
things are going to work themselves out. I just don't stress about it. Like, shit happens. Like,
Yeah.
someone, like...
Quite stoic.
drops a glass of milk on your like in your kitchen, you can either yell at them and be mad at them, or you can just like clean it up and be like,
Yeah.
it's out, no worries.
Yeah,
Like,
don't worry about it. Like, accidents happen, man.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
you,
so
you can
facts.
spill your iced tea. And
Yeah,
just be
exactly.
like,
Who
yeah.
cares, bro? What clean is still there?
A little bit.
A little bit. They clean it up, bro. But yeah, like, no, I absolutely agree. Like, it's like, and the thing is, like, that's why I actually, I don't know. I wanna, like, I wanted to initially to steer away from it because I wanted to be able to get to those, like, mindfulness, those states of mindfulness on my own, which I did. So, like, that was good. But, like, if I didn't ever do that, like, I probably, like, I genuinely attribute that to me doing anything that I'm doing right now, because I would have been on a completely different track. Like, I would be super, and maybe I would have found out my place later, but it's better to start earlier rather than later. But, like, it was quite a, I don't know, like, it was quite an eye-opening experience. And that's when I went with John. I went to Bruce Pitt. He and I, bro, it was my first time. That was so sick. Like, we were just chatting about life.
John and John.
Yeah, John. It was so sick, dude. We were like saying shit. Like, we had, like, I don't know if it was them, the shrooms talking, but we were like connecting, like we were like, we're the same
Yeah,
person. We're
yeah.
actually like the same person, John.
doing I did them with him for the first time, like that time at his house. But
That
it was
was
funny. He sat in his chair in the living room for 4 hours. He
Just there.
He did not get up out of the chair the whole like, time.
I wonder what he was thinking about.
He was just sitting in the chair. They were watch. I had to leave. I had to go into the backyard with me and.
What were they watching?
They were watching some like amoeba, like microscopic shit with like the little the tardigrades.
Yeah.
It was like that type of
Oh,
shit, and I was just
shit.
getting freaked the fuck out. I was like, no, I can't deal with this right now. Like, I gotta.
No,
go
I've only
outside.
done it like outside. Like, I've
Yeah.
never been inside.
I'm not a big fan of doing it inside.
Me neither. Like, you
But
get so
I
connected.
wanted to go on a
man.
walk so bad, but nobody wanted to go on a walk.
Fuck, I would have went on a walk with you, man. That'd have been sick as fuck.
It's like we wanted to go on a walk, but like we couldn't get it to happen. Like
Yeah.
nobody could like leave the house.
That's fucked.
It was fine. It was
I
fine.
forget, like, it's crazy because you just remind me of like the whole like mindfulness era in like
Yeah.
our lives. Well, I don't
Yeah,
know, I
like,
don't
that
know
was,
if
like,
it
grade
just
11, man.
like grade 11, yeah.
Great. Like, we were young when we
Like-
changed the corner.
Like
man.
everybody was on shrooms and we were always talking about like meditation and shit.
Yeah,
like,
that's what it started, bro. And I'm glad it happened.
like, I
Like,
forget that whole era. I forgot that existed. Yeah.
but like, I remember when I kept doing them, like, I would start getting like more and more powerful thoughts about, like, I guess, like, I don't know, like, I was always just been like super speculative about, like, I don't know, the universe, not to be fucking corny,
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
ways of thinking.
Yeah, no.
And like I would like think about like what kept building over time was like this way that I would like look at things, and like I can't really explain it, but it's like I could like I was able to perceive more things, and I was able to like I guess like stack them. Like I envision them literally as like stacking things onto each other, and then like it's building up to like an idea. And that's what I was feeling like the very last time I was doing it. And I could see it, and it was like moving at like lightning speed when I was doing it. And like you could ask like the people who I was with, they're saying like, yo, your eyes were like moving left and right. And after the trip, I still feel like that.
Right.
Like I still see it like
You know
that.
that like shroomy pattern on like pavement and like the road you always see. Like, do you ever see?
I
that?
know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Do you still have that?
No.
Do you have HPPD? You know some people have that.
Really? It's just like stays permanently.
It's it's like I don't know, I forgot what it's called, bro. But hallucinogenic perception, personality disorder, some shit like that. But like two or maybe one of my friends have that, and like they were with like some really bad people, and it was the first time they did it. They did like 3 or 4 plus grams.
No, man,
For
you
your
can't
first
do
time.
that. You can't do that.
Yeah, that's fucked. And they were with people who were like
First time I did like 1.5, and then I took another
yeah,
like,
same.
1.
I took like less than 1, and that fucked me up, bro.
Yeah.
I was going like crazy, but they were like on some crazy shit.
Right.
And like he still has like visuals to this day. Like he's always seeing it. He has to take medication for it, but it doesn't work. It's fucked. I feel so bad. Like
That's
imagine
crazy.
doing that. Imagine never getting out. Like it's a permanent trip, bro. Like you can't see
You
reality.
would get
out of it.
used to it at some point, but I feel like that
But
would
it's like
not
static.
be pleasant.
Yeah, that's what it is. They call it like it's like sometimes like it depends on what it is, but mostly it's like it's called like snow, like visual snow, where like it's just static, like genuine like static. Like think of TV static.
Right.
All you're seeing is that.
That's crazy.
Like that's fucked.
That's
the
awful.
whole time. That was kind of this is a good segue into like as you talk about like weed and shrooms and like bro like fuck man. I think this partly why I stopped smoking weed because it like fucked me up. But like I remember it was like my second time or my third time, and we were just having a blast, and like it was over, and then we were just partying, bro. Because like bro, we were going crazy when we were grade 11, man. And I got back to like the house we were at, and like I'd never ripped a bong before, and the trip was over. It's like we're getting fucked up, we're having fun, like okay. And we were like we hit the bong, and then I did it, and it reignited my whole trip, like genuinely,
Over.
like reignited. But it was different. Like I was like tripping balls, but I was like delirious. Like I was seeing shit that wasn't actually there. Because when you're tripping,
Yeah.
like shit's wavy, shit's
Yo,
breathing.
One time,
But I was seeing shit that wasn't there. Like I was like, bro, like I was literally like seeing like I could imagine it like slot machines, like but horizontally moving this way, and it was like wallpaper, and it was phasing in and out, and whatever I was thinking, I could see it fully right there, and it was like wallpaper. It was smoothing like this, and then it would like phase between like being like covering my entire vision, and then like being wallpaper onto like everything around me. So like you would be like the slot machine would like move on your face, and it was like on the chairs and the walls, and I was fucked. Like I couldn't see shit. I was going like this, and I was just on one of my friend's legs, just like shaking like this. And I was like, what the fuck? And I kept seeing like my face, like my face kept like popping up and out, and I was like going insane because I thought like I was turning into like a horse. Like I thought I looked like a fucking horse, and I was going like, holy shit, like what the fuck? And I felt so insecure. I felt that like I was, and I could actually explain why I was thinking. Fuck, man. Yeah, I'll say that at Freddie's wedding. What? Did you uncensor it? Yeah. Okay, good. Anyways, but yeah, that was
Beautiful story. I'll be waiting for you to say that actually. Yeah. At the event.
the wedding.
Yeah, at the wedding. Yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah, man. Yo, shoes are crazy, man. I actually like. I don't know, man. I just think I want to be. I don't really want to do them until like I'm like. I don't know.
Right?
Yo, long break, bro. Long break, man. Well, I don't know. It's been like a really long time.
Yo, I like to wait like 6 to 8 months between because you completely forget what it's like. You completely
That's
forget
so
what it's
true.
like, and then it hits you like, holy shit! I forgot how real this is. Like,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
like it's not like smoking a J where it'll last a few hours and it's like you can do this all the time.
Yeah, and you can kind of like put yourself in high state. Like I can remember how it feels to be high.
Yeah,
I remember how it feels to be drunk.
right. But
But
it's
bro,
like you
shrooms,
forget
so
how
much.
real it is.
Yeah, like the body high is insane, man. And then there's just like the shit that comes into your head is just fucking crazy.
The ideas you feel are just insane. I always feel so clear-minded after I do shrooms. I feel it's like a mind cleaner.
Yes,
like,
I
It gets
agree.
all of like your bad
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like over time, a lot of the time I build up a lot of walls, and like I forget how it is to be super mindful, and that's why like practicing meditation for me has been super powerful because I get put back in that state of clarity, and it's been happening more and more lately, which I've been telling you about. But like for the
It's time to dose.
fuck, it's time. I gotta refresh, bro. But yeah, like there's often like there's often times where like I get the thoughts like shit, like I don't even know what I'm missing that's making me so fucked up right
Right.
now. And that's where I actually like think it's so dangerous for me to do them because I kind of want to learn how to do it without it. But like like the times when I did like do it, just like out of because like people were like, oh, we're doing it. You want to chill? I'm like, okay, whatever. Like I forget like how much I was just being an idiot, how much walls I had built up that I needed to break down, and it all falls along the same lines, which it was just like you started like forgetting, you were pushing things that you needed to think about aside, and you forgot that those were like a reality of your situation, and then it kind of just fucks you up like for the whole time, and then you realize like I start thinking like, oh my god, like if I just thought about this a little bit more, maybe like I wouldn't be in the situation I am now. Maybe I would have fixed some relationships that I was having, like issues, especially with my dad, bro. I thought about my dad a lot, especially the first 2 times. Now it's kind of good because I fixed it. I went in and I was like, I need to get shit together. But yeah, like I definitely I definitely see why like it's incredibly valuable for like medical research, because it definitely can change like literally exactly how you think. Like you can switch it.
5 years from now, I feel like there's going to be so much more information on psychedelics.
Yeah.
Just because right now, currently, they've been doing so much research on them. Like
And they only
clinic-
just started.
Yeah.
So
But I feel like a clinic trial is not like...
It was a clinical method in, was it the 80s?
yeah, but
Or I forget why they
Because
banned
didn't-
it.
they
Why?
banned
They
it.
would give people LSD and they would put
Yeah.
them on like sensory like headphones and someone would be like guiding them through their
Yeah, like a
trip.
physician, yeah.
Yeah, and they do
Ah.
that
Yeah.
more now. The reason why they banned it and they
So,
level it a
what
class
was
A
it? Yeah.
drug was
forget.
during the 80s, during the Vietnam War. Like that's when all the hippie wave starts. That's when psychedelics was becoming rampant.
Oh,
And
that's why
when
they banned it.
LSD
Right,
Yeah,
right.
that's where LSD was
Right,
synthesized.
so they banned it for political reasons.
Yes.
Do you guys
Right.
hear how
Just like weed
acid
as
was
well.
made? Do you guys know how?
What was it? Terrence McKenna who did it? He's like the craziest psychonaut. He's the one who made the penis envy ones. Like he made them.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I had a pretty fucked trip off of some penis envy.
penis envy. Crazy that they're called penis envy, bro. Anyways, you were saying?
So there's this guy in his lab. He wasn't even trying to make a psychedelic. He was just doing like I don't know what he was doing, but
Was he making drugs?
I don't know. He wasn't trying, but he made it, and then he like the fumes of the acid get like he basically like was tripping for like a week, a week straight of like tripping balls on acid.
Fuck. Was he like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, it like fucked him up completely.
Yeah, he was probably done for life,
But
right?
he was fine after.
Oh, he
after
was?
a week, he was like fine. But obviously, like that'll fuck you up. Being like tripping for a week straight.
Yeah.
that'll
Also,
fuck you
because you
up.
don't know what's
No,
happening.
I mean like he was fucked like psychologically
Yeah,
for life.
yeah.
Like
for
you
sure,
don't know what's
for
going
sure.
on, bro. You're like,
He
what
had
the
no idea what was going on, and he was just tripping balls for like a week, and that's how he made it. He like
That's
it was like a
crazy.
huge dose too, because like
Oh, it's fumes.
when you take
man.
acid, it's like a micro dose.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like micrograms.
Yeah, microgram. Yeah, yeah.
And he probably had like way more.
Bro, he was inhaling that shit.
Yeah.
Imagine just going. That would fuck you up. It would happen like that too, bro. Like right to your brain, man. That's insane.
And then he like refined it after that.
oh,
he kept, like, trying.
he was like, "This is sick. Let me fix
Yeah.
this."
just
up."
had
I mean,
to
like,
get the.
think of it. You're like a scientist
Yeah.
in the
Yeah, yeah.
70s. Like, there's like I don't know. It's like pretty fucking sick.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
yeah.
technology's not like
It's-
super advanced. So.
It's like what's that movie that we love so much?
Hmm?
Is it Unlimited? Is that what it's called?
Oh yes. I know what you're talking about, bro. I keep forgetting the name.
I
It's
fucking
the
love
one where
that
the guy
movie.
takes the fucking pill and he's like super smart.
And then he like basically goes on a mission to like
Limitless.
Limitless, yes.
Yes.
And then he goes on a
it's
mission.
kind of like Lucy a little bit.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah,
similar,
that is.
yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, yeah.
But he basically like he takes a pill and it makes him super smart, and that's the whole idea of the movie.
But
And
he
just
like
becomes like a billionaire.
but basically like he has to go and like find a way to manufacture it
Yeah.
in a way that's like
he
sustainable
like
for him
steals
to take it
them and
throughout
he
his
has to
whole
like
life.
find more of them.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
eventually the end of the movie is when he like learns how to make it himself.
Yeah.
And he, like has it. But like for the most part, he's just
sick
like,
movie, FYI. Sorry, sidebar.
Yeah, yeah,
sick
yeah.
movie. But yeah.
But yeah, like, yo, that's actually how I always imagine psychedelics like that. Like I always thought it was like
Yeah.
fucking give you a boost like that shit, man.
I literally had no idea what they were like until like John started telling me about them.
Dude, I did like a research project in grade 6. And like I remember like we were doing it was like about like how illegal drugs were. And when I was doing the research, like I didn't find anything like negative about them. Like I was doing the research and I was like, why is this illegal? Because it was just like there's no addictive properties. It's like it doesn't really like psychosis was like
It's just psychosis, yeah, that's all.
no, it was like rare.
With psychosis, it's like if you're prone to it, it won't happen to anyone. It will happen if you're like
Yeah.
prone.
It was like
if you're,
that in schizophrenia.
Yeah, no,
if
the
you're
point-
prone to schizophrenia, you can get psychosis very easily.
The point is
Yeah.
that people don't know if they're prone to it before they take it.
Well,
Right.
usually you do. It's like a family history thing. Like if you
People don't check that.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, that's true. But like
Right.
that's the thing. It's like 1 parts per million. It's like fucking inhaling like gas fumes.
Yo, but
and you're prone to lung disease.
But it's also like, but that point being is that if you take it in a controlled environment or you're just not a dumbass and you know what you're
yeah,
doing,
of course.
then you're fine. Like we talked about our friends who took it when they were young, and I mean, it fucked them
Yeah.
up. Like they did get
Because they don't know how to
like minor
You just
psychosis
have to
from
be
it.
smart about it.
So-
You have to like do research
Yeah.
before
just
you
respect it. Honestly, people use
No,
it as
but
like
when
escape
these guys are
mechanisms.
kids, they're like 10, 11,
Oh,
right? You
yeah.
can't expect them to respect
10,
it.
11.
Yeah, I
Yo,
mean,
that's
we
when
were
a
in
lot of
middle
people
school. What do you
started
mean?
Smoking weed, man.
Yeah,
more
yeah.
like 13, 10. But like it's still the same thing. Like people started. It's because
I
like
didn't really start smoking until like grade. Like I had smoked weed in grade 9 like once or twice, but I hated it. I only started smoking in like grade 12.
it's because a lot of people our age, like back in the day, they had a lot of older brothers. And they were like they would always like hang out with them and they would give them all the drugs. And like it was like all the brothers of like some of the kids in our school were all the same age as well. So it was like the same difference, and they would just hang out with each other, smoke weed, and like pass it down to the kids that were younger. Yeah, and I'd be like, as an older brother, that seems like
It's like
harmless.
yeah.
Like yeah, but they were like so many people from our school like got so hooked on weed. Like it was like from
Yeah, a few
grade
people
9.
from the grade above me kind of fucked their life up with just like smoking every day
Yeah.
from like grade 10 to 12.
I'd say that's a lot of the people who we
See, it's
know.
interesting you didn't see that as much at your school because at our school is like pretty prominent. Where,
I
like,
think
a
it's
lot-
because of
ours
that
a lot of people were
coincidence.
very addicted to it.
Woodruff was a big like
Yeah, I
big-
think it's
big
I
weed
guess
school.
just prominent like throughout.
I heard like other
everywhere
schools
at this
though,
point.
like they were on other drugs. Like we like weed
Oh,
was the only
yeah.
thing that like
Like
Yeah,
our
there
school
was
was
a
really
big
chill.
coke
Like
thing at our
nobody was
that's
nobody
crazy.
was
How do you even get your
sniffing cocaine.
hands
Yeah.
on coke?
it just happened like one of our friends had like a birthday party and they all were like, "Yo, let's like do coke for my birthday, guys." And then they all,
I'm
I
like,
was
yeah.
like, I'm
I'm
good.
like,
Like,
yeah,
like what do you mean? You're like no, it was
I'll
simple.
I'll
Yeah,
stay
they were just like,
back.
do you want to do
they,
coke?
they were like, okay, we're just gonna try it once in this one time, and then like
That's everything.
1 in 4 people once they try coke, they're like hooked for like a while. But like it was
Really?
like all of them, like
Well,
all
some of
them
these
were-
kids deserve to be
Wow.
hooked on coke. Like, they're actually stupid for doing that in the first place, to be honest.
Dude, the thing is like, yo, like
And then they were like, "Yo, it was like sick as fuck. Like let's do it again."
yeah, like
Ah, okay.
yeah,
spread.
people
And
wanted to
then,
do more.
Right,
Like,
right.
It got to a point where some of the people were doing like 12 lines in a night. Like
Yeah, people telling me they were doing it in school, man. They do go to the stairwell and they just do lines in class. That's fuck.
I
That's
never
mad.
like I'm pretty sure that did happen, but I didn't really hear about that. to
Yeah,
be
okay.
honest.
Well, I don't know. I
That
just
could have
heard-
been.
You can only imagine
Yeah,
like, the
it
kind of
could
shit
be.
that's going down at some of these like shit school. Like I'm thinking like UK.
But
for
like I feel like
example.
Okay, it's gotta be
dab pen in the
fucked.
washroom is a little different than like
No, I agree.
lines in the stairwell.
Yeah,
like-
that's what I
Yeah,
mean.
exactly. It's
I mean,
way
but I mean, like,
different,
yo,
bro.
like,
But
it-
in
it
grade
must get
12,
worse.
bro, I had my only like hard class was English.
So you just chilling the whole time. Man.
Mm-hmm.
That was like, bro, like that was like half the people, like in like a lot of the guys I know, bro. Like they would go to the bathroom, they would just smoke or they would do vape like the whole day, and they just come out like just fucked. And I mean like that, like you know, like to each their own, but like
I wouldn't like to get baked during my classes. I'd get baked like after school a little bit, but not even every day. But what I would really enjoy was getting baked and going to woodshop class. I fucking loved woodshop class, man.
Bro.
Because I would not like only for when I was like sanding my cutting board. Like if it was a big sanding day, I'd get baked, put my headphones on, and just sand.
Yo,
all
what about
day.
those machines? Can you like control your movements very like specifically?
Well, I
'Cause
wouldn't
know-
do it
'cause
if
I know
I was using
I
like
know
a
that's
big
just,
like
like-
saw
yeah, I
blades.
mean,
I would
like-
not go like.
Like yeah.
Bro, the
That's
fucking
what my
big-
mind
That's what I'm
goes
saying
to.
on like the sanding days. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
fucked. I'd be so scared.
No,
man.
that's a bit of a vibe actually.
Dude, I
yeah.
tweak, man. I tweak when I get high, man.
I don't. I'm pretty relaxed, I would say.
Well,
don't
I mean, it
think
depends on the
it's-
dose, but it's. I think when I was younger, like I took too much every time.
Yeah.
Like I would take way too much, and I just be like,
Bro,
oh
I
my
would take
God.
like in grade 9, I would take one puff of a J, and I'd be like,
Yeah, same, bro. It'd be like one, like I'd have like one hit, and I'd be going like that was like the first time. Like
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, man. And
Yeah.
I would just go like this. I'd like fucking turn
I
it and
know.
hold it, bro.
I know.
And I'd say fucked up shit, man.
Yeah.
Dude, like you get so out of pocket. I remember one time.
I know you just say some fucking stupid shit because you're
Yeah.
like a little kid who's high as fuck. Like,
Yeah, like what else do you do, bro? Like it's insane, man. But like I don't know. I don't get how people like. I don't know how kids like did that when they were young and they just kept doing it, man. Like their brain development must have been so skewed.
I know. I stopped like right away. Like I did it like twice.
No, bro. Like I didn't even want to go near drugs. I was so terrified of them because, like, I just saw what it was doing to some of my friends, and I only touched it when I was like 17. And then after that, like we had a fun summer. This is all I gotta say. It was
Yeah.
like I actually don't regret partying. I was
No,
so
no,
happy about
never.
it. It was so good. But like nowadays, like when I see it, like it's so sad because, bro, it's like people pull each other into like this feedback loop of degeneracy, and
I
they
know.
like fall off so
It's,
hard.
like one of my friends, he was like, now he's just like big into, he's just like, he kind of threw his life away. He's just,
Wow.
I was really close with him, and he's just hanging out with, like, he doesn't come from he doesn't come from a family with a lot of money either, so it was hard on him because he had to work a lot. But he was just hanging out with bad friends, and I don't know, he just started hanging with a crowd I didn't really enjoy, and I just didn't want to hang out with him anymore, and some bad things happened.
Shit.
And he's like, it's like I feel bad. Like he'll text me, he'd be like, "Hey man, like what's up?" And I just like I really don't want to see him. But it's like I feel bad because I used to be such good friends with him. But it's just like
No,
No,
I
I
actually had a very similar thing where like, yo, he's like my boy, man, like brother. And
Yes.
then,
yeah,
bro, like start hanging out with like people who think they're gangbangers and shit.
I know.
They do like
They
illegal
just
activity.
live in like a trap house. It's disgusting.
yeah.
I'm not trying to. I'm
Well,
not trying to be a part of that. Like,
Exactly. I don't want any of the problems that come with it, man. And like then they just started smoking so much weed, and then they're telling me like, yo, they gangbang and shit. And I'm like, bro, like come on.
Have you seen the graphs that lead to like lead blood poisoning to like crime statistics? Have you guys seen those
What?
too? Okay, so like
high correlation.
back when fuel had lead in it, a bunch of people would have like lead poisoning, and they would have like lead percentage in their blood.
Yeah.
And the ratio of like, there's a graph of amount of people, like percentage of lead per blood over like 20, 30 years, and then like a crime rate statistic, and it is the exact same line. It's like people who have like lead poisoning are like the source of crime.
Yo, I've seen that, and it's like it stays in your blood as well, so they don't even realize. And like generations after, they'll
Yeah.
also have lead poisoning.
Mhm.
They did studies on like these children who'd be like hyper aggressive, and the same thing they would find was that they would have
High lead in their
high
blood.
lead concentration in their blood. But also but when you're born like that, it's not like deposits really fast. So it's like they take like cerebral spinal fluid, and it's super high there because it's like deposits like in the the myelin and shit, or like just also the bloodstream as well.
Right.
and like that shit like just erodes your brain, man. Like it's just fucked. It also no, I got it wrong. It's because lead. What happens is like when it attaches to blood cells, is that it stops letting oxygen attach to the hemoglobin. So I think it's the same thing like carbon monoxide as well, where like it attaches and then like a allosteric inhibitor, and then like they just don't get oxygen, so their
Right.
brain just fucking erodes
Right.
in their head, and that happens to babies who like eat lead paint like really fast as well. Their brain just starts like eroding because it's just starving itself.
What do you mean
of oxygen.
eroding?
Like it just is hypoxic. It doesn't have any oxygen, so
Or
the
does
brain
it just,
actually
like-
dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it just dies.
Like the kid just dies, or they just
Or
get
the
like brain dead.
dies. Yeah, severe brain damage. That's why
That's-
most of the time like they go crazy, but like often like if it's just a little bit.
That's why like people working in like the thermometer labs or the thermometer
Yeah.
factories with all the mercury, they would just
Oh,
go like
yeah.
crazy because they.
Yo, mercury poisoning is crazy. Like dimethyl mercury, which was like shit that they put in like DDT and shit. Like it would go into the blood, like the fish,
Mm.
and people like nearby those power plants, or like it would eat the fish. Like they would like murder their families and shit, or
Yeah.
they like go crazy. Like I think this was like stories in like Japan and shit. Like I don't know. I used to watch like weird ass
Yeah.
YouTube videos.
I used to watch like the fucking like monster hunters and shit like that.
That
Like,
shit would like
Oh shit.
those thumbnails would like come up at you like at like 11 p.m. at night. You're just like watching some like chill YouTube videos, and then all of a sudden you like go down the rabbit hole.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
next thing you know, like,
Yeah, when you're
so
like,
fucked.
oh, when I was like 8 years old, I'd watch this guy called like Bill's, it's like Bill's channel. It was
Bill's
it was just like a bunch of, he would like deep dive in like all these photos of like mythical like monsters and like sightings
Oh.
and whatnot, and he would like debunk if they're real or not, and if they were real, like what it actually is. Like it was I was like super big into that.
Was
You
like
s-
how
was
many
it-
were
yo, was
real?
it scaring you though?
Like a lot of them were like obviously fake, and he'd be like, guys, like don't even like, are you serious? Like,
Okay.
that's like, well, like who could have guessed it's fake? Like mermaids aren't real, guys. And then there'd be this other one of like this super like massive shark or massive
Fuck.
crocodile, where it'd be like megalodon found on coast of blah blah blah, and it'd be like it's not actually a megalodon, it's just a really really big shark, and yes, it's real. Like
Oh shit.
Yeah.
For
That's
yo,
dope
for
as
me,
fuck.
the worst it got is I went times, and then I ended up searching this because I was curious. Like I was actually always like really curious about like faith and religion, but like one time I'm just like chill, like I wasn't expecting it to go bad, but I don't know why I didn't expect this to go bad, but I searched up and I found some shit on YouTube where it's like people explaining people who supposedly died and then like got revived or whatever,
Oh,
or like just like for enough time where they like went like they experienced hell.
Yes, I've seen that shit.
That shit had me actually like fucked for like a week.
Dude,
Like
that
it's like
would
people basically
scare me.
explaining like what it was like to go to hell. I guess
do you
the
think
kind
it was
of
real?
No.
no, but I
Because
think
it only happens within religious people.
I think the medical
Like,
the,
only
like the
religious
medical
people would
explanation was
say,
that
"Oh,
they like died for like the just like a small amount of time. I don't know what actually happened, but point being at the time I thought like it was legit,
yeah.
and like I was like on my
Like,
knees praying.
I
and
was
shit after
so
that,
scared
like,
of dying when I was
over.
a kid.
Oh, yo, same.
so
I'm actually still
afraid
scared
of
of
death.
dying. I'm still scared to die.
I don't think I'm really that like I just don't think about it anymore.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think about it, but when I think about it, like, you know, like, I actually think I might be a little distant from my emotions, because, like,
Me too.
like when I think about shit that's happened to me, like I think like, oh, I'd be pretty stoic about that. Like I wouldn't really mind. But depending on the thing, like when it's really like it's something I haven't experienced before, it hits me so hard, man.
Mhm.
Like, bro, like when I first broke up with Cal, man, that hit me like a Mack truck, and I was not ready for that.
What happened? Do you want to talk about it or not?
Not on the pod, but we
Not
can
on-
definitely talk
okay.
about it. Like, but like, dude, like some shit like that, like when it hits me, like I'm so scared. Like I started thinking about that. Like when that happened, I was like, okay, what else could happen to me that I'm not ready about? And bro, on like my Notion, like my little online notebook, I took the years of like that I have to live, average lifespan of a Canadian in 2023, which is 82.9. So I just like extrapolated and
Two.
I put
82.
82.9. Yeah.
That's gone up.
Yeah, it's gone up 13%
six.
consistently. No, just Google it, bro. That's the first thing that popped
No, I'm
up.
not trying to fact check you. I'm like, damn, that's short.
You think it's low? Oh shit. No, like the average lifespan.
But really, like once you're 80, life quality goes like way.
Bro, I swear my
down.
grandparents would be like 90.
Yeah, but it's like average. Like think about it. Like some people get heart attacks like when they're 45. You know?
Okay.
But like especially since stress has become like a huge thing and it's been fucking.
That's
Yeah.
what I think weed helps me so much with stress. I just like I'm never really stressed.
That's
ever.
good. That's the thing. Like I never like I'm so glad if things can like help people like just live better lives. Like that's good. Like I know like a lot of my friends who also just smoke weed a lot. Like it doesn't hurt them because they still work hard. They just like need it. Yo, like one of my coworkers, bro. This is definitely something I can't put up. But like one of my coworkers, bro, like he's high all the fucking time at work, bro, and you could never tell. And I didn't tell, but like one time, like I pulled up on him. I'm like, yo, what's up? And he's like, yo, like I'm just going for a smoke right now. I'm like, we just had lunch. He's like, yeah, what? What do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm high all the time. And he's like, you want to go smoke up with me? Right in front of the building, bro. Right in front of the building.
You're like
He's
allowed to
Dutch,
do
bro.
that.
Really? You're allowed to?
Yeah.
At work? Bro, I work for the federal government, man.
You can't be high in your job.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't.
It's
He was
stated
in
in your
office, though.
contract
Like,
that
maybe
you
if
will
you're at
not that you will
home,
be
like-
Yeah, well,
sober.
it depends what you're doing.
You can't even be
Yeah, he's a
at home
programmer.
because you're still on the
But
clock.
yo, he's good. Like, he's chilling, man. Like, he's just having a fun time. But yo, like, he's
Yo,
such a
if I
legend.
found that out, I'd be firing them immediately.
Oh yeah, he would definitely would be fine. Like,
Like-
he was low key about it, but he was just.
In fact, you don't even have to. It doesn't even. There's no reason. Like you're just in breach of your employee
Oh, yeah, yeah.
contract.
But
Yeah.
dude, like when he told me that, I was like, no way that happens. And then like every time I'd walk by the building, and it wouldn't be him. Like he wouldn't even be in office. Like oftentimes when I'm in office, I would smell some weed sometimes. Like I'd come out, and I just smell weed. I'm like, bro, how many people?
bro,
are
they need
high
to
on the
do.
job?
They need to do piss tests like they do in Suits.
Bro, but they don't, bro, because it's bro. Think about it, man. Like this is one of the biggest employers in Canada. Like you really think they're gonna like cut people off?
No,
because
but
of
are you
this?
not allowed to like smoke at all while you're working there, even in your own spare time? Because
Okay.
the piss test like detects weed in your body within
Mhm.
the last like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah. But, like,
Even
think about
Oh
it.
yeah,
if
no,
you're-
no, no, no. Of course, it's not actually like that.
No,
Because
no.
the reason they were doing that in Suits is because it was illegal, like federally. So it wasn't. It wasn't
Yeah.
more of the job. Like
Because like
so.
your judgment
'cause-
would be off.
No, no, not
Like-
because you're just been off. Because you are committing crime. Like you're committing like federal crime.
Right.
Oh,
That's
yeah, because,
that's
like,
why.
weed is actually illegal.
Right,
Weed
so-
is actually illegal. Yeah.
So
yeah.
no, you're right.
But
Never,
like,
never
yo,
mind,
but
yeah.
think about it. If like you're like running, let's say you're running like a company, and then you find out that all your employees are fucking high on the job, like I would remove all of them. Like,
really?
bro,
yeah,
like,
yeah, they're gone.
bro, because like, well, think about it. Like, if you're like running a government agency that's like dealing with policy, did you uncensor this? Ed?
Sensor?
Is this uncensored?
Yeah. it's
Okay, good.
fine.
I thought you like, never mind. Anyways, but if bro, like imagine if like all of your employees are just high as fuck every single day coming into work.
Yeah, that's
Like
a
on
huge
average, the
liability.
production for one
Well,
would be
I
lower.
think it's different. A lot of people, not me personally, but some people I know are like fully functioning stoners. Like they will wake up, 2 bowls, make breakfast, get ready, 1 more bowl, drive to work, like smoke the dappen all day, and then get home from work, bowl, like make dinner.
What do they
I
do at
actually know
work?
a lot of people like that as
Bowl.
well.
Like
Like it's like a big chunk. Like I'd say like maybe 10% of a lot of people I know like smoke
Yeah.
weed all the time.
Yeah.
Which is huge.
I don't like that.
No,
I
I
did that
could-
for a little bit when I
Really?
was working construction. Like I did that for like
yeah.
not really. Actually, not while I was working construction. Maybe not
I
not
know what
that
you mean,
much,
though,
but like I used to smoke a lot more than I do now.
Mm-hmm. But I get what you mean. Like I think like yo like there was like a small period in June of like so long ago because my buddy bought me a dab pen for my birthday, so James and I were fucked like every night. Like we were just
Like the
fucked.
huge one,
No,
or no? That's
it was like a regular dispenser,
Okay,
Little
right.
tiny one.
dispo pen.
James is like a
What'd you say?
fucked one though.
Little tiny one.
Yeah. What?
James is like a really big one, no?
No, not anymore. He
I
probably did, but I don't know. He stopped.
Because
smoking
last
weed.
time I visited, he had at your house. He pulled out this like huge like dab pen. It was, like,
Oh, I don't think that
massive.
was his.
Oh, did he?
I think that was
No, it was
somebody else's.
his.
Oh, he did.
No, that's a cat. Maybe it might have been my dad's. My dad is a bro. My dad's a stoner.
Really? That's sick.
James,
But-
Have you ever
James-
smoked with him?
Yeah, I have. That was sick as fuck. The thing is, I tweak and I like rarely do it. So every time, like when my tolerance drops, I get a little bit. I tweak so fucking hard, like, and he has a pipe, man.
I don't think smoking with my dad would ever happen in my entire life.
Really?
I don't think it will ever happen.
Do you think it would be fun if it did happen though?
I wish he smoked. He'd be so much more relaxed.
Yo, my dad, like he has like, he has like stress. He gets really stressed. He gets like pretty
Yeah.
quick, short fused. But when he's high, like he's just so mellow. He just chills. So he just loves it, man. And like, he's a functional stoner. Like he's living it, man. But that's why like I was so scared of drugs, because like I knew it was happening when I was a kid, and I was like, I don't really want to be like around that. He also used to be a chain smoker, but I'm so
Like
glad.
ciggies or like
Yeah, ciggies, bro, cigs, man. But he got off of that, and instead he
good.
just smokes weed. So I was like, you know what, better for that.
Yeah.
Even
I've
though,
never
like,
I've never had a dart.
me neither. I'm so glad. I'll never have a dart actually,
Mm.
bro. Like,
I'll hit a vape like once every 6 months, like if I'm really drunk.
yeah, I'd
But
hit
like
a vape.
I don't really.
That's
like,
like so facts. I've only hit a
vape
vape
ever.
when I was drunk.
Vapes put a lot of these kids onto nicotine.
Yes,
It's
true.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm
These
so
kids are-
glad I'm not
kids are
addicted to
nicotine
nicotine.
addicts.
Like that's like a big thing. Like a lot of people are addicted to
I
nicotine.
can see why they're
A
addicted
lot,
though. I
yeah.
smoked like maybe 3 cigars in my life.
We know some people that got off the
Cigars at prom was fun.
Yo,
Cigars at
yeah.
prom was so much fun.
Yeah.
That picture we have.
Yo,
with the
that's
cig-
so sick.
I
that
love
was
that
so
picture.
sick. That was actually sick as fuck, man.
Yo,
That
I
was the
gotta go
first
for a
time.
bathroom break.
Yeah, keep going. But cigars, so dope, man. We had
You gotta
that
be
was
you
the
gotta be
third
more
time.
you gotta be successful though. You
I know. That's why I
you
want to
can't-
save
you
it.
can't- You can't be out here.
Yo, yeah, we went to Montreal. So nice, bro. Yo,
Yeah,
just go to the bathroom.
Those are legit, yeah.
But yo, like when I was like when we went to Queens, that was the second time I had cigars. First time was
Yeah.
at like prom. Second time was at Queens. Third
Yeah.
time was at Montreal. And then I did the fourth time because I still had some back at Queens on Canada Day when I came home, because I just had a little bit left. Like I had like a chop,
Well, you're so weird with that, man. Why are you keeping these? They're like this small, man.
dude. Because
throw that
I
shit
just
out.
wanted to feel it, bro. I just wanted to
You're
feel
all
it.
about the experience, huh?
It was Canada Day.
Alright.
It was after the thing.
When was Canada?
It's cause I went to go see. I went to see, man, and he has
I remember
cigars.
that.
So I was like, I had a little bit of cigar, and then
Right.
so I just pulled up after. It was after like we took the firework photos, and I was just
Yeah,
feeling
yeah.
nice. And I'm like, I just want to be by myself right now. I went for a walk. I was smoking a cigar, and I was just like, cause this was after I broke up with Cal too. So I was just like, I was really trying to like, I don't know.
Yo,
man.
based on what you said would have happened to you in terms of how you would react to that versus how you actually react to that, how would you say that was different?
Completely different. I thought it was gonna be like the first few days. It was exactly how I thought, which was like this. I'd move on. Like I'd be so grateful, and I would just like enjoy my experience,
Yeah.
enjoy the memories, and move on. The first few days, I was actually completely fine. It was actually the first week and a half
Yeah.
until Freddie, like literally until like yo like like amazing. I'm so sorry that happened to you. And I was like, oh. Like literally he said that and I was like, oh, and it started like flashing back a little bit too much. And then afterwards,
How can you let another person
Bro,
dictate it like that?
think how fragile you are after
Because
shit
either
like
no,
that.
but what I'm saying is that either you missed that data point when you were predicting how you would have reacted, or it's fallacious. Could there be any other Could there be any
No,
other
that's a good point.
reality?
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a lot of bugs. No, it was like yeah, it's just I think it's more like when you don't
Like
really,
either you're worrying about nothing or he's right.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's right about what? Like all he said was but like yo, for context, this is the question. He asked based like what's the difference between how I felt, how I thought I would feel when I broke up with my girlfriend, and how
You
fuck.
broke up with her.
Yeah.
Classic. Broke up with her is fucking sad now.
I hate having I want to talk about the idea of this, but I want to make it habit to not talk about my personal life on the pod, but it's whatever. I'll just edit and post.
I mean, supposedly this is no longer your personal life.
supposedly. Anyways, but like, yeah, like this is just how I felt. So, you know, like I thought that I'd be fine. And the first few days I was fine. Like I just felt grateful and I was like, this is over. I'm ready to move on. Like it is what it is. And I was fine for like maybe a week and a bit until like And obviously, you have moments where you're like, oh shit, whatever. But like, I was like, overall, like, I would just flip right back to be like, yeah, I'm good. Until one of my boys he came up to me and he was saying like, yo, like, John, I'm so sorry. So sorry that happened to you. And I was like, oh, like, it hit me. I was like, yeah, she was amazing. She was amazing. And like, for the rest of the day, I couldn't stop thinking about it. And then later that day, we went to McDonald's and we were just talking about like bad gal. We talked about Central C's girl, Madeline Argy. And I was like, yo, she's gorgeous.
Central C, is it the one that's like, how can I be gay?
Yeah, that's it. How can I be homophobic?
Oh, yeah.
How can I be gay? You watched the sus versions of them?
I heard
Central C.
one time, one of my friends was like, how can I be gay? My bitch is homophobic.
that's facts, bro. No, yo, Central C is just so wise. But yeah, like his girl, Madeline Argy, is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about like, I don't remember what we talked about, but like we were just we just said Madeline Argy is gorgeous,
Right.
and same day he hit me with it. So
Fucking clueless.
yeah, bro. It just
People
hit me
don't
again.
like catch on, like, you don't say
I
that.
was like, what the
But like
fuck?
me, I'm one of those people. I don't catch on. Like I've said something like not.
Yo, he just felt like he winning. Yeah, that's what happened. He's winning right now. He feels really good. He
That's good.
graduated his program, and now he got the girl that he crushed on.
He's
since he was
looking
young.
buff as fuck.
Yeah, he's winning. He's winning. And I love.
Shout out to man.
Yeah, shout out to love you, bro. But like, yo, like I don't think he really noticed, and I didn't really react. But like inside, bro, that fucked me up. I was like, fuck, like holy shit. I went home that night and I was talking to her because like we were still gonna be friends, and that's why it was fine for me. And what I was telling him was that the idea of actually like losing that like didn't really cross my mind because we would still be friends afterwards.
Yeah, when I broke up with, it was like a bit of a relief because it was like during COVID and I wasn't seeing her it was really bad actually. I was like on Discord with the boys playing Minecraft and she like had to be FaceTiming while I was playing Minecraft. So she would just like watch me play Minecraft. Like, cause I'd be like, had my headphones on, like listening to music, and she just like would want to FaceTime me. It was just like really weird. And it made me like uncomfortable, and I couldn't feel like I could be my own person. I felt like she had to be like a part of me, and I just feel like it was a bit too one-sided, and I had to get out. And I broke up with her very awfully. I did it over like Snapchat, and I didn't even like make it clean. Like,
That's what happens when
It
you
was
write
COVID.
it.
What are you gonna
I
do?
was like,
What
I think we need a break, and then just like never like. I said I think we need to go on a break, and then.
Damn.
I didn't even say like let's break up or like let's hang out like and talk. I was just like too scared. I was like, I was a little kid. I was 16.
Yeah, of course. When you're young like that, it's fine. But like, yo, it was 2 years we were together, and we were pretty mature. Like, it was actually a really nice breakup. That's why I felt so fine, because like we were crying, we were having a nice time with.
But I was really sad later on, like a few months
it hit
after,
you later.
it hit me. Like at first I was like, thank fuck, like I'm out.
Yeah. Okay, but that's like graduation goggles. Like you're out, and then you're like, oh shit, like maybe like it was not as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah.
But
Well, like, but then I also don't remember how like it actually was. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's
I was just a bit sad after, cause like I won't talk about this, but I was just a bit sad after.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like I've had that where it's like, you just feel alone. You like feel like
You
oh
just
shit,
miss having a girlfriend.
Exactly. Like you feel like damn. Like am I just unwanted? Like why? Like could I even have that again? Like how does that even happen? And
I
how
mean, we
feel.
didn't even date for that long. It was like 6 months.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
that's like decent.
no, yeah. When you're younger, like
That was my first relationship too.
Shit.
First like real relationship.
Yeah. But yeah, like I
And
know what you
only
mean.
one actually.
You never dated anyone else, bro. That's crazy, man. What like are you looking for a gal? Actually, I want to finish what I was saying. So,
Yeah.
like, yeah, man. Like it didn't hit me like, cause like I didn't think the idea of losing her was like real. And then like I have these like, I get like really I guess like I have like I can like really visualize how things play out. And like I could see like over time like you just get like it would dim out like slowly you would stop talking, and I realized like how fast that's gonna happen, which it would cut off probably by the end of the summer. And when I thought about that, I was like, oh shit, like in like 2 months, I'm never gonna talk to this girl again.
Mm.
Like we might talk, but it's like it'll never be the same. And thinking about that was like, oh shit. And then
Because she's leaving, or
no, it's just like
Oh.
we broke up. There's like,
okay,
after university, like what's the reason for us to talk? You know,
right,
like,
right.
just slowly fades
But
away.
do you guys still talk today? Yeah.
Hey. But no, it turned out a little bit differently. I don't know. I'm still in it, bro. I'm still in it. So she could be watching right now. What's up, Cal? I love you, miss you.
Uh-oh.
Yo, we literally talk all the time still. Like
That's
it's
good.
insane.
That's good.
The situation, I don't know. I'm not gonna.
It's okay.
But
you
like-
don't have to get into
But
it,
like
man.
the feeling was like crazy, and so when it hit me, like, dude, I was actually like, bro, I was fucked for like a week.
Mm.
Actually, like for like the past 2 weeks, I've been like fucked. It's been getting better, but like not in the right way. Well, yeah.
We can ease around the subject now.
We can just ease around it. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
all right.
you're back.
Yeah.
But yeah, yo, like, I don't know, man. Like, Shit's crazy.
I love that James is listening.
I
That's
know,
so
it's
great.
so
What's up?
sick.
What's up, James?
Shout
Yeah,
out to
just
my
for
boy.
context, bro. James just texted Johnny. He's like, "Yo, put the audio back."
this pod is actually gonna be so interesting watching this back, bro. It's gonna
Yes,
be
man.
so
I'm so
funny.
excited to watch like this a year from now.
Yo, that's the craziest thing.
That's
like
the
when
reason
we
we started.
when we bought,
actually.
yeah, exactly. Like that's the essence. We want to like.
Dude, we gotta
capture
do the
our
cooking
journey.
one though. We gotta do the
Dude,
cooking
we
one.
for
That's
sure
gonna be
will.
so
That's
sick.
gonna be so
Let's set it
sick.
up.
Later on, like my parents are building a new house right now. When that's set
What?
up, we could like
Really?
have a whole setup.
Where are they
there.
building it?
In Britannia.
They're building it in Britannia.
Did you grow up
It's
in Britannia?
No. It's behind Logan's house. Be his backdoor neighbor.
Is it
his
like-
diagonal backdoor neighbor?
Is it like almost done? Like you're almost set?
It should be done by like Christmas, but probably not. Like maybe a little bit
Okay,
after
okay.
Christmas.
That's the timeline for the cookie video. I see. I
Oh
see.
yeah.
But yo, yeah, like when we were we were watching, like even now when I watch it back, like just seeing the shit that I would say or talk about, or how I think like I could literally put myself in the frame of mind. It's like how like I started writing as well, like just writing my
Great.
day, yeah, like journaling.
Yeah.
And
I want to do dream journals.
yo, that's sick. You should do that, bro.
I have sick dreams. I've never like I'll tell people about my dreams and like people don't have a lot of people when they smoke weed, they lose dreams. They stop dreaming and it's just
Forever?
black when they go to sleep.
That's
Well, until
tough.
they stop smoking again.
Oh,
But for me, I always dream no matter what. Like maybe
really?
if I'm like super drunk, I won't dream maybe or I just won't remember. But 90% of nights I have like very vivid dreams.
When do you dream? Like, do you dream during the night? Me, like when I talk about lucid dreaming, it's because like I start off my sleep like I'm imagining like something happening, and then like I slowly fade into the story, and
Mm.
like evolves into something
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
But right at the start, I'm always lucid dreaming, and it's very like maybe every other week for like a week straight, I like have dreams in the middle of it. But most of the time, my dreams are like the start of the sleep.
Me, it's like
disappears.
all night. I have dreams like all night.
Really?
Every night, all night.
That's like so lucky, bro. That
It's
sounds
gr-
sick.
I,
as fuck.
I really enjoy sleeping because I have great dreams. Like
When I was a
life is
kid, it was like that, dude. Yeah, when I was a
Yeah.
kid, I actually used to dream a lot.
because our imagination as a kid, it's like
yeah,
it's like oh my god, man! Like a stuffed animal can be like a whole person. Like
yeah,
you don't
yo,
have,
shit
like,
that.
you don't have a grasp on like what's real. Like because when you're a kid, you have to be open to so many new concepts because like you might not know what like a reclining chair is.
Yeah,
That's a good
It's
way to
like
put it, yeah.
like you see a chair, you'll have no idea it can recline. So it's like, and then once that you see your dad just like reclining, you're like, what?
yeah.
So then it's like, well, like, what if my shoes start like flying? Like, it's like
Yeah, you don't know the
you
constraints of
don't,
reality.
yeah, you don't know what's like what you don't know physics when you're a kid. Like you don't
Yeah.
know like,
Yeah, you just think of the craziest
yeah,
shit.
you're just like, let's go sit on a cloud. Like you don't understand
Is that
that
the kind of
cloud is
dreams you
just.
have? My dreams are always fucking like.
Well, not
weird.
that. I'm just saying, like, when you're a kid, you'd be like, man, like, I want to eat the cotton candy clouds because, like, they look like cotton candy and you, like,
Yeah.
want to eat them and go sit on them. But you don't realize it's, like,
That's so
a
wholesome. and
vapor
cute.
cloud that you would just fall through. Like,
Yeah, yo, I would always have like my dreams. I honestly had like borderline nightmares every time I dreamed.
as a kid, when I was a kid, I had a lot of, I haven't had a nightmare in years.
No, I'd never have nightmares now. But like when I was a kid, almost exclusively
like
nightmares.
wolves. I would always have, like, nightmares. I'd be, like, in a zombie apocalypse and there'd be, like, werewolves
Yo,
chasing
zombie
me.
apocalypse dreams
one-
hit.
I had this one, like, reoccurring dream where I was,
Those are fuck.
yeah, I've had some like very reoccurring dreams, like multiple, like,
Holy shit.
and so this is one like very vivid. I remember this. It was like me in my house, and there's a big bad wolf, like outside our house, like trying to get in, and me and my sisters are the three little pigs, and we're trying to like make it to our parents' room because that's like the safe spot. And it was like so real. It was insane. But I had that dream like 4 or 5 times.
Fuck. Yo, I've actually had like a really cryptic fucking recurring dream. I've only had one recurring dream. That's why like I was so like shaken aback by it, because I never had anything since then or anything before then. And it was like, bro, like it reminds me a lot. Like there's this one. Have you ever watched like the video game Corpse Party ever played anywhere? Nah, it's okay.
No.
But like yeah, that connection would like it would go immediately like that if you knew it. But like it would be so like we would start in like a room and we'd do like a ritual or some shit. Like we'd say some like tongue shit, and then like a portal would open up below us and we'd all fall through, and we'd fall in like this very like it was like a school. We'd fall in this like this field. And you know, like now that I think about it, it's not like the midsummer kind of thing, but this was before midsummer. But there was like we would fall around, like we'd fall all around like this huge cross, and it was like there's like flower beds, like a circle path leading up to the entrance of the school, and beside it was like portables, like that. Like the vision is so clear because I had it like 7 times, like so many times, and there was like portables like stacked, like just in line, all the way up to the school, and like I would always be with a group of like different people. You know, the only person who was always there was like you. For some reason, she was in those dreams every single time, but every other time, like the groups were different, and we would go into the school, and we would be like looking for something. I don't know, but like it was like we needed something to get back out. Like we purposely went in like a thrill, and then we had to like do something to escape, and like the school was like it was like weird. Like all the rooms would be like different and shit. Like they'd have like different like architecture. Something would be like big and strong. But every time we'd be running away from like something different. But it would always be something super creepy that I'd always be so scared of. Like one of the times we were just running away from like this black goo with black hands coming out, and that was like swarming in the rooms. That was scary. But like it would always be weird cryptic shit, and I don't even remember all of it. But I just remember like every time everyone would die, and I would see them die. Like I would see them die, or like I'd hear them like getting like catched it, and then like we would collect it. Like it's like fucking Slender Man. We'd like collect.
I've only ever
like,
died in
papers.
one dream.
Yo, I died a lot in my dreams.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't you wake up right away?
Yeah. Well, not always. That's a different thing. But I never died in these dreams. I would always escape with Nina, and we do the ritual, jump through the portal, be like, fuck, they just all died, and that just happened like randomly across like the span of 2 years. Like I just have that dream again and be like, why the fuck did I think of that?
I have like a few lucid dreams that I remember very vividly. Like
Some of my dreams, I just like die, and then some of them I would just fall into like an infinite loophole.
How do you wake up when you die?
Yeah. Or when something.
Like that's what happens to
Yo.
me. Yeah, like
one time I like.
One time, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh. One time like falling in the sky, and before I hit the ground, I like teleport, or like the scene repeats, and I'm back up in the sky and falling again. It's like.
oh, that's fucked if you can't get out.
Oh yeah,
That's
crazy.
fucked.
This guy falls to the void in
Like, a
Minecraft.
loop before. Like,
You've
when
gone
I was
into a loop?
streaming. I got caught in a loop once.
I've never been in a
Jeez.
loop. That's crazy. That's
That's
terrifying.
scary.
Okay, so one time I
That's
was
even
like
more scary,
sleeping
yeah.
like against my wall kind of, and I like jumped off a cliff, and like as I was like landing, I like woke up and fucking smacked my head on the floor. And so I thought, not the floor, on the wall that was like right next to me. So I thought I like died. I thought I was like dead for a little bit because like I hit my head on the wall. So I thought I actually like impacted and hit the floor. I thought I was dead for like 20 seconds.
That's fucked.
Like I thought I was.
Were you
this
like
is in, like, grade
recuperating? Were
9.
you like thinking like, oh shit?
Because
like,
I like landed, it was like early in the morning, and I just like boom, and then like, cause I like went like this, and then like smacked my head on the wall like as I woke
Yeah.
up. So I literally thought I was dead.
That's
for a little
fucked,
bit.
dude. I did a lot of times, and I would wake up immediately, and I'd feel the pain as well. But like the one, like I remember when I was like a young kid, like maybe I was like 9 or 10. I had a dream where I was like in one of my rooms. It was like this is my little brother's room, and I was just chilling in there, and like a vampire came and like bit me on my neck, and I just died. Like I felt the pain, and I was dead, and I felt the pain, and I felt like my life drain out of me. And then like I was like it like panned of me like looking at my dead body like a
Oh yeah.
like a cinema, like a
Yeah.
movie. Like, just
I
going
think
up.
something like that has had to have happened in one of my dreams.
That's
for sure.
fucked. That's so fucking weird watching
Yeah.
you die. Most times though, it's like first person, and like something happens, and I'm like, I've been shot a lot of my dreams.
Yeah.
Like I've been like trying to protect
like,
somebody, and
scary.
it's like, pow, and I'm
No,
just dead.
I'll just be like chilling in like a McDonald's or some random shit in one of my dreams, and some like group of hoodlums walks in, starts like robbing the place, and I'll just
Oh,
get like shot.
fuck.
Are
in
you
the
suffering
crossfire.
during it? Like in terms
Yeah.
of scary, like is it actually like scary?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
I've had
yes.
some, like
It's
when
like
I was a kid, like I had some like I think I had like 2 or like 3 episodes at night where like I was actually like psychotic, like I was like pulling, like I ran to my parents' room, but like they tried to like stop it, but I was like pulling my hair out and shit.
I didn't.
Like, I
I didn't
was-
go that far.
I know. I
I
didn't.
recuperated when I
Like
woke
once
up.
I would wake up, it'd be fine.
No, so I've had I've had dreams like nightmares like that, but like I had like 2 or 3 times like I was very very young, and like I only remember like parts of the dream, and it was like very weird. Like it was very weird. I can't like I can only sort of like describe like the texture of the environment, and then like, but like yeah, like I do
It's
remember.
another dimension, bro.
I do remember
Yo.
being like completely.
But describe it. No,
psych-
I've never had that. I've just woken up and I'm like, oh, that was a dream. Let's keep going.
All I remember is that because the thing is, it was like a panic attack. So I know it because I experienced that as well in grade 8, when it's like you're like eternally, not scared. Not the right even word to explain. Like you're like eternally like you
Paranoid?
feel yeah like paranoid. That's the right word because you feel eternally fucked, but like everything's okay. And people be like
Like
everything's
you wake up and you're still
like it's
paranoid.
okay, like it's okay, like it's okay, like everything's fine. But you're just like
But like,
you're
what
still like fucked.
made you feel like that though? Like how could you? Be
Yo,
so
I think I
terrified?
thought I was dying actually.
You just thought.
Like
you
I
were
think I
dying.
thought like my life was over.
But like, what made you think that?
What's that?
What made you think that? You said the texture, bro. Like, what? You sent like a fucking like.
I'm not saying that's why. I'm just saying that's all I remember. Like all I remember is kind of like the only I remember like I feel like there was like a few rooms, like maybe like 2, 3, or 4 rooms that I was just like placed into, and like I only remember the texture of like one of the rooms like very very and it's kind of, but I guess what they all shared in common was that it was endless in terms of like right like you look forward, you look around, like it's all the same, and it's kind of like this like the texture. I mean, it won't really give like it'll just give context, like it doesn't really explain it, but it's like the texture happened to be like kind of like yellowish, almost like quicksand in terms of like, but it's just like there's nobody there for like thousands of kilometers, so it's kind
you're
of
like
just,
in a desert or some shit.
yeah like like it's it's completely deserted, but it's also like very like sort of like animated, like manufactured, like it's not like on Earth, so
Bro,
it's
talk
like a
about the
dungeon.
back rooms, bro.
What's that?
Like talking like the back rooms.
Yeah.
I used to like whenever I would have like a fever or like a headache or whatever,
Yes.
I'd have these like really bad fever dreams where there was this weird sound that would play, and all this my dream would be is this like sound. It's just like gray dream, and there's sound, and then there was like,
That's fucking
there was, like,
scary.
Yeah.
thick sound, thin sound.
Yo,
it's like, I don't know how
sound
to
is
describe
different.
it, but it's like
I
it
know
was
what
like
you're talking
a
about.
feeling in like
No.
my tongue and ears, and where it would change consistency of like vibration, and it was like
Wow.
it was just like really
Do
awful.
you think that's
and
like-
I would have that. I've had that probably upwards of 20 times.
What
I've had
the
that dream.
Fuck. Do you think that's like you're like, bro? Like, what if that's like the simulation, bro, and you're pulling out of it? It's like your brain's, like, recalibrating.
hold on. No, but it's seriously
No,
because
but think about it, bro. Like, it's like default settings, man. It's like recalibrating. It's like,
But
that's fucking scary.
whenever, and it happened recently when I was in Banff. I had a really
do you
bad
know like
fever.
what? Oh, it's just fever.
Was whenever I'm like really sick,
Holy
I
shit.
have like really fucked dreams where it's
Okay.
just like I used to have them a lot as a kid, and I'll have them
Wow.
like once every like 2 years, like nowadays.
Damn.
You're
Where
experiencing
it's just
a
like
glitch.
it's just like there's no visuals. It's just like gray static, and it's like a static sound. Like, but I can like feel the consistency.
Dude, like that's giving me shivers.
I can
bro.
Yeah.
feel the consistency of the sound in my mouth.
I know. I like. I
So-
can. Bro, I'm actually. That scares me so much.
You've
Like,
had that.
I haven't had that, but
But
like,
you-
like you're the way you're describing it, that sounds so terrifying.
It's like
bro.
really scary.
That's
It's
so
like
eerie.
It's like, and it's only that. There's nothing else. It's only that
That's fucked, bro. That's actually scary.
for like a while too.
I kind of want to experience that because like sounds scary. But
It's like fun. It's like it's
yeah, like scary shit's
But
like
really
these things get
fun.
kind of fun like when you get older. Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
right? Like,
Yo,
it's
one
good
time
feeling.
when I went to a roller coaster park, and then I remember going to sleep, and this was fucking sick. Like, I remember going to the roller coaster park, and then afterwards, whenever I would close my eyes, I would feel like bodily wise, I would feel like the change in altitude.
oh yeah. Yo, that
Like
happens.
I was
if
still
you go,
on it,
If you go
Wave
and
pool.
that
sailing,
shit was
if
sick.
Aiden
Yeah.
and Josh went sailing in Florida. Like Aiden, you know Aiden and Josh.
Yeah.
They went sailing on his dad's boat in Florida, and they were on the water for like 6 hours. And when they got back, it felt like they were still like rocking back and forth. They were like back in
Yeah.
like Josh's dad's house or whatever. And it just felt like they were like rocking back.
That's how I
Such a
feel
good
like after
sensation.
being in the wave pool for like hours at Calypso. And I
Mm.
used to go a lot, so like I'd come back and have that vertigo where I'd be like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. And it'd last like until I woke up.
Yo.
Yo, the but as you're talking about like the scary shit, like you get interested in it. Like I'd have sleep paralysis, and I used to get it because like back in like grade 11, grade 12, I was sleeping really inconsistently because I was working really hard. So I would just stay up. And I would like go to bed like for 8 hours and then 3 hours, and sometimes I'd wake up in the middle of the.
That's like in retrospect, those kind of like periods of times in your
Yeah.
life are like so crazy.
Those are crazy, bro.
like
but
those
like
are the craziest.
I was like,
experiences.
I think it was like maybe grade 12. Like I was having like the whole from grade 11 to grade 12, I was having a lot of sleep paralysis. Like every time I would like wake up in the middle of the night or in the middle of the day, and I'd go back to sleep, I would have sleep paralysis like that. Every time I'd go back to sleep from being in REM sleep, I would just like be fucked, and I'd see the weirdest shit. The first time I ever had it was I think I was studying for like a geography midterm, And I remember like I just took a nap in like the middle of the day, it was like 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. and like it was just the afternoon, and I remember like it hit me, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? I'm like, this is sleep paralysis, because I could see like my whole room, and I was like trying to get up, and I was like, fuck, I can't. And then like I was like screaming, I was like, yo, let me get out of this, like what the fuck is happening? And I literally like imagined myself falling out of the bed and then coming back up to the thing. I'd be like, what the fuck's happening? And then I woke up, and I just stood up like this, and I was just like, and James was like playing video games because we used to share a room, so he's right there. I'm like, dude, James, like, did you not hear me screaming? Like, you didn't help me, you didn't do it. He's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, okay, fuck, I think I just had sleep paralysis. If I fall back asleep because I feel tired, like right now, like, and I had a full conversation with him, and I was like, you have to wake me up, like, you have to. And he was like, yeah, I'll do it. And we were just talking about the video game, like, because I was trying to stay awake, and we were just talking, and then I was like falling back asleep, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, James, I'm falling back asleep, and he's like just still talking, and I just faded back, and like it was like blank. It was like blank, and I was asleep again. And like I remember like I was in it again. I was having sleep paralysis. Like, James, fuck, help me. And like when you have sleep paralysis, like you have like a huge wave of dread. Like every single time, like you just have a feeling of dread because you can't move. And it's like the most intense anxiety I've ever had in my life. And like I was like, what the fuck's happening? Like I was so scared. And then I woke up again, and I was like, James, why the fuck didn't you wake me up again? And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, dude, like, actually, I remember like 2 hours ago, John, you just went up like this, and you looked at me, and you went, huh, and fell right back asleep, but you didn't say anything. And I thought that was weird. And I was like, are you serious? Are you fucking with me, James? And he was like, no, like you didn't say anything. And I just kept saying, like, you're fucking with me, you're being an idiot. Like, no, John, like, I swear to God, like, on my life, like, you just sat up and sat back down. And that freaked me the fuck out.
That's crazy.
And ever since then, I was so interested in sleep paralysis. And like I kept having weird dreams, and like I've had some scary dreams. Like I had a sleep paralysis demon pull up. But it's like
when I was a kid, what do you mean sleep paralysis demon? Like when people say that,
they say it's like a recurrent thing. Like no, I've just seen like a weird thing pop up, and I'd be like, oh, but like I wouldn't be like terrified to my core, because I knew that wasn't real, because I got used to it. But like the scariest thing that ever happened to me when I was on sleep paralysis is when I knew how to recreate it, and I knew I was in a state susceptible to sleep paralysis, and I was thinking, let me just let it happen. So like I was making myself go, and I felt like myself like drifting up, and I was like, okay, like I'm going into it. Okay. And I closed my eyes, and like I knew that it was really sensitive. Like if I tried if I did anything other than keep focusing on trying to go to sleep, I'd be out of it. But like I was really trying to push it, and like the more I was doing it, like it was like static, like on its TV screen. It was like coming towards me.
Yeah.
And it was like getting more and more intense like that. And then like out of nowhere, like have you seen It? Have you seen like the new one where like they were flashing through like the projector, and it was like images.
Yeah.
It was like that, like images in front of me were like flipping, and it was like going do, and it started speeding up, literally like in It, and it was like speeding up, do, and then like it switched like faces. So I was just seeing faces, and it was going do. It was just switching different faces. I didn't recognize them. Like, who are these people?
Right.
I was just switching to weird faces, and then like as it was like going, like the same face every fourth, and then every third, the same face was popping up, and it was like going that, and it was getting faster and faster and faster. And then the more I was like forcing myself to stay in it, like the dread was like unbearable. Like I was so scared, but I literally felt like my heart beating, and I felt myself breathing, and I had no control over my breath, because I was like in it. So I was going like, I was like, what the fuck's going on? I was panting so hard, and like this face like kept getting closer and closer and closer, and like I could see so clearly, and I could still fucking draw it right now. Like literally the day after, I started practicing drawing because I wanted to draw it, and I never did. I could probably draw it right now, but like the face just started flickering, and it was like right at me, and this guy was like smiling, and it was like a normal face, but like it was like a guy smiling. He had high cheekbones, he had like a nice diamond face, and he had like Like his hair was like kind of semi-long, semi-short, and he was just looking at me, and like it was just like static, and like it like kind of got louder in my ears. I couldn't even describe it as static,
Yeah.
but like my ears felt like
I think I know what you're talking
it
about.
was like something was yelling at me.
Yeah.
and, like-
Yes. Those dreams I was talking about earlier, like that would happen. Like
Yeah, but like it wasn't like I didn't hear anything
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
particular, but just
But
felt
like you
like
know, it's like feels like someone's yelling
yeah,
at you.
something was yelling
Yeah,
at me,
yeah.
and it was like looking at me dead in the eyes, and then like I couldn't even hold it anymore, and I just woke up and I was like, what the fuck was that? Like that was so terrifying because and like it wasn't even scared because I didn't know why I was scared, but like I thought it was like a bad omen. Like I thought if I ever saw that face, I'd recognize it immediately and I'd like get the fuck away from them. But I swear to God, I could like draw this face.
Right.
And like the day after, I practiced and like I was like I need to like learn how to draw this face. I never did, but I swear to God, I could draw it right now. And like
It's a whiteboard.
yo, wallahi, if we had whiteboard markers, dude,
Just
but like.
scratch it into the whiteboard.
Yeah, it's just fucking like
Who comes though?
so sketchy to see like a fucking.
That is
But it's like a
sketchy.
normal guy's face.
Right,
He was
right.
just smiling, looking at me like death stare. Yeah, it was like that, but it was more like.
Yo, take a normal guy with smile, put some
Yeah.
creepy music over it. It's over.
Yeah.
But yo, there
it
was
was so scary.
last time I did dreams at like John's house. The night when I went to sleep, I like broke through the dream barrier. I was like in my brain. I was like for a second I wasn't like me like with my like I wasn't like what I was seeing. I was like I was like behind what I was seeing. I was like in my brain and I could see the dream like I was like watching myself have a dream.
Oh, fuck.
I like broke through the dream barrier
Oh.
where I was actually inside my own brain and I could like see how everything was like running. It was like
What the
crazy.
fuck?
That's
Was that
mad.
when you were trying to sleep?
Insane.
That's
when
mad.
when I did fall, I was sleeping.
Oh,
I
shit.
was able to visualize. I was able to see me having a dream.
That's fucking
That's
weird.
It was
real
crazy.
lucid shit.
What like did you see like were you like looking at yourself and like
No,
like
I
a
was like
dream was
so
popping up?
so I was laying down. Think of you being in a dream. I was inside of my brain watching myself have a dream.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's crazy.
like it's like you're watching like a TV screen.
Like kind of, but not really. I was just watching myself in a dream. I was just watching myself have a dream.
Like were you like I'm sleeping right here and then you were just doing this?
No, I wasn't like facing myself. I was like behind myself. I was like behind my eyes. I was like in my because my eyes were closed, right? Because the like when your
so
eyes
that's what
are
I'm saying. It's like a TV screen. Like you were just like
kind of. I was like behind but it was like in my brain. It was weird. It's
That's
hard to
fucking weird,
describe.
bro.
But
Do
I
you
was watching
guys-
myself have a dream.
Do you have deja vu a lot?
Yeah.
Do you think like that shit's real? Because I have like more like deja
I have a lot of deja vu when I'm dreaming. I was like, wait, nope, I've dreamed this before. Like I know I'm in a dream. Like boom.
Oh,
Like
no.
it happens
I
just
have
like
it like
that.
real
But
life.
in real life, yeah.
Dude, that shit's so freaky because it's like dreams I have like way in the past,
Mm.
and it would be like events I had never imagined. Like I remember I had a dream that I was like on a field, and like I could picture the field so perfectly. It was a football field. I saw like this
I gotta tell you about something after.
Okay, yeah. But I remember like I saw like the fucking how do I forget the name of the fucking goalpost? But like I saw the yellow goalpost, I saw the field, and there was a guy in front of me, and I recognized the guy's face. And then like I had this dream like years ago, and then like I was playing football and we were practicing on this new field, and then I was just like, holy shit, I've seen this before. I've seen you before, Ethan. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, bro, like I just had deja vu, and I have that shit like all the time.
Mm.
Like I'd be doing shit and I'd be like, oh my god, I've seen this before. And it's actually stopped very recently, which I'm kind of like sad about. But like it'd be so eerie. Like I'd be hit with deja vu and I'd be like, holy fuck. It would make me think that like I had no free will and that I was gonna end up in this place anyway. That's what it makes me think.
Right.
But I don't want to believe it because I
Right.
think like I believe that I have free will. Like there's no implications. Like that's what I argue when people say, oh, free will doesn't exist. Like what's the implication of that? How will I change how I act because it doesn't exist?
Right.
Like nothing happens if you believe it. Like it's more pessimistic if you think you don't have free will. So, but like when I think about that, I'm just like, holy shit, like nothing I do is going to change. And I'm just like stuck on the same path. And that's like so terrifying to me that like everything's set in stone. Hopefully it's good, but that shit happens to me like all the time. Like maybe like once every 2 months. And it's happened for my whole life.
Okay, so
Go to church, bro.
Go to church, okay. I thought you were going to say something.
October 13th, 2020, I had one of the craziest dreams I've ever had.
You noted it, bro.
I wrote it down when I
Holy
woke
shit.
up. Okay. This special outdoor place isn't really a place I've been to physically, This is a place I discovered in one of my dreams. On one side, there's a beautiful mesa desert with dark orange, red, brown, and purple dirt. And above the hills, there's a beautiful red sun that turns the sky into a vast mix of colors from red to purple. Just behind me, there's a beautiful desert that slowly fades into a teal-colored lake with beautiful white pebbles leading up to it. On the other side of this heavenly lake, there are two beautiful mountains. You can see the sun glistening off the beautiful powdered snow, which is covering the jagged edges from the mountains. And while I'm witnessing this, there's Ain't No Mountain High Enough playing playing faintly in the distance.
Shit.
And I wrote down in like notes, it's like, one day I will. This is a bit cringe because it was like in like grade 9 I wrote this. One day I will find this place and I will finally be able to rest peacefully.
What the fuck?
I wrote that. And bro, I had no idea I would be going to Banff when I had this dream or wrote this. But when I was in Banff, I had that moment happen. That moment happened while I was in Banff.
Are you serious?
Like other than like the like purple dirt, that happened. I was sitting on a beach in Banff. There was white pebbles. It was sunset. There was a teal-colored, it was a river, not a lake, but it was water, like beautiful teal water. In my headphones plays Ain't No Mountain High Enough. I look up into the snow, or into the distance. There's two fucking beautiful mountains, sun glistening off the powdered snow. It was sunset, and oh my God, it was like my life was complete. Like,
Were you like, I could die
the
now?
moment actually happened. Because in my dream, I was
That's
like,
beautiful.
that was so real. In my dream, I was like, I have to find this place. Like, and it just,
Holy shit.
I wasn't looking for it. I forgot about it. It was 3 years later. But in that moment, the song playing, I was like, holy fucking shit. Like,
Wow.
I've got to read these notes. And I'm reading the, like, thing, and I'm, like, looking where I'm at, and I'm like, no fucking
That's
way.
fucking
Like,
insane.
it was
man.
insane. I never thought it would happen. But it
Nice.
happened only
Use
3 years
use
later.
Apple Notes. Spiritual.
Yeah. No, use Notion. You can organize your data better, and it's open source. Anyways,
Notion is not fucking open source, bro. What kind of bullshit is that? Notion
but
is a
yo, like,
for-profit organization.
dude, like that shit's like, bro. Like I'm just like really concerned about like what the actual like implications of that is. Is that like sheer probability, or is it like, is it subconsciously impressioning you to like tend towards doing something like that?
I think it just happened.
Yo,
right?
it's just
Like,
the
it
beauty of life.
Just the beauty of life.
Yeah.
But is it actually?
It's ju- I
probability?
agree. It's
Yeah,
just
that's
the
such a
beauty of
beautiful
life. There's
moment.
you can't predict anything. Your brain has dreams, and the dreams are so
Yeah.
hard to track what they actually mean. It's like,
So it's a matter of, it's not free will, but that moment happened. So
it's just like that
But do you
moment.
think it's
So
like
based
sheer
on-
serendipity, or is it
what's
something?
that?
Do you think it's sheer serendipity,
Of
or
course,
is it
explain
like
course.
serendipity?
it's like a good thing that's happening on coincidence?
Okay, yeah, I would say.
but the
that
point you're
that's-
asking, is it a coincidence? Like, yes,
Yeah,
of course
yeah.
it's a coincidence.
I think
but-
dreams like
But
Me-
nonetheless, if you did not write down that dream, it's not that it wouldn't have happened, but
just
you
wouldn't
wouldn't
have
have
noticed.
realized that that is
Yeah.
such a surreal
I
moment.
probably would have
Ah, that's a
remembered, but
good
not
point.
in like such great.
but you wouldn't have
detail.
read it in front of
Yeah.
you and been like,
Yeah, like
Like yeah, if you never took note of it, you'd probably be
right? So nonetheless, there's still great value in doing this, because otherwise, you
Nah,
won't-
that makes a lot more sense. It's just like a coincidence. Like you just take note. Like your dream, on average, you don't even remember most of your dreams. It just so
Right.
happens that like randomly you think of something that's quite similar to real life, and then you get something that's somewhat similar, and then boom, it hits you in the Mack truck.
I took like a video, guys. I'll show you guys.
Oh, you
Like,
got
it
it. I
wasn't,
love
like,
the
this
videos,
specific-
bro.
It's a video of like the same spot, but not the current time where I was listening to the song.
Yeah. You just wanted to note it. That's fire.
Well, no, it was just a coincidence. I was taking a video.
but it makes you optimistic.
It's here.
Oh shit!
This spot, but it was at a different time of day.
I see what you mean. I see the two mountains.
Yeah, it was like actual sunset.
Ain't no mountain high
Yeah.
enough.
And it was on the spot where like the water was like, I was more on the water.
Yeah, I could
When it
imagine. I could
happened.
imagine.
Would you say that was your like most surreal moment in Banff, during the whole experience?
In Banff,
Like the past 7 months, was it?
I think shrooms in
Okay,
past 7 months, like other than shrooms, like yeah.
right. Of course you can. Yeah.
But just like no, I would say the big powder day was like the most surreal
Yeah.
moment of my life so
Mm.
far.
That's interesting.
The big powder
Oh.
day was probably my favorite.
How
day
long
of
ago was
my
that?
life
Was
so
that like
far.
a
It's
couple
in
months ago?
April.
April, wow.
It was in April.
Oh, really? You had your most really in April?
No, mine
It
was.
was early April or late March.
No, but I mean like the
Powder
fact
day.
that like it happened like towards the end.
Oh, it
of your
happened.
stays, like-
it happened in like
I just wanted you to see that real quick.
Yeah.
Anyways, yo, like, so, bro, my most surreal moment was like when we went to Montreal. Like that was like such a wake up
was in
call.
Montreal?
Like I just realized that like, dude, but like we were walking along the port, man, and I literally was trying to capture like what I was feeling. I was trying to capture to you what I was feeling like so hard in that moment, but I couldn't. I really couldn't encapsulate it at all, man. Like it was like a few weeks ago when we went to Montreal, and I'd never been to Montreal before, never been to a city like that before, and it was just so gorgeous, and
Shout out to my boy James.
shout out to James, man. But like, it was like so surreal because I didn't really know Montreal felt like such a complete city. Like it had landscape. That's what I noticed. The mountain was gorgeous. The city was beautiful. Had skyscrapers. The old port had classic, beautiful architecture.
Where the clubs are crazy.
I heard that too. We were trying to get in, but it was packed as fuck. So we were like,
Nah.
fuck that. But like, it was like such a gorgeous city.
That was the reason.
That was the whole reason it's so surreal. No, but like we were walking down the old port, Andrew and I, after all of our friends left, and we were just like chilling, talking. We wanted to go see the yachts. We were going by the yacht club, and this is when it started getting really surreal because like the buildings were beautiful. It was all night, and like I was just thinking like, man, like I love this city. This is gorgeous. And we were looking by the yachts, and like we went down and we saw like these people who were like partying on the yacht. Like we saw a boat that was about to leave, so we were like, fuck, we want to talk to them, man. So we went down there, and low key we tried to Riz to get on the yacht. That's what I was trying to do, but I was just like,
Were you in the suit?
no, I was in like a black tee like that, and I was wearing a dress pants.
Yeah, I was wearing some pretty bummy clothes. He was a bit well dressed, but
Yeah, I mean like, yeah, I just had to be the leader of the friend group. You know what I mean? I had to guide them because I paid for their vacation essentially. Yeah, guys. Anyways,
why are you looking at me? You didn't
no,
pay
I
for
know.
my vacation.
Yo, like once you like, I can tell you the lore about it, and we're actually gonna record the lore and show it. It's so funny, but basically, like, I don't know. Like, I asked them to like record like 1 hour of content, and they basically like just said, "Fuck you, we're not doing it." So I was so pissed, but it was so funny.
Hadi, $20.
Oh my god! In the end, it was just funny. It was just so.
This guy
funny.
Hadi sent me an e-transfer for gas money, and then he took it back, because before I accepted it, and I was like, what the fuck?
But no, like it was basically like but yeah, like yo, like I paid for this Airbnb, and I was like, yo guys, I just want you to send me $35. It's all good. Like let's just chill in Montreal. But anyways, like when we were walking down these yachts, and I went up to them, and I was like, I just said like, yo, what's this event for? And they're saying like, yo, this is just a party. Like I thought it was a wedding or something. Like no, they were just like, this is just an event. And like I was trying to ask like, what is this for? Like, what are you guys doing? And they just kept pointing to the fucking logo. Do you remember that? They just pointed to the logo. They didn't understand what I was saying. But it wasn't a wedding because like there was no like wedding shit. But what I was thinking about, I was like, how the fuck are these people able to afford like just chilling on a boat like that? Like I just kept thinking like, how are people living this lifestyle? And then I saw all the yachts, and Andrew and I were just talking about you know, just yachts, the Montreal. We were just talking about how to get there. And then like what really hit me was when we were walking by.
Nice bridge.
Yeah, it was the bridge, bro. We were walking by towards the
Nice
bridge.
W Bridge.
And behind us was like these luxury condos.
W Bridge.
The bridge was lit up. Oh, this was like also Jean Baptiste Day, so there's fireworks.
Oh,
playing as
Jean
well.
Baptiste is fucked.
Yeah, there was like festivals happening and shit in the nighttime.
Yeah.
Yo. Dude, yo, that also was part of it, man.
There were multiple counts of gal.
No, like actually when we were walking back from the port, and there was like, dude, like it was actually like it was actually like the kind of women like I dreamed of meeting in my life, bro.
That's what I've been told about Montreal. That's what I've been told about Montreal. It's just like,
oh my god,
like really, really, really beautiful women.
Yeah.
And
It was crazy. Yeah. Dude, and we were like watching, and I told this to my friend. I'm like, yo, there's girls who dress in black to go out, and there are girls who dress in white to go out. And I want to talk to the girls who dress in white. And these girls were all wearing white. They're all wearing white. And like, it was actually uncanny because we were on the train. Like, there was a group of girls who were wearing white, and a group of girls who were wearing black, and they were all the emo girls and shit. And then the baddies who were white. These girls, bro, they walked by us, and it was just me and Andrew, and we were just chilling. And it was just like a group of like 15 of them. And like, bro, like, they were like so beautiful.
Mm.
And they didn't even look at me because they knew we were looking at them. Like they were just like, yeah, like look at me, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm looking at y'all. 'Cause y'all were they were so gorgeous,
Right.
man. But anyways, bro, like all this was adding up. Like it was all just so fucking surreal. And we saw the bridge, and we were just chilling by the water, and I was just thinking, like we were just in front of these luxury condos, and the condos were like floor to ceiling, like 2 stories high. They're like living room windows, and you could see into their shit, and like there's just people like watching TV and shit. But it's gorgeous, gorgeous luxury condos. We just came by like the yacht club, and I was just thinking like, how the fuck are people living here? Like how am I? Why have I missed out on this my whole life?
Yeah.
And we were just looking at the water, and I was just thinking about like all the things that I could have been living, like all the experiences I could have been having or could be having eventually. And like it hit me so hard that like I could be having these experiences if I just put some effort into it. And then as we were walking away, I just kept thinking this is like all the life that I imagined in my head. This is how I thought life was supposed to be like in the movies. And I just kept thinking that my whole life I've just been so focused on trying to live experiences, and all I could ever ask for is to just live every single possible experience that I could ever have, and then I would die peacefully. And that was just a weird thought that I had, and I just couldn't get that out of my head. And
I definitely want to go skydiving, but I don't. Not like now.
oh yeah, but no, like me, I was just thinking like, I just want to live every experience. Like I just want to, like I was just thinking like, it'd be so great to be out of myself and live like that person who's driving that car over there. Like I want to know what he's thinking about. I want to know how he's driving home. And then I saw people like walking by the port, and I'm like, I wonder how long they've been together. I wonder how much love they're feeling. I wonder how different it is from how I see world. And I just I just kept thinking like, I'm just so obsessed with trying to not to understand it. I just want to be in it. Like I want to live all those experiences. And it's kind of like a strange obsession to have, to like be super obsessed with living that. And that's kind of like why I want to, like the goal of my career is I want to like live forever, man. Like I just want to live forever. I don't care how it is. Maybe I have to download my brain into a robot, or.
But would that still be you, or would that just like
That's a
that still
different
be
question.
you?
I think it is still be. As long as it has my will, I think it's still be. It's interesting though. That's an interesting.
But it's like,
concept.
would you like know? It's like you wouldn't know.
but, like,
there's no way of knowing.
I don't know if I'd
you have your
be upset
memories
with that.
downloaded, there's no way of like you wouldn't be there. It would just be your memories would be there.
That's the thing. But
Someone
like,
who thinks they're
if you
you.
died right up until you uploaded it, and then you died, and then like your brain was uploaded like a failsafe, would that still be you? Because the continuum of memory is still the same.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be like me right now touching. It wouldn't be me. It would be like something else.
Well, that's
who
true.
Thinks it's me.
But it's like Archimedes' ship, you know, like you replace every wooden board until you get a whole new ship. Is that Archimedes' ship?
It's not the same ship.
What makes it the same ship? But like, what's the point where it's not the same ship? Is it the first board or the last board that makes it not the same ship?
You're right, but it's also like you are completely different cells than when you're born. Like now, none of the cells that are in your body currently were there when you were born.
And would you say that's not you?
Other than like your skeleton, but like I don't even think so. Like, your skeleton is so different now
it's
than
always
when you were a
changing.
baby.
Do you think like if I took all the atoms that were falling off of you as you shed your skin and you replaced it and made another you, like would that be a version of you who existed then? Like would that be you then? Would you be different from that you, or would it be just you? Like if all the across all the atoms that you shedded between the ages of 6 to like 10 before you had like puberty, you just reassembled all those atoms together. Would that be you 10 years old, or would it be something completely different? Like, let's say like all of it's the same. I've thought about this a lot.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know, but I've thought about this a lot, and what I believe is that anything that harbors your will in the purest form, like one-to-one harbors your will, is you. Even if you're in a completely different vessel, because like if I chopped off all your arms and left your head, would that still be you? I mean, you'd still think like consciously you still want X, or your will is still harbored towards something.
Yeah.
So if I took that will and put it in something else, and it still had that idea of where to go. Like, even if you removed all my memories, my character would still.
But if me
relatively be the same.
personally, my brain is not currently running and it's running through a computer, I don't feel like that's me. Like, it could have all the same feelings and will and memories that I have lived, and it might think it's me, and it will think that it's me, but it's not me.
But would that take away at all from the subjective experience that
No,
was having?
nobody else would realize, but I would not be there. It would only affect me currently, not future me who's living in the robot or anybody
So
around
is that
it.
even? But is that much different? Because if all
For
switches
other
that,
people, it's not different, but for me, it's
but
different.
but how is it different if you're exactly the same one-to-one, just a robot?
Because nobody knows how you feel in your head. Like,
Mm.
nobody, I don't know what you think. I don't know what you think. You don't know what I'm really thinking. Like,
But if you, but let's say like it was able to just copy your brain one-to-one, and you put in that, like, would that still be different? Like, you feel the exact
me
same.
personally, I think that it's the same for everyone around you, but different for you.
You think
but
that
like-
you think that
I think you die. You die in your own, like,
yeah.
you die.
But you think you would like you would behave differently, like the new version?
No. No, I'm not. I'm saying even if it was exactly like me, I still consider that like you die.
Okay, I actually agree with you completely with that. Like this is really interesting game. I think it's called Stroma or something like that. Fuck, I really want to. I would love to play that game with you. That'd be so fucking sick. It's actually a crazy game. In fact, I don't even want to spoil it now, but basically, okay, so I won't say the nature of the game, but like if I were to die and copy myself onto that next subjective experience, this is the end of that conscious experience. I do see it like a continuum. Like, if my consciousness is still being like is currently running in this state, like I'm alive as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
If I copy myself one-to-one, those memories will diverge. Like, if I had another version of me and we went to do our own thing, even though we harbored our own will, while I believe like that's still me, that's acting on my behalf, I still think that would be me. Like, that conscious experience is completely different. And over time we could diverge to completely different people. I think our will would all be the same, but like we'd have different experiences. And I think that like and if you think about that, if you killed one of them, then all those memories that were made after that fact are gone.
Yeah.
So it's all about that intersection point.
Yeah.
So that person would be like that person has died. It is a little bit different.
It's like, have you ever watched The Flash, like the TV show?
Oh my god, fuck, I didn't get it on my microphone.
Really?
Yeah, I was too far away. Yeah, I have watched.
You have how many seasons?
Like maybe like 2.
Okay. So there's something The Flash would do is make a time remnant where he runs back in time like 10 seconds.
Yes, I've seen that on TikTok.
And then there'll be like 2 of him, right?
Yeah.
They're both still him, but they're different people.
Yeah.
They're both still him, but they're completely different people. Like, if one of them dies, one of him like actually died, but they're
he's
like
still
different
there.
people, because later on in one of the next seasons, there's a bad guy called Savitar, and he's like Barry.
The Reverse Flash?
No.
No, that's a different
No,
one.
it's a time remnant of Barry from the future that never died, and it just like it lived like a completely different life as him, and he couldn't be with his wife because his wife was with like the real Barry, and it's like he goes completely evil because he's like they're both living in like the same timeline. And then I think he like kills the real one and then like takes his place and then like
that's fucking
all this shit. But basically, it's like that's not the same person anymore.
Yeah.
Like, even if the same core memories, same blah blah blah, that intersection point, it's a different person.
Yeah,
That
I agree.
intersection point, different person.
I agree. But I believe I think like my will would be like I say will, like I have like this really big clear sense of ego. Like, that's why we talk about like anyone talks about ego death, like I don't really believe that, because like I don't think I believe it happens. I just don't believe it could ever happen to me. And which I don't know, that's a weird that's a different conversation, but like I think even if I would split off, I think like no matter how distracted I would be, like the things that I would want would be relatively the same, because I think it's embedded in my ego, not necessarily my character. It's just that like it's just what I value the most.
You just value yourself a lot.
Well, yeah, but I mostly just a value like I just have like I say like I have immense FOMO. You know what I mean? Like I characterize it as that. I think it's more nuanced, but
You probably know it better, but to other
Yeah,
people,
exactly.
you just say.
yeah, it's just more simpler to say it. Like, and it captures all of it. Like I just have really bad FOMO and I want to see everything.
I used to have really, really bad FOMO. I'd have to be like invited to, even if I can't come, like if I wasn't invited, I'd feel like so left out.
Yeah.
Like
I would
even if
never
I
be in that
knew I
position.
couldn't come, and like I would tell people like, oh, like I probably like can't. I'm like busy, and then they like won't ask me to hang out one day.
Yeah.
I'd be like pissed.
Yeah.
I'd just be like I had to be invited to everything. I had to be blah blah blah.
Same.
But now not so much. I
No,
don't
me,
really-
I have control of myself. Like I don't feel like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't feel FOMO like that. Like I don't get like jealous or angry or whatever. But like I just want to be in all the experiences I can have. Like I just want to be a part of it. And even hypothetical ones like
But sometimes it's like you can be in all these experiences, but it's nice to just like sit back and appreciate what's in front of you.
I've had a lot of trouble with
But
that lately.
you're experiencing FOMO as like just another thing that you deal with in life, whereas you're tying it to your core values.
Yeah, mine's like existential.
Yeah, I'm saying I used to be like that. No,
So that's the point I'm making is
Right.
that for you,
Like it's like it's like a feeling
it's
of like jealousy,
transitory.
you know.
it
Mm.
comes and goes, and you
Like
might quote unquote
shrooms
grow out of it.
changed that for me.
There
I
you
used
go.
to be-
But like,
that didn't change anything about
but
my
I mean-
ego. It didn't even touch it. Like it grazed it, and if anything, made it
Probably
stronger.
changed it. Definitely did something.
but even if it did change, it'd have to be a monumental shift. Because again, like, it's like I don't know, like, being hungry or whatever, or I don't know, like maybe you used to love the color orange, and then you had some sort of like existential experience, and now you're like, oh, I love the color green more. But like, it's like your fucking favorite color. It doesn't really matter.
This is actually
To
something
you,
yeah,
you're
keep
saying that FOMO is tied to your
it's like,
core
yeah,
value.
it's like nature.
like
by
I think.
nature.
Sorry.
It's like by nature. Like by nature, like my curiosity compels me to do things.
It's what you live for.
Yes.
Mm.
But like my curiosity, like yeah, you're right. My curiosity compels me to do things not out of like wonderment of like, oh, like I wonder. I mean, like obviously I have that kind of curiosity.
But it's like if I don't do this, like
yeah, it's like what? Like what could I be missing out on?
Right, yeah.
Like, what's theoretically I could be missing out on if
Mhm.
I don't try something? Like for example, like hypothetically in the future, like the biggest reason why I want to live forever as well is because I know that technologically we aren't enabled to like explore the universe at an incredible scale. And, like,
eventually we will be though.
exactly. Like why won't I? be there for
Technology
that?
100 years from now is gonna be. Think about the technology gap
Yeah.
in the last 10 years. We
Yes.
went from like iPod 4
Yeah.
that like fucking barely did
to
anything
Chat GPT, bro.
to yes, but not even that. Just like iPhone. I'm just
Oh,
talking about like
yeah.
phone technology. To like Face ID has like all of your passwords, like all of your like wallet, like
Dude,
everything.
this is a
is just, like,
supercomputer in our hands, man.
it
Like,
is insane
The
how
iPod was 1,000 times stronger than the computers than they sent the like Apollo 11.
Mm.
Like the computers used for that. Like this is a
Yeah, the computers for Apollo 11 were like calculators.
Yeah, literally. They had people like hand calculate math
Mm.
to get the
Yes,
trajectory properly.
Have you seen the Imitation Game?
Oh shit!
With
I think I have like barely.
It's a really good. It's the first. That's how the first computer was like kind of like based off of
Oh yeah, the one with
Alan Turing.
Yeah, Alan
but-
Turing, but like it's fucking Eggman, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes.
Yes.
Eggman.
Eggman.
That's how I remember it.
That's good. That's good. I like that, bro.
Eggman.
Eggs Benny.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Eggman, bro. Okay, shit. My
Okay.
bladder's hurting, bro. Hold on. I still want to talk though, actually.
Sure. Yeah, we're gonna wrap in 9
I know.
minutes
That's
anyways,
why I
so-
want to keep talking.
So how does that make you feel then? The fact like that technology is gonna evolve so much and you won't see it,
well,
or sorry, not even feel like.
it's like
how does that
it's just
define
like
you?
an entire human life that could have existed, like a ton of new experiences that I could have had. It's so existentially threatening to me. Like it's offensive.
But
because
that's what's so beautiful about life.
people
is
say
it's
that
so
shit, and
temporary.
What about
I don't
kids?
believe it.
Fair enough.
Like people like yeah like
What about kids, John?
what do you mean?
I say you live through your kids.
Yeah, that's how I live my life. Yeah,
But that's the thing. Like,
I think in fact, not just that. Like
Because-
for me, I think in everything I do, I am living out all of my ancestors,
that's
and that's
what-
why I
Do
find.
you guys want to hear my little theory?
Yes.
That I made up when I was like really high or
Yeah.
something like that. So basically, the most fun time in our lives is when we're kids, discovering the world, seeing everything under a new light, and everything is like new, everything is awesome, like, and everything is just so like great, and like you can have fun with like a pencil and like an elastic and do like anything. And as we get older, shit gets old and we get used to everything. Like, oh, I know, like if I pull on this blind, it will go down. And then like we drink and we smoke and we do shrooms and we do all this stuff to rekindle that light like we were when we were kids. Like if you're super high, like you could have a lot of fun, like just doing some stupid shit, like throwing rocks at like a tree or something like that. And then so we're trying to get back those memories as a kid. And then when you're an adult, you have kids and you get to relive your childhood through having kids and try to give them the best childhood you can, because you know that those are the best years of their lives. So you want them to have like the best time of your lives, and you get to relive your childhood and make their childhood better than yours. That's how I see
Yeah,
it.
I agree.
I definitely agree that when it comes to raising kids, like I definitely see that cycle as well. And I feel like that could be a theory for how we continuously build and make better things. But a counter or an adjacent theory is that for me, I actually find that doing things like building, like doing a lot of novel experiences, like I feel just like a kid every time when I'm doing that. And in fact, like I feel like I've appreciated more life and I've been able to have way more richer emotions now than ever.
Oh, for sure.
Like I think if anything, like I still like I don't need to be high to do those things. Like
Oh yeah.
like all the time I'm just always wonder about these things. And I feel like that maybe also be a part of like that I just crave the experiences, because like I just want to take all of it in so much, and so much so that I get overstimulated a lot. But like I really like I genuinely find so much curiosity about a lot of those things, and I still feel like, if anything, I feel more like a child than I did back when I was a kid. Because when I was a kid, I really didn't like I had a great childhood, and I was like, you know, I was doing kid stuff, but like I feel more like a child when I'm doing shit now than I did back then.
Interesting.
And I can
Really?
only
Why is that?
I can only because I feel like I didn't have a lot of experiences like that as a kid. Like a lot of things are still super new to me.
Right,
Like, when
because
I
like
went
now
skiing-
you have the ability to go do stuff on your own without like your parents.
exactly.
Like, have
But it's also like things that most people did back then. Like they would talk about it, and I'd hear and I'd imagine about it,
like what?
like skiing.
Oh,
I never went skiing. Every one of my friends talked about skiing all the time. They're like, "Oh, this is dope," and I imagined this thing in my head. And I feel like as we talked about before, kids have these imaginations. They don't like know the limits of it. And I feel like as I developed, my brain just always did that. So now I always just imagine like in immense visions of how things play out and how they look like. And I mean, maybe you could attest to that when we talk about like business, and like when I talk to you about like for example, very recently we talked about like we need to focus. Like I see the window closing. It's like that. Like I maybe that's why I can like I think very clearly about things that could happen. And as a result,
What do you mean?
like, you know how we're talking about, like I was saying, like like it really clear, like when we were at the skate park, and I was saying it's very
Yeah.
clear to me that the
I'm
window
saying,
is
what
closing.
is the like? How do those two tie together? You feeling like a kid and doing things. That you
No,
haven't
I'm
experienced.
saying like as I developed, I just got used to seeing things and imagining what could happen because I don't know what actually could happen. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying it's
Oh.
like that could be why
Well,
I
that
still
doesn't
think
take
like
away all your credibility.
I'm not saying it takes. I'm just saying I'm just saying like that's why I think like I still find wonderment in those things,
Yeah.
because maybe I developed because I didn't have those experiences.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
maybe I just got used to thinking about what could happen in that sense. Like I kept predicting things. So then when I went skiing, that blew my fucking mind. Because it was like nothing how I imagined, but also everything I expected at the
Right.
same time. And I was going so fast. I didn't know you could go that fast. And I was
yo,
fucking
you want to know
falling.
my top speed on skis?
What, like fucking
108 kilometers an hour.
shit, that's so fast.
Wow.
And I
Wow.
couldn't imagine going down that
And my
fast.
ski fell off. One of my skis, I was going so fast that one ski fell off, and I had to run out on one. I had to finish
You
on
did it?
one ski.
You did it?
Holy shit.
I thought,
That's
yo,
impressive.
okay, so then I fell down. I was riding like this on one ski. I had the other foot like this. I had my hands to like balance. And then, I was just like holding my knee, praying that it didn't twist and just like.
That's
like,
really
snap.
impressive. Yeah.
It was
That's
like
sick as fuck.
because I actually practiced a lot skiing with one ski, so
Yeah.
it was like I was like.
Which
Okay,
right.
that's
which
blessed.
clearly was really good. Yeah.
I ski a fuck ton.
Do you
Yeah,
think
that's-
you'll what like activities do you think you'd put your kids into before they're able to have any sort of like
Oh, everything.
conscious decisions?
Conscious decision.
I put them in
Yeah.
everything, bro.
Skiing. I'd probably get them in like.
Martial
I don't
arts.
think. You gotta be like a bit older for water sports because water sports you can't like.
Oh yeah.
Would you change anything about what your parents put you in?
Like they put me in instruments. Like I did piano when I was a kid.
I would definitely put my kid in
And I
piano.
hated it.
You hated
I
it.
hate-
Wow.
I
Oh,
did
all
it for,
kids.
like-
It's the same thing always.
I
Yeah,
did
all
it for
all
like
kids
7
hate it.
years and I hated it. And then I stopped for like 5 years.
Right.
And then I started again.
you
and
glad
now
that you did it,
I
though?
love piano. Yes, I'm very glad.
That's
that I did piano
every
as a
single. Because
kid.
did you do piano as a
I
kid?
did. No, I did guitar as a kid.
Okay,
it was-
guitar is very different. Like,
Well, I would say they're quite the same. Like the
Mhm.
transfer's quite.
No.
The
Because guitar.
theory-
Did your parents? No. I mean, in terms of the kid's psyche, did your parents put you into guitar?
Yeah, they forced me into it.
Oh, okay.
They forced me into it. I hated it. I was like, I don't want to do this. And I
You
was also
hated it
doing
as
a
well?
paper route. I was doing a paper route, so like Thursdays would always be fucked for me because I would come home from school, do the paper route, then go to guitar. I'd be so
Mhm.
pissed every single time. I'd be like, I just want to fucking break.
That's kind of the typical music arc, but I'm gonna still put it down to keyboard because I hear this all the time.
No, I agree. Like
Like,
the keyboard
all
when I was
these
learning
kids
in grade
do
9, the
keyboard.
theory is so much more intense, and like that was really.
But I mean, their
valuable.
parents want them in it because they think of like the they think of like the learning development reasons, right?
Yeah.
And then the kid grows up and they're like, oh, I want to play piano actually, and right, so it plays out.
and it gave me all the bases I needed to play piano. And then I was like, I don't want to learn classical theory. I just want to learn how to play the songs I want to know how to play. And like, I didn't know you could do that. But like,
Wow.
you can do that. And it's
Yeah.
like super sick. My piano teacher's awesome.
That's dope.
I love my piano teacher. I just started back my first lesson on Saturday. Actually,
Really?
yesterday. I started
What-
back my first
That's
lesson.
awesome.
What would
again.
you do like drastically
Since I was
different
back
with your
from
kids?
Banff.
What would you do
Um,
like completely differently? Is it 11? Okay. They're gonna kick us out, but we could just chill if we want.
It's crazy. I already get like an impulse, like.
They've kicked you out before?
Yeah, yo, because last time I think Jai's probably on his way. In fact, I think I saw him. So there's a guy who kicks us out at 11 because like the building closes.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you want to wrap up? Do you want to just say it like one time?
Just say shit.
Well, answer that last question.
Yeah,
What
let's
would you
just-
do completely differently with your kid?
That my parents did with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
If
like
there's nothing,
completely
then-
differently. Like, what's the most like important thing that you think you should change?
See, I don't know, because when I was a kid, I wanted my own freedom. But now being like a camp, like I do a lot of camps for rafting. It's like I realize how stupid kids are. It's like
I know. I
you
went through the
kinda, like-
exact same thing.
like
as a
I would
camp
want my
counselor.
kids to have more freedom, but it's like kids are stupid. Like, so I would give them more freedom, but I would be like more real with them. I'd make them think about it. Like I'd let
Yeah.
them make their own decisions, but I'd let them think about it. I'd be like, okay, here's your variables. This is what would happen. Like if you really want to, you can go jump into the water. But here's the downfall. 1, you're wearing all of your clothes right now. 2, like this. And
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
make them
yeah.
think about it. And if they really wanted to, I would let them go walk in the water fully clothed, and they'd have to deal with the consequences.
I think that's a good way. I think that's the way.
You have to, because a kid has to understand why you don't want to. You can tell a kid however many times, like don't pull on this string, a paddle will come hit you in the head. But they're not gonna realize like if I pull on, like you have to let them fucking pull on the string, then the paddle's
Yeah.
gonna hit them in the head,
Yeah.
and then they
They
won't.
need to learn those like
Yes.
Okay.
thought
Yes.
processes.
I don't believe in beating
I
your
respect
kids.
that. You like.
I don't
No,
believe
you
in
can-
beating your kids to teach them something, but I believe in letting your kids learning from mistakes.
And that's
Yeah.
true, because as a camp counselor, you can't always do that because there's a massive amount of kids. But as a parent, when you only have like so few children, you can actually explain to them why, which
Yeah.
makes them think and makes them
Yo,
be
that's
logical
like the
people.
important of all parents, like especially as teachers, like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know, a lot of parents like dismiss their kids and say daycare, etc. And that's why they like. That's why I feel like
Yeah.
you know, that's probably the reason why a lot of these kids who have like rich parents who are like working all the time, they don't learn anything or they get really like hedonistic.
They learn the
because-
hard way, bro.
Well, they don't learn at all.
Well, no, they don't. They just have very bad social skills because they
Yeah.
don't spend enough time with their parents.
or they just don't even know how to deal with a bunch of other shit.
other
like-
issues because their parents
Yeah.
don't tell them. Like they don't teach them how to
Yeah.
deal with depression and all this stuff.
Yeah, which is like super unfortunate, and that's like for whatever anyone goes through. Like, I'm still so grateful that my parents still did that. Like, they still taught me
Yeah.
what it is. Like, you forget that like a lot of shit could be a lot worse.
Yes.
Like a lot.
I'm very
worse.
grateful for life.
Yeah.
I say
That's the door locking because the building's closed.
Yeah.
I don't think the guys is here. That'd be so funny. But we probably should wrap up.
It's crazy how I don't know why I'm so paranoid about it. You know.
It's like
I don't know
why,
PTSD.
like-
Because I
He's
feel
not
like
gonna- he's not- it's- he's not gonna
it's
do
like the
anything,
third
just,
time we've been here past 11, so he'd probably be like, okay, guys, you can't do this anymore. So, but then again, you know, like
Plus, they're always so late. It doesn't matter, but they're always so late. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I just
they're-
feel bad. you
like
know,
they're always
he's like doing his job and
Yeah.
shit.
and they're always like so miserable too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he, like looks kind of depressed.
I can't wait to go home and eat more steak udon.
I can't wait to
Ah.
piss right now, bro.
Right? Yeah, I forgot.
Dude, my bladder hurts right now.
All right. Anyways, I love how this conversation went. Like it went like the OG conversations where we got more deep and comfortable. Like towards
Yes,
the,
I was thinking
towards the
that
very
while it
end.
was
That stopped
happening.
happening. But like when we used to do this, we would always like at first be like super like and then we'd be like,
Yeah, no, I was thinking
So,
like,
yeah,
literally
yeah.
that. Like it starts off
This is
like
great. This is
Yeah.
great.
I agree. Bro. This is a really good
all
conversation.
right, yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Like it starts off usually like you know mellow. We just get to know like what's the context, and then we just flow into some deeper
All right.
shit. And I fuck with that. Head.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways,
Well, thank you.
yo, do you want to do a segment where we're like, do you want to do a segment where we ask them to have the next guest of the pod?
Oh yeah. Who should we interview?
Give us anyone in the world that like we'll try to reach out to.
You gotta get John on here.
John Pereira.
You gotta get John.
Yeah,
Pereira
I
on
wanted
here.
to get him on here, bro. We will get into some deep shit, bro. Cause we already
I want to be on that.
Yo, you can.
I want to be on with John. I want to be on with Victor.
Yo, that would be sick. We could make that happen, bro. I'll make sure if we have Victor and or John, we'll have you
All
on
right,
the same
John,
thing.
Victor, we're coming for
Yeah,
you.
we're coming for you.
I totally forgot.
I
I totally forgot all of my life experiences. I totally forgot like being experiential.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like I used to be so like mindful and like I used to meditate, right? Like I used to like care about experiences, right? Like music, and like especially when Thomas was talking about that one dream he had in grade 10, and then the one well, it was very mixed in terms of what was going on, but he then saw it again in Banff. Like I was actually envisioning it, and it was so interesting to me because I was envisioning it, and I'm like, wow, I really forgot what it was like when I was like that person who I used to like always be like so into like envisioning different realities and different experiences just for the sake of it, because I was envisioning what he was talking about with my eyes closed, and I was, you know, letting myself like just enjoy the moment, right?
Try to
Where I
put
was,
yourself in his shoes.
yeah, and just completely like being in appreciation of it, and it's kind of crazy because I completely like grew out of that. Like now I'm like all like business responsibilities. Like I don't. So it's just like he really reminded me of that time, which that's why I said that. That's why I said to you and Thomas, like, remember that era? Like I forgot about that grade 11 era where everybody was, you know, having like psychedelic experiences. And I was like super into experience back then. Like I'm like, damn, like I really forgot that. So
Yo, but that's what I was saying. Like, it wasn't an era. Like, it stayed the same for me. Like, yo, like I've always felt like I just feel more in tune with that. Like I have more childlike wonder. I imagine more richer experiences, and I think about them like way more often nowadays. Like I imagine crazy like lifestyles.
yeah.
More so now. That's really interesting that you say it like you used to be that way. Because instead of me like shedding off a lot of that stuff, I like just added more on, like a collage of perspectives instead of like restricting my vision. That's really interesting that you say that you lost it. I think the only thing
it's not that I lost it. Is that he like that conversation
Well, yeah.
reminded me
Well,
of
yeah, you
that
found
that it used to exist. No, I didn't. It's not coming back. The point is like it's
Really, it's not coming back.
no. I'm not saying that I'm sad that I lost it and that I want to go
Wow.
back to that and I will. Like I'm saying that I forgot. It was just interesting, but I'm not going back to that. No.
I would say like I've just adopted more trains of thought that add on to that, not necessarily like take away from it. Like if anything, it's empowered my ability to perform and think clearly and creatively. That's really interesting that you.
Well, I've become very clear on my purpose over. Actually, the past week, I actually like became very, very clear on why I do things I do, which I think is so important, and that's what I actually learned like in working in the company. But it's been obviously an experience.
And I
over
felt
past
the
year, but-
I've been feeling the exact
but
same.
I'm no longer an experiential person.
That's
by
interesting.
any means. Like when we do motive, like this has to be for me. Like doing motive it's not an outlet to have conversations with people. It's to the end of networking and fame and notoriety. That's how I justify it to my purpose.
You know, I agree on those levels. What I was gonna say before I touch on this.
Yeah, what did you think I was gonna say?
Oh, that was so fucking funny. I was gonna